Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McCullough, and this is the watch-along for the Manchester derby. Yes, we're at the Etihad for Manchester City against Manchester United, and it is an absolutely huge game. Obviously, City are cruising at the top of the league at the moment. Could a victory for Manchester United give us a little glimmer of hope? Who knows? But whatever happens, we need a result for ourselves in terms of making sure we're in the Champions League next season. So it's all going off today in the Manchester derby, and we're all going off here with Jay, Joe, Al, the lads, everybody in the studio that's here for the watch-along. And of course, we'll be seeing some clips from you guys as well as you give us your predictions. Before we get stuck into all of that great stuff though, we have got a little clip for you from this week's transfer review with Mr. Stephen Howson. Check this out.
First up, we've got something that might be true for a change, and that's Manchester United have not paid us what they owe us for Lukaku. Oh, shit. So what does that mean? Does that mean we send the boys round to knock on the door and just start taking stuff out of their house? Not necessarily. It means that they now owe us the remaining 43 million that they need to pay us in cash money. Now, United have proposed a potential solution, which is give us Skriniar or give us Lautaro Martinez. Not bad little options, but are they a bit unlikely? They might be a little bit unlikely, I think. I think they are anyway. Would I take either of those two? Absolutely. Supposedly it's United that's proposed those two coming over as part of the deal. And you've also got to remember, Inter Manchester United's owners have just liquidated the Chinese Super League club that they also own. So that tells me they've got some cash flow problems. This has got legs. Now, Skriniar and Martinez, are they both coming? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'd be amazed if both of them come. When they're valuing them at 43 million, you might value them at 43 million each. You're not going to value them at 40 million for the pair of them.
Cheers, Steve. Remember, you can check out the full video on the channel. Obviously, don't go anywhere yet. We're here for the next few hours with you guys. But once we're finished here, if you're still waiting for some extra content, then you know where to find that. And that's here every single week with Stephen Howson. He doesn't miss that one. Can't get him to come along for Uncensored every week, but he makes sure he's there for transfer review. So make sure you're here every week. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and all that. And yeah, man, I am nervous about this game because a bad result for United today, and we are well and truly looking over our shoulders, but I am also feeling confident about this game because one thing about Manchester United is we are so frustrating, and it would just be like Manchester United to drop points against West Bromwich Albion, Sheffield United, Everton, all these different teams, and then go and beat the team that's absolutely cruising at the top of the table. It would just be like us. You also look at the records going into this game. 21 wins on the spin for Manchester City. Unbelievable stuff. But United's away run, 21 games unbeaten in the league, away from home. And we beat them at the Etihad twice last season. So maybe there's some good omens there. Who knows? Anyway, let's move on with today's show. And we have got some of your predictions coming up.
Hello, it's Ronaldo here with another pre-match prediction for the City game. Derby day it is. And it'd be very United of us against all odds in a game like this to pull it out the bag. And I really hope that we do. I'm not too confident about the game. They're in supreme form and we seem to be faltering a little bit. But I think in the derby, I think form book goes out the window. And I think we might be in for a little bit of a tighter game than a lot of people might imagine. And I think it could be a 2-2 draw. I know we're asking a lot to score two, the way that we've been playing lately against City and their defence, but you've got to believe and you've got to be confident, and I'm not going to predict that my team loses, so I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw today.
Right, City, no one likes them today, but United are playing them today in the Premier League. Going to be a tough game this for United. They're looking really strong at the minute, but having said that, United should get a result against them. I think previously in the past, United have played City, if you go back to the 3-2 at the Etihad, that no one expected United to win, and they ended up doing it. So I think when the pressure is actually on City, I think it actually works against them, I think, in some ways. So could be an opportunity this for United to get a win, because City, so far ahead, they don't really have much to play for. So United are probably going to be more into winning this. So I think they could do. I think United have a really good record against City. I think Solskjaer, especially against Guardiola, has a really good run.
What's good, guys? My name's John. This is the Paddock Match Day predictions. It is going to be a battle today. I don't feel that we're going to lay down like everyone expects, because this is Manchester City. Even though, yes, Manchester City's bench is worth half our full squad in general, I believe that we can go out there, surprise them, surprise us, and surprise the league. I feel we will concede in the first half. We'll come out in the second half, a different team, fire blazing under our asses, and going out there and winning the game 2-1. Let's have this. That simple.
So it's the game that probably every United fan has been dreading, given how our form seems to have dropped off and City's form has seemed to be going from strength to strength. They've got loads of players who can score, they've got loads of players who can create, the defence is on point, and we've kind of hit a patch where we're struggling to score, and obviously we might struggle to defend today. I'd just like to get out of this game with a result, whether it be a draw or a win. I'm going to say 1-1. I'm going to just hope that United can bring themselves together. I mean, I could say 0-0 and we'll keep a trend going, but I'd like to see us score. So I was going to say 1-1, just try and get a result, try and get a point, and try and just keep ourselves just ahead of the pack in that race for, well, second place at this point.
All right, lads, it's time. It's Derby Day yet again. Now we're coming into this game with lukewarm form against a team who look unstoppable at the moment, but it doesn't mean we can't win. I think the key to us winning is feeding Cavani. He's vital. We've not been doing it the past few games, and it's not been working for us. If he's fed, he will score. Obviously Henderson's in as well, so I'm excited to see him. He's got big shoes to fill, but I'm sure he'll do it. You know what? I'm feeling good today. It's going to be a nice 1-0 win. Come on, United!
Hey, Angelina here with my prediction for the Manchester Derby. Feeling very, very nervous. Of course, we are probably going into this one as the underdogs, let's be honest, looking at City's form and how they've been playing. I really would like to think that we're going to give a positive performance and put our all into it. Anything can happen in a Manchester Derby, but looking at our form against the top six, I am going to go with a 1-1 draw, and I think it will be Mason Greenwood that gets the goal.
Hi guys, Ellie Swords here, giving my prediction for Manchester United against Manchester City. The derby, it's the biggest game this season for me, in my opinion, at the moment, and hopefully we can get the job done today. I think it's going to be a tough game. We're going to have to soak up the pressure, sit back, defend, play with two DMs and hit him on the counter with fast pace. I think we can do it. It's fate that we end this winning run. It's fate. It's fated, and we can do it. I'm going to go Manchester United 2, Manchester City 0. Let's get the job done. Do this lot today. Keep them quiet. Put them back in their place, and hopefully we can go and secure second. Up the Reds and up the Paddock. It's
going to be interesting to see how this folds out. You know how Solskjaer actually is good against setting up against top sides like Guardiola and top managers. I think the fact that the way City play might actually play into United. So I'm actually reasonably confident that United could get a result, a draw or a win. So I think it could be a good game this for United. I think if everyone's on form with Rashford, Fernandes, Cavani, if he's playing and he's fit as well, unlike the previous game against Palace, I think United are going to be up for this. They have to have a reaction from that Palace game because that wasn't good enough. And I think we could get that today with this team. Maybe I'm being over-optimistic. Maybe I just don't want to think that United are going to lose to City. But I think United could get a result. I'm going to say tight 1-0 win to United. Hopefully we can maybe narrow that gap. I don't think United are going to chase City now. I think they're too far ahead. But maybe the odd point here and there might make their title win a little less harder than it's probably going to be at the minute.
Manchester Derby at the Etihad. We're up against a Man City side who are so in form, won 21 wins in a row. They're scoring goals left, right and centre, keeping clean sheets. If United are going to win this game, they need to do what they did last season. Play on the counter-attack, and that's how we exploit them. Besides that, I really have no confidence in that game. My score prediction, I'd take a 1-1 draw at best, but my heart says I like a smash and grab 1-0. Come on, United.
Okay, past the Stretford Paddock, this is Sam Spanner from the United Forever podcast, and this is my score prediction versus Manchester City. 2-0 to United. 2 own goals, 1 from Ruben Diaz and 1 from John Stones. And at the minute, after 3 goalless draws, well, the trolls are out to abuse Ollie some more. And I know this, Pepito Guardiola, he copied a quote from my good mate Andy Tate. He said, "That's the beauty of sport. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry. But our boys in red will give 100% until they die." So when we beat you, Guardiola, please don't cry. What we'll give you is some of Andy Tate's steak and kidney pie. Viva el Paddock!
Paddock match day, not cheer. We all mentioned 21 at some point this season, didn't we? Title 21 in 21, whether we were serious or not. But now, in yet another clash against that blue lot, we have 21 versus 21. Us who are unbeaten away versus City who are on 21 wins. Something has to give. But are we really just hoping for a draw in this? Not me. I'm United to the core, with like a tiny undercurrent of Paddock FC. Up the Paddock. And we both believe we can soak up their possession. We can hit them quick on the break and we can come away with the points. 21, we're going to win 2-1. And I'm going to be left wishing I was 21 again. Trust the young Notchster.
Yo, loads of predictions there from you guys. Thank you very much for getting involved. And if you're sitting there thinking, Mac, how do I get involved? I want to send my prediction in for the next game. Well, you can do just that by hitting up paddockmatchday@gmail.com, and hopefully we'll be seeing your face on our watch-along next time around. Anyway, let's keep this show moving along. We're not long now till we get that team news, till we hear from the lads. But before we do that, we also had a great Howson's brew this week as well. Go have a little taste of this. Lovely brew it is. Bit too sweet though.
And one of the things you mentioned, John, which people don't like to talk about on the video you did, was about the decisions that have gone against us. You know, the fact that there has been, because people don't like to talk about that, but it has been a thing.
Ongoing,
yeah, you know, we have had quite a few decisions recently that haven't gone our way, that were going our way. Things that, in retrospect, the Sheffield United game, for example, where it was actually stated we got that one wrong. Do you think that? And
people still say, can't moan about that.
Yeah, but why? Yeah.
At the same point, when they've admitted that they've done it wrong,
Yeah.
we can. Well, it's literally like black and white. There it is. Like, we're writing it down for you. We messed up.
Why do you think that is, right? Because when years ago, we'd be all over that as a fan base. That sense of injustice, that sense of the refs had us over, it's not fair. Now it seems like a lot of fans, a lot of our fan bases would dismiss that and just go, well, that doesn't matter. Like you just said then, we should have won anyway. Well, we should have beat Chelsea anyway. Well, why?
I think the fan base is fractured as fuck at the moment, and I think a lot of that's because, you know, I'm still in group chats with the lads that sit around me in the same block at Stretford End and stuff like that, but it ain't the same.
No.
And I said this the other day, like, I had to have a few days off, and, you know, I'm still going to be dipping in and out a little bit. I'm missing football because, and this isn't, don't make this a fucking, you know, if you're local and go to the game, you're better. I'm not saying that, and I've never said that, and it's not something I believe either. But for me, that the routine of the match day and the people that I speak to on a match day is part of my match day thing, and it has been for 31 fucking years.
So there you have it, and remember, you can get things like Howson's Brew, Macaulay and Howson Uncensored, all the different videos and podcasts that we do. You can get them in audio only. So if you're someone that's commuting, still going into work and all those kind of things, or is just someone that likes to listen to things at home during the day, then make sure you get on all the usual podcast platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Audio Boom, all that, and check us out, give us reviews, subscribe, all that stuff. You know you want to. Anyway, the game is nearly here, the team news is nearly here, the lads are, you can feel the tension in the building right now, and I've got to say, I'm not feeling any of that tension. Probably because I'm a little bit drunk maybe, but also because I've got a feeling United are going to win today. We are going to win today. So, stick your seatbelt on, kick back, get ready for a lovely drive. The lads are taking you through it all as United get 3 points at the Etihad. Fingers crossed. See you later.
Smith, Stretford Paddock, and we're off.
We're off.
This is the live watch-along for United's trip to the Etihad. Thanks to everyone who sent in a prediction. Joining me, as always, is my good friend and colleague who's just got the brews in as well.
Just got the brews in.
Right.
Sort us out.
Alex Baggers, settle something. Do you class coffee as a brew? Or is it only tea?
I'd always call tea a brew more. You know, I don't think I'd call it a brew, but a class as a brew.
It's good, yeah. It's often a discussion we have in the Motti household, as you can see.
You say
the hours fly by in our house.
Houseman's brew, I've got a brew. I'm like, well, you've got a coffee. But
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
that
what my
bothered
missus
by it.
says,
I'm not that bothered by it. I'm not offended by it. It's not like that balm thing the other week where I was getting, when that housing guy was calling it a muffin.
No.
That's it's not a muffin.
A chip balm, yeah. And any hot beverage, whether it's a coffee or a tea, is a brew, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're frowning at off camera, you little Ipswich muppet. Get involved in the comments. Let us know whether you think a brew is a tea or coffee, or even something a little bit more pressing, like United's trip to the Etihad. What you think the score's going to be? Team news isn't out, I don't think, yet.
It's not,
but it will be out in the next 14 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm not too excited about that because
apparently we've got no strikers.
No Cavani.
No Cavani.
Martial's on the late fitness test to get on the bench, not to start. Late fitness test just so he's allowed to play football today.
Yeah.
It's not looking.
It's not looking too great. Thankfully, though, and this is one thing that gives me a little bit of hope. City have only won 21 out of the last 21 games, so they're looking vulnerable. So maybe we'll get away with having no attackers or no strikers.
You know, it's not like they've conceded 17 goals this season, and I think they scored 5. Didn't they concede 5 in one game to
I mean,
Leicester?
John Stones and Diaz or something scored more goals than they've conceded or something stupid like that. So, we'll see. Nothing's confirmed yet. So, people in the comments say no Cavani, Mason down the middle. It looks like something like that may have to happen from the news we're getting, but nothing is confirmed as yet. As soon as it's confirmed, we'll let you know. Hit a like on the video as well, please, lads and lasses. Give us a like. There's 784 of you watching and only 129 likes, which is just, quite frankly, abysmal. And if you don't know, I'm just checking that. Nothing's changed. Liverpool are losing at home to Fulham.
It's great,
which, I mean, is that even news anymore? Liverpool losing at home.
And
then Fulham a break. Sorry if we're a little bit distracted here.
This is
We've got it on in the
it's
background.
a watch-along
Fulham,
before the watch-along. Square it.
Square it, lad.
Or go on your own.
No, it's miles wide. Sorry,
corner.
the lad from Fulham got a bit giddy there.
Giddy.
Did a bit of a counter and then tried to score the best goal he's ever scored. So yeah, the Scousers are losing. We'll keep you posted on that one if you care. Why not? It's relatively amusing, innit, if they keep losing. Do you remember when they were saying that their team was the best Premier League team ever?
And here's the thing: is they've all gone, well, we've had injuries. This isn't our best team. Last year was our best team. Yeah, but your best team should be able to deal with injuries.
Yeah.
Your best team should be able to do more than 18 months of good football and then sack it all off.
Yep.
Like, that shouldn't be the case.
No.
You weren't doing, like, the combined 11s with the best Premier League teams of all time, the 2008 United team. Who would he get in this? Is Trent the best fullback of all time been dropped today, by the way?
Dropped? Because of form?
Because of form. Mo Salah, the best winger of all. Like, calm down a little bit. Like,
this is the thing.
Funny,
like,
innit?
I was like, what baffles me is several things about that. Is I, as you were as well. In '99, I never watched the '99 team and thought to myself, is this team better than the 1961 Spurs team? Oh, is this team better than the 70s Arsenal team? I didn't care. That didn't bother me.
I want to win.
Yeah, I was
Everything.
enjoying watching my team win everything and play wonderful football. In 2008, I wasn't like, is this team better than Chelsea's 2005 team?
In the 2008, we weren't going, is this team better than 99?
No,
we were
we
just
didn't
going,
care.
what
It's just weird.
It's very odd. And he's just taken Wijnaldum off, who I think is one of their better players.
Yeah, people in the comments saying mentality monsters, ha ha ha. Let us know what you think the score's going to be today for the City game. Are you feeling confident?
No.
What are you saying off camera, you little weasel? 4-0 to who? Get out now.
So our one of our
we've just sacked someone live.
We've sacked someone.
Not Cam, by the way.
Not
That's
Cam.
not Cam.
Not Cam.
It's the
Cam also
Callum,
thinks we're going to lose.
From Ipswich. He
They
knows
both
less
think-
about football than
You can't sack them both, though.
anyone.
You can't sack them both, and
no.
they both think we're going to lose. So we've got a bit of problem.
Yeah,
here.
but at least I don't, you know.
How
what,
confident? The
I
thing
don't know.
is,
I was going to say at least Cam's got the decency to not smirk when he's saying it.
In the past few years,
Go on.
we've not been better than them, but I've always fancied us to win for some reason.
Well,
Like,
let's
last couple of
let's
seasons,
face
I've
facts.
fancied us to beat them.
When we went to the Etihad last season in the league, which seems like 10 years ago, Ollie was under pressure. He was under pressure. There was the 2 games, one, the Spurs with Jose coming back to Old Trafford, and it was Etihad away, Anfield on the brain. And people were saying if he loses both of those games, he's gone. And he won them both. But the Etihad one was just a masterclass in tactics for me.
Was
Dan James, Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford on the counter. Jesse Lingard. Fred had his best game in a red shirt. Your mate there on your T-shirt, McSauce, who obviously got the last goal in front of the fans, had a stormer. Even Pereira came on and took the best booking ever. Do you remember that?
I remember a tweet. Someone tweeted someone saying, "You've never celebrated a tackle, a foul," and I went, "Well, I have," and that was one of them. Because that.
If you don't remember, talk us through back and tell the viewers what happened.
Raheem Sterling was breaking probably 85 minutes, something like that. It was that sort of time. And have you seen that one from Wolfsburg yesterday, where the lad just goes, "I've got to take him out," and didn't just trip him or pull his shirt or anything. He just went class.
It was fun.
Bang,
I remember Ollie doing something like that to Rob Lee for Newcastle. He ran, but
all
Ollie did was he just tripped him up. You know it's a red card. You take it.
Pereira's put his full foot through Raheem Sterling, and I went, "That's mint." That he should have been sent. To be honest, it's probably a red.
Probably could have got a red because Sterling was going mad.
It's one of the best things Pereira did in that shirt.
I think it might be. I don't want to disparage the guy's career.
It's in his top 3.
But I think if you were to do a top 3 list of Andreas Pereira, even Manchester United moments, that's definitely up there. Get involved in the comments, guys. Give us tell you what, here's one for you. Give us your favourite Derby Day memories. Let us know anything. I mean, the Scotty McT goal is one of them. I'm guessing the Wayne Rooney overhead kick. I don't want to do your job for you. Tell us what you think.
My personal one, just for other reasons, but just for the goal of it, everything, was Scholes' header in 2010.
Oh, yes.
The Etihad.
That's the kiss, innit? Kiss gate.
That was just everything that, there was stuff went on, family stuff that day, and then I watched the derby, and then fucking Paul Scholes scores that. It was just like, wow. That was, because we were clinging on to Chelsea after losing Ronaldo the season before, and all that was, and everyone was just like, that's it, it's going to be over. City are going to cost us the title and all this. Scholes wins a header, which he shouldn't do, considering he was about 42 years old and he's this big. And
Gary Neville gave him a kiss. And who wouldn't have kissed Scholes that day?
No, you wouldn't.
United fan or player. Gary Neville did the right thing. To be honest with you, I'd have been doing tongues and everything. I was that happy. Don't give me enough. I don't know what you didn't look at that for. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Van Persie free kick. Someone saying the 3-2. Was it the 4-3? Wasn't it? 3-2. 3-2. Sorry, that was the last minute one, wasn't
it?
We
went 2-0 up and then.
And we were robbed. Ashley Young actually got a good goal that was chalked off, if you remember. Came back to 2-2, and then Robin Van Persie, last minute, Sammy Nasri as well. Remember him on the wall?
When he hid behind someone. And Joe Hart nearly killed him.
Yeah.
Joe Hart didn't
he move out of lane and sort of stick a foot out or something? He did something, didn't he? Where he just stuck his body
just
in the
line.
Stood there.
His knee.
Yeah. Always, Danny Sabbath. Do you know what, mate? This is up there. Rashford's first derby goal.
What a goal that
was. The winner at the Etihad. Teenage Marcus Rashford. City fans, right? Just a bit of context. City fans were claiming that Kelechi Iheanacho was better than him.
Madness. That was after. That was after that. It was ridiculous. It wasn't at the Etihad, but one of the 4-2 I think we won under Van Gaal, where I think Chris Smalling scored, Ashley Young scored, Fellaini scored.
That was at Old Trafford.
Old Trafford.
Marouane Fellaini, right? Marched Yaya Toure out of the game
that was
day.
Madness.
He had the best game I've ever seen him have.
And that was one of the best days, because I remember we got up. I was in the States. We got up at 7 in the morning because it was the Tyne-Wear derby at 7 in the morning there, and then at midday was the derby. So it was just a full day of it. It was tremendous. What have we got in the super
we've got Bust Insider says, not sure if I'm watching Arsenal or Scousers here. Neither. Dayton Scott says, whose record is going tonight? City's or United? Yeah, there's a couple of records here. United, I think, we 21 unbeaten away from home.
Yeah.
And City have won.
We've got 2 chances at keeping that one going.
Yeah, so we've got 2 chances, obviously, to keep that going. City have won 21 games on the spin. So I'm guessing that's what it is obviously what the Super Chat refers to. Thanks for your Super Chat, Dayton. Listen, I'm always nervous ahead of a derby. Even when United were winning titles and challenging for Champions Leagues and winning Champions Leagues, and City was scraping near the bottom of the table and getting relegated, I was still nervous. So I'm definitely nervous now, but colour me deluded, I still feel a little bit confident. I think we'll get a win. I do.
I don't know. It's the only thing I can think is that we've got the midfield starting to come back. McTominay's had a few more minutes in him. Fred's still. It's going to be probably Fred and McTominay today. They've had a little bit of rhythm between them and got playing again. Bruno's due another good game. He's looked tired. And then it's the front. I've just not seen goals in us the last few weeks, which is odd. It's just been a bit strange considering the start of the season. A lot of people, I put a tweet out saying, "How have we scored that many goals?" Because we don't look like we don't look like we scored that many goals. But how we've done that? But at the same time, we've scored 3 goals.
I didn't even. You know what?
12 times this season.
I didn't even clock. I didn't even clock.
I clocked.
Did you get it?
Yeah,
I just said busting.
I did. I did that, and I tried to gloss over it. But
do you know what? I'm slipping, man. It's my old age.
Callum's still not got it. Callum's still wondering what's going on.
Busting. Side or.
No,
you weren't listening. That's a ringing endorsement of our video, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
When even the producer's not watching.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
We've got 4 minutes till the...
Not says Lee Sharp in the FA Cup winner, referencing his favourite Derby Day moment. A couple of people, so I saw someone else saying Wayne Rooney. Someone else in terms of who should start. Arsham F says Bailly should start. Here's a good one from Chris Spriggs. Keane winning 93-94 season after 2-0 down. That was a fantastic result. I remember that as a kid. Someone asking me how my 10k went. I'm feeling it, mate. I'm feeling it. Thanks, that's Ross Murphy.
I think that I still think it's going to be Lindelof and Maguire today. I've got a feeling that...
Is that what you want to see or what you think it'll be?
I think Eric Bailly's played well, but I think that we're going to sit off him today and just kind of do that. And when he's done that, did at Anfield, even when Eric Bailly was fit, he's played Victor Lindelof, and I don't know. It's an odd decision because that record this season of us not doing well against the big 6 or the whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, those 6 teams, we haven't conceded a lot as well, and that kind of shows we have managed to shut these teams that are quite good out from scoring. We haven't threatened much, and we haven't done that, but we've not like Mourinho 0-0 at Anfield where we didn't touch the ball.
Yeah.
It's probably been 50-50 where both teams have kind of done the same. We've defended quite well in a lot of them games, and I think that Lindelof has done okay in a lot of those bigger games this season. I just think going forward, I think we've been, found out a little bit and just not managed to break teams down. But like I said, I just have a feeling it's going to be Lindelof and Maguire today. I'd like to see Eric Bailly play, but I just don't see it happening.
Was Liverpool just at the post?
It's all going on there.
Oh, Liverpool just at the bar. This is where here we go. Yeah. If you care, it's still 1-0 to Fulham at Anfield. No, I know where you're coming from. I think that for the reasons you've mentioned there, I think it will be Lindelof and Maguire. I like Eric Bailly. I'm just, can he play, like you said, 2 games in what is it, 4 days or 4 days, whatever. It's highly unlikely. Although we do know Lindelof has had some, I think he's had a little bit of
back problems.
Yep. Someone else, Amay Gakale says, how's the weight loss competition going, lads? You're the oracle on that one.
It's weird. I think Patterson's doing very well. Adam Patterson, producer for Stretford Paddock FC and all things Stephen House, and he looks to be doing well. Jay's kept his running going.
I've still got a bit of a sweet tooth though, me. That's my only thing I struggle with.
Joe's not as grumpy, so I think he's slacking on the diet a little bit.
Right, yeah, because he went a bit grumpy, Joe, didn't he? From
Steve's a wild card, because if Steve just puts any effort in whatsoever,
Steve's like that type of person who'll chop off his leg or something stupid to lose some weight to win the competition.
And I had some pizza last night.
Sorry. You can pronounce it Ume, Jay. Ume Gakale. I hope I'm getting... Forgive me if I'm getting your name, butchering your names. I do try my best. It's just sometimes my best isn't good enough. Guys, get involved in the comments as well. Let us know about the team, because we're going to hear it any second. We should have team updates any sec now. So if anyone hears it before we do,
keep on Twitter.
We are refreshing every app we've got going. To try and bring you the team news as soon as it drops. Like I said, there's been all these rumours circulating that Cavani's out, that Martial's only going to be fit for the bench, and it looks like we could have Mason Greenwood and Dan James and Rashford as the front three.
It wouldn't surprise me if he threw an extra midfielder in and just went for like Dan James
or something. Or sorry,
3-5-2
4-5-1 or something like that.
Having a diamond in midfield and play Marcus and Dan James and not have Greenwood at all.
One thing that sort of disappoints me, sorry I didn't mean to interrupt you, mate. Yeah. It came out earlier this week that I think it's Henry Winter who mentioned that Marcus Rashford's been carrying an injury. Now, I know we've had Henry Winter on the channel. He's quite close with Marcus. He does a lot of work with him. Marcus has been carrying his shoulder injury, needs surgery. Looks like he's going to have to wait until after the Euros to have it. But that is a concern, because I think you can see it in some of his performances as well. When he's knackered, when he's apparently struggling at times to challenge for balls and stuff. his shoulders inflamed after the game. I mean, it's not great. He went off against PSG with it, and it's not, it's not been fully dealt with. And now you've got the prospects of having Cavani and Martial out, and Marcus Rashford being even more.
I think this is
even more.
This kind of goes back to the start of the season. If we'd have signed some extra players up front, we would have had a chance to maybe do that. The team is out. This is the team for Manchester United. Dean Henderson in goal. It is Lindelof at the back. So Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Maguire and Luke Shaw. McFred in midfield. Dan James starts on the right. Fernandes at number 10. Marcus Rashford on the left. And Tony Marshall as the main striker. Tony Marshall
passes a fitness test.
Yeah, to get into the team. On the bench, Lee Grant, Bailly, Tellez, Williams, Twanzebe, Matic, Ahmad, Greenwood and Shaw Atire on the bench. A young bench, no Cavani in the squad altogether. No Donny van der Beek still. He's still not fit to travel, which I think we knew ahead of this game, but we'll go through that again. We've got Dean Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Shaw. Like I said, I was expecting Lindelof to be in the back four. Fred and McTominay in midfield. Dan James on the right. Fernandes at the number 10. Marcus Rashford on the left wing. And Tony Marshall, who is due a couple of goals today.
Yeah, I mean, Marshall's not having a great season, but let's face facts, if he turns up today and gets a couple of goals or a goal, and gets involved in a win, helps us win the game, all will be, more than forgiven. I'm sure everyone who's been critical of him will be,
Manchester City
changing their opinions. Yeah, go on, give us.
Let me have a quick look for that one. The Derby Day lineup. Ederson in goal, Cancelo, Diaz, Stones and Zinchenko, Rodrigo, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Sterling and Gabriel Jesus. On the bench for them, they have Stefan, Walker, Aguero, Laporte, Bernardo Silva, who I think has been playing pretty well for City. I'm surprised that he's not started today. Torres, Mendy, Fernandinho and Phil Foden. So they've got players on the bench there. Foden, Laporte, Aguero, Walker, Bernardo Silva. It's not a bad bench, really.
I mean, when you look at their bench and ours is better.
It does. I mean,
simple. Eh?
Have they got three youth prospects on the bench that can come on and change the game up front?
They've got the energy, the youthful exuberance that Manchester United do.
No, they've not.
Listen, there's only a bit of kidology. This isn't MUTV. We're not going to pretend that we're going to be up against it. You look at that bench, there's hundreds of millions of pounds worth of talent on the Manchester City bench. We know that City are flying, but I don't want to sound like a cliche here. It is a derby. We've seen it before, as me and Baggers were saying earlier. We had it last season. Everyone expected us to struggle, and we got a win at the Etihad. They were doing a lot better than we were then, and it's a similar sort of thing now. So one thing's for certain, though, if we do have any chance of winning today, we've got to be at the top of our game, haven't we? Every one of those players who you've mentioned playing for Manchester United has got to turn up today. We can't be sort of trying to scrape a win. I don't think it's going to work like that. I think you need the likes of Martial, the likes of Rashford in particular. Bruno's got to be on the top of his game. We're so reliant on Bruno Fernandes. Performance has tailed off a little bit with Bruno, do you feel? Where do you stand on that?
I think it's been a little playing the teams that are better. I think they've man-marked them out of the game. I think they've done well. I think that the whole team hasn't been playing well in these big games. I think that there's a bit of confusion at the back. I'm kind of hoping, I know it's going to sound absolutely mad, that we sit back a little bit today and go back to how we did when we beat them last season. Counter-attacking football, doing what United do well. Because, look, let's face facts, if we go out and try and play them off the park, say with McTominay and Fred in midfield, we're gonna struggle because they've got a better midfield than ours and they're going to absolutely dominate us. But I think that the best thing to do is sit back, do what we've done well in these games in the past, and you've got the pace of Dan James, you've got the pace of Rashford and Martial. They have to, again, I mentioned this on the preview, you cannot stand off them and let them get into this game because they've not conceded first in all these 21 games that they've won. They've gone on and scored early, they've scored first, they've not been behind. And if you let them do that again today, I think we're going to struggle. I think we have to come out the traps fast, press the likes of. They have got a couple of points where you go, he maybe not the best. Zinchenko isn't the best kind of player. If you get him on the ball, press him. Rodri's a very good player, but I don't think he's as good as Fernandinho is. So again, get in and around them nice and early, press them, try and nick the ball off them, and just worry them a little bit because they haven't been worried, they haven't been scared, and they've kind of got on that roll, which I think Liverpool kind of did last year, where everyone was so worried about them. They forgot that this team was conceded goals early on in the season and have not got at them. And I think that if United do that today, we've got a bit of a chance.
Yeah,
Get the first goal and get.
It's a funny one, isn't it? Because we have to walk a fine line between. You want to be confident. You want to back your team. Of course you do. Listen, you know, we are, you know, by and large pretty positive on here, and we try to be sort of. But you can't be deluded. You can't be like, oh, it's going to be easy, because you know what City are playing, the way they're playing. You know that we're missing a couple of key players as well. The fact, like mainly Edinson Cavani, I feel, who, if he's fit, probably does start for Manchester United nowadays, especially in the big games. So we're going to be up against it. But as you said, you know, we've been there before, and I think we can cause any team problems on our day.
I mean, this is similar to...
These aren't we haven't got a bad starting 11 there. Let's not kid ourselves. This isn't a poor Manchester United team. I know some people like to try and paint it like that, but it really isn't. You've got a lot of quality there. The likes of Fernandes, the likes of Marcus Rashford. Martial on his day, I know he's not having the greatest of season, but he's still a very talented footballer. And even defensively, you know, Luke Shaw, he's having one of his most productive seasons ever, I think, in terms of assists as well. He's right up there if people care about stats and things. Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, people give him a lot of stick, but most of the problems we've had of late haven't been keeping clean sheets. We can, you know, we've been dropping clean sheets out of our asses.
I mean, this is
scoring.
This is potentially a stronger team than we had. We faced them. It's nearly exactly a year ago. It's the 8th. What day? 7th today. Tomorrow's the 8th of March, which is exactly a year since we were last
ago.
And the team that day is very similar. Similar back four, but we went similar players in the back four. We went with a back three with Brandon Williams playing left wing back, and Matic was in there as well over McTominay. But it's a very, very, very similar team. And look, this is what's happened: is they've improved on last season. You know, they've strengthened their squad. Their centre halves last season were Otamendi and Fernandinho.
Yeah,
they've managed to get Stones back in the team and put Diaz in there, and we just haven't. You know, we've not strengthened our first 11. Whereas you look at their lineup from last year, they have, and even on the bench, they have players like Eric Garcia, who's no longer involved for them. David Silva, who's obviously left. They've strengthened their bench and their starting 11. Whereas for us, it's a similar team to what we had last year, if not better, you know, than last year. Maybe we've not got the players on the bench due to injuries at the minute, but you know.
Sorry, we've got the Liverpool game on in the background there. Fulham 1-0 up at Anfield.
Yeah.
Fulham had a good chance to break there, and the lad sort of ran into trouble a little bit or turned the wrong way. We'll keep you posted if that changed or if that. If you know whatever happens with that, if anyone cares. I mean, it's always good to laugh at Liverpool if they're losing.
It's even better. 6 in a row would be well funny.
I know, 6 defeats, you know, that's unheard of. I think they're already in the record for the most ever league defeats they've had on the spin, or most defeats on the spin. So they're actually trying to break their own record, which is amazing, considering that people were saying that this Liverpool 2020 team was the greatest Premier League team of all time, and now it's the worst. I think in terms of losses at home, it's the worst team in England. At the minute. So not only is it not the greatest Premier League team of all time, it's actually the worst team in England.
They've only lost Van Dijk.
Is pretty amazing. Don't forget as well, we lost Jaap Stam in 2001 and we still won the league. So don't give me that.
Exactly.
Unholy Beach GXD has asked, score prediction, boys. What's your score prediction, Alex Bagley?
1-0 United.
1-0 United. Go on. I like
Dan James goal.
Dan James. Hey. The Welsh wonder kid.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, get involved in the comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know what your score predictions are. Whether you think Manchester United are going to win, whether you think they're not. Let us know what the scores you think will be. Bartek Breski says a scrappy 1-0 to United. He agrees with you, baggers.
Yep.
I'm going to go with.
Go on. What are we thinking?
I said what I said on the preview. I can't remember what I said. I don't even know if I gave a score.
4-0 or something like that.
Yeah, I think I just mess about me on them previews, don't I? Dylan Davis Tirado says 3-2 to United. I'm going to go with that. Yeah. Michael Ward says Tony hat-trick.
I'd love it.
I'd love it if Andy Martial had 7 Premier League goals and 3 of them were against Manchester City. That would be amazing. I don't care how we win. I don't care if it's a 95th minute VAR-inspired penalty.
Yeah.
I just, you know...
Looking at it again.
Just a win. Be honest now, baggers. Just between me and you, we won't tell anyone else. Would you take a draw?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I think at this moment, I think that everyone, if we've drew this game 0-0, drew this game 0-0, drew this game 0-0,
drawed it.
Everyone would kick off. That's 4 0-0s in a row and all this kind of stuff. But playing a very, very good team at the minute that have lost a lot of games, won a lot of games in a row. That's Joe McGrath there.
Joe McGrath's here. He'll be joining us on the Watchalong later. Hey? The infamous. Hey? Nude, yeah. He's going to be taking his little clothes off. He's going to be doing a bit of a strip thing. Every time there's a throw-in, he'll take an item of clothing off. We've just lost all our viewers. Oh yeah, people keep asking, right? We're not sponsored by Costa Coffee, and we do like.
If they'd like to reach out, though.
We're like, yeah.
If anyone would like to reach out,
are available.
The email address
preferably
is...
ones that pay taxes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Baggers went and got his annual rounding, so we didn't want to miss out.
Callum owes me about 300 quid worth of coffee now.
Sean Quinn says Fred to score from the halfway line. Are you kidding here, Sean?
No.
Is that really a prediction, or are you
Again,
just messing about?
I would love to see Fred score, but I also would hate it as well.
Ian Pilkinson says, where can I get that Scotty shirt that Baggers is...
Stretfordpaddock.bigcartel.com. Link will be in the description.
Cam, can you put a link in the chat, mate?
We'll
just
put
for
the
a
link
couple
in
of
the
people
chat
asking about for the merchandise.
In the chat. In the chat.
Come on, just do what they say.
Well, argue.
Everyone's arguing behind there. It's all going on. Positive spirits.
Yeah, we'll put a link in the chat there for the merchandise, so
Yep.
there you can see it's just popping up.
Yep.
We've got the Scott McSauce t-shirt and a few others as well, a few other bits and pieces that we're selling. If you're not doing a so as well, check out the members section as well.
You get a discount if you're in the members section.
Yeah, you get a discount as well, so make sure you have a look at that. Who do you think is going to win, says Erin Yeager. Yeah, you said that you think it's going to be 1-0. I said it's going to be 3-2. Let us know your predictions, guys. Get involved in the comments. Let us know what you think the score is going to be. We've had a few predictions. Prashat Bayrakreya, probably butchers your name, apologies, says 4-0 to Manchester United.
Lovely confidence.
He's obviously started drinking early. Fair play to the guy.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it will be. Stranger things have happened. Jamie Stubbs says 3-1 United. Sam Jaber says 2-0. Maguire and McSauce to score. Wouldn't it be great if Maguire scored today?
It would be very good.
Hey, do you know what I mean? A header from Harry Maguire. He's due one, isn't he?
He's due. I'm worried about today, Jay.
You worried?
Yeah.
Don't be worried.
I'm very.
Yomi Nelson says, is Cavani hurt? Yes, he is. He's
Gotta
injured. So he's not in the squad, which is a little bit concerning, isn't it, Baggers? Because he's not. I mean, I won't call him injury prone, but he's missed a few games, hasn't he?
He's not really.
I mean, it didn't help he got banned for Instagram posts, didn't it?
No, when he was
from that.
Yeah.
But he's also missed a few.
He's not really got going, has he? He's not really had a good run in the team where he started a lot of games. He's kind of come on and done a few bits here and there, but he's not really had a run in the team where he's done 3 or 4 games in a row, which is a bit of a worry. So it is. Again, what were you expecting?
But the thing is, like, you buy a 34-year-old or someone who turned 34 after you got him, who is a free agent, who has, I wouldn't say he's had injury problems, but he has missed a few games over the last few years. And he's coming into the cut and thrust of the Premier League.
Yeah.
And then you become reliant on him. He's not a sub. He's not a squad player. He's your starting number 9. Like you just said there, what do you expect? He's gonna suffer injuries. He's gonna, he played against Crystal Palace, and I remember we was on the watch along with Macca, and McCall was going mad when Cavani came off. And I don't know if that was an injury or whatever, but part of the sort of argument Joe was making was he's not played any football, and I think it was 70 minutes in when he took him off. He's going to be feeling it.
My mate just said Klopp must be close to the sack.
Right.
Do you reckon it's close?
No.
Gerrard just won the title at Rangers. Done.
I mean, I do think
swap.
Gerrard will end up managing Liverpool one day. And I hope it is next season. I hope they do sack Klopp and bring Gerrard in, because I think that would be a massive mistake. I think, he ended their 30-year wait. I don't need to go onto his CV, but obviously he's had some success over the last 2 years there. But if they want to get rid of him for Stevie G, then yeah, I'm all about it. Wouldn't it be great if Stevie G could cost them even more Premier League titles? Fantastic. Yeah, give him the job today.
Yep.
Do get involved in the comments. Do hit like as well. We've got 1,700 people watching and only 345 likes. Come on.
Let's get to 1,000 before you see Joe McGrath's face.
That's great. Yeah, let's get to 1,000 before kick-off. Good, we love our targets. Hit that like button. Mark F says, I'm worried about the bench or lack of. Alex, I need to call you Anthony then. Alex Baggage, do you want to go through the squad again? Through the team and the bench for Manchester United Football
Club. I'll have a quick look at it for you right now. Let's have a quick look for you. Manchester United. It is on the screen right there. Look at that. You can see it there. So, start 11. Dean Henderson in goal. Obviously, De Gea being sent to Spain. Cameron's then cover it up for me.
Sent to Spain?
Sent to Spain to spend time with his wife
naughty.
after.
You will go to Spain.
You will go to
and spend time with your wife who's just had a baby.
So
and think about what you've done.
Yes, exactly. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor of Lindelof, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw is the back 4. Fred and McTominay is the midfield 2. Dan James, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford And Anthony Martial passes what seems to be a late fitness test to make it into the starting 11. On the bench, Lee Grant's on the bench.
Yes.
Lee Grant, Eric Bailly.
Good to see the Baldies are represented there.
Alex Tellez, Twanzebe, Williams, Matic, Ahmad Greenwood and Shoretire. All of our forwards on the bench.
Sorry.
All of our forwards on the bench are under the age of 20.
That's how we do things at United. Children. Let the kids have a go. Kids are all right. Yeah, none of this, you multi-million pound stars.
No.
Someone was asking here, I've lost it now, which is really helpful. Boys, what are the Paddock Surfshark details? I'm working in Bahrain and Sky is blocked.
I can have a look for you.
Alex Baggers is going to have a look, because if you don't know about Surfshark, it's like VPN in it and all that jazz, so it lets you watch channels from abroad or from England, and you can watch different channels, and basically you can set up where your location is. And I think Alex Baggers has got a code.
I'll find it here
for Surfshark. So, is it in the description?
No, that's where.
Right,
don't
okay.
worry, that's where I'm going.
Right, all right, yeah. Baggers
it is.
Don't worry about it.
Let's have a quick look.
My God.
You can go on surfshark.deals/paddock. There you go.
There you go. Have a look at that.
Go on to, if you want to just click a link, go on to the Paddock podcast from the 1st of March. That's when you'll find it. So Paddock podcast, Adam McCullough's there. It's the ones about referees because, you know, they've been good at the minute, haven't they? So one about referees, click on that one. The link's in there. Have a click on that and you can get the Surfshark stuff.
Ame Gakali says, imagine City gets a red in the first 5 minutes and then we proceed to TWAT them 3-0.
It'd be fantastic.
Imagine. Yeah, imagine that.
I think we're going to need something.
David Rush says, would have started by Andy Diallo. I would not have started Ahmad Diallo in this game.
There's one thing about, I mean, Marcus Rashford kind of got forced into the team that ended up, but he played 2 games before he started in the 2 or 3 games before he started in the derby. Mitro,
to be honest with you, he
wasn't
went
like,
for the wrong option there, Mitrovic.
He did.
Sorry, I'm totally distracted.
We are
because
distracted.
The Scousers
It's
are
so
on,
funny,
on the course for their 6th straight league home defeat. Is that right? Have we got that the right way round?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting the nod there. Which I know this is
you
know, Liverpool TV. If it was Liverpool TV, then I'd have to punch myself in the face. But
I'm not.
We are keeping you abreast of what's going on.
I don't think Diallo's the man. I mean, look,
he's not the man.
He's not the man to start.
Ahmad Diallo's played about 80 minutes of professional football, so I don't think putting him in, like even though I like the kid, in the derby against a team that's just won 20 on the spin, is perhaps the right way to nurture his talent, shall we say. You know, I'm all for giving youngsters debuts and showing what they're about, and obviously the very foundations of Manchester United from Busby onwards are built on that, but I think that might be a stretch of asking someone to play, you know,
He's just got there. And the
Bailly
thing, again,
professional games
the Eric Bailly
thing,
City. I think that Lindelof has looked poor against the smaller teams this year, and it's probably going to bite me by saying this, but against your Liverpools, your Cities and all that kind of stuff all the way through this season, Victor Lindelof has played very, very well in those games. He played a good game against Chelsea the other day as well. Mate, and I think that the other thing is range of passing. We're going to be on the counter-attack. We're going to have to hit him on the break, playing a few balls over the top with the pace we've got. I think that Lindelof's got that in him. I think he's a little bit better than Eric Bailly is in terms of that. City aren't going to beat us today by putting 1,400 crosses in. That's not the way they play.
No.
And Lindelof reads the game very well. I'm not too worried about that in there. Lemina, were we linked with Lemina from? Was it Southampton?
No, like Lemina, right? Isn't he the guy that didn't he tweet something about a post on Instagram about coming to United?
No, that was it. Someone made a montage of him saying "Welcome to Manchester United" and he tweeted
it.
He's now just got in the Fulham team for the first time this year.
I like that because if I was linked with United, I'd do the same.
Yeah,
I'd be like, yeah, I love United, mate. Look, here's what I'm about. Yeah, tag Ollie in it. But yeah, he's not quite got to Manchester United. He's playing for Fulham instead. But he's doing very well at the minute. Oh, what are you doing? Oh no!
Don't let them score. Don't let them.
Sorry, I know this doesn't make great.
Sorry, it's not great viewing, but it's well funny. This
me and Baggers
laughing at Liverpool. We can do that.
Oh, do you know what? He's done me here, this kid.
Go on.
In the
What's
super
he
chat.
said?
Right, because this is a name I always struggle with, and when we played Chelsea, it was embarrassing. Cesar say it for me, Cam. Help me out.
Cesar Azpilicueta.
Cesar Azpilicueta.
Azpilicueta.
Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta.
Hey,
Cesar Azpilicueta. Yeah, man.
That's not even a hard name.
I'm so sorry, right? Because I hate it. I hate being proper like England is for English. because I can't even pronounce a foreign name. It's ridiculous, and I hate it, and I hate myself for it. And I do apologise. I'm just very, very stupid. So he just said that. He said he bought a super chat. He said, just tipping so Jay has to say my name, lol. Well, we got there in the end, thanks to our resident Chelsea fan behind the scenes, Cam. Yeah. And apologies to everyone who I do read out your super chat or your comments and I get your name wrong because I hate myself for it. Yeah, Jay, that's quality. Thank you. Thanks, guys. It's the small battles, Jay. Well done. Feeling the love in the comments. Nick M says, try Phil Jones, Jay. Can never pronounce that one. I'm always struggling with that one. Martial. Someone saying needs to have the game of his life. I don't know about that, but he needs to have a good game today, doesn't he?
He needs to put a shift in. That's the main thing.
If we've got any chance of...
Oh,
red card! That's got he's just clotheslined him when he's away.
It's a yellow.
Oh.
He's only given yellow.
Sorry, I'm so distracted here, and I get that you've come here to talk about the derby, and I'm screaming at the telly because the Scousers are on. And I apologise.
Look, just to be fair, look, this might be as happy as we get today.
That's a red for me. That is a red. How's he give a yellow there? Right, Naby Keita, Fulham have broke on a counter. It's 1-0 up Fulham, and Naby Keita has just clotheslined. He's not even clotheslined, he elbowed him in the jaw, and they got a yellow. I thought that was a red.
Anyway,
hence the reason I screamed red card at the camera at the top of my voice.
Yeah, Martial does need a good game. We'll go back to that.
Oh yeah, United are playing City, aren't they? Yeah, Martial does need a good game. Not just for him, but obviously we need him. We are not going to win today with 10 players turning up. When we beat City at the Etihad last season, everyone I felt had a good game. I was there. Sorry, I did the post-match reaction because Maka was away, and I remember apologising to a few players who had
that was I think that was when you first met Adam Patterson.
Yes, I did. that was right on when we were Full-Time Devils. That was my favourite video I ever did on Full-Time Devils. Did quite a few, including a couple of times at the Etihad. But to be in amongst the fans after that win, when there'd been so much pressure on Ole, people had been predicting that we were going to get battered. It was going to be a 4 or 5-0 for United to get the win and a deserved win as well. It wasn't quite the sort of smash and grab that perhaps people thought it was. We got our tactics spot on. Everyone played the part. I thought Fred was fantastic. Dan James played really well. And I thought, just being there in amongst the fans, Adam Patterson, everyone else jumping about, chanting, singing. It's just what being a fan is all about. And, first and foremost, on this channel and on Devils, we are football fans. And that's what we care about. We're United fans. And it was great. And I'd love to see that again today. It's just a shame that fans can't be there, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
I mean, the last time fans were in the ground, though...
We beat them 2-0.
We beat them 2-0.
Exactly a year ago.
So, and I actually think that games without fans shouldn't count. That's just my opinion. I don't think the season should matter or count when there's no fans there, so I think,
Apart from when Liverpool play at Anfield.
Apart from when Liverpool play at Anfield this season, then it counts. Because I think any second now, Liverpool, no. Blow your whistle.
That's it. No, he's given a foul.
Oh, look at him here now. I mean,
do it, yellow card.
55th minute, or 95th minute even. 55th minute, my head's gone. Head's gone. 95th minute, and it was 4 minutes.
He played it short.
And it's there, that's it?
No. It's all going on. Giving them a chance. Why not? Madness.
This is disgraceful, this.
It's for them to get a draw.
This is outrage. This is all, right, it's over 90 seconds over the 4 minutes at Anfield of added time. And he's just he's doing his best to...
Oh, good clearance, lad.
That's got to be like, it's 2 minutes over. Giving a call. And now he's giving it, he's just letting them get away with murder here. They're giving him 2 minutes extra.
I've been spoiled here because I've just seen Stephen Howson's tweeted something.
What's he tweeted?
Scott Parker.
What?
In his little thread here of...
yeah, but the final whistle hasn't gone yet, so I don't know why he's doing that.
Well,
this is on Sky Go, isn't it?
This is on... It's got to be. That's it. That's it. Oh, dear.
You know what? They said it was the greatest team ever, the greatest Premier League team ever. They said it was better than the 08 United team, better than the 99 team. And they just lost their 6th home game on the spin. Absolutely pathetic.
Is it because, though, Jay, look, hear me out, their banners in this thing have red on them, and they play in red, and apparently it's blending in. That's what someone on a radio show said this week. I think they're just blending it, and they end up
means more.
It means more. Oh, how fun is this? Scott Parker in a tremendous jacket.
What is going on? How can you 6-0 on a spin? Absolutely pathetic. Oh my god, that is amazing. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm buzzing until kick-off at United, and then that'll be a different story. But yeah, you can call me sad, and what are you celebrating Liverpool losing for? Because they're our main rivals, and it's hilarious. That's why. And long may it continue. At this rate, they may never win at home again. Who knows? Think of the hours of entertainment we'll now have from Liverpool fans on Twitter. That's a good point, yeah. I'm looking forward to all the excuses there. I actually hope they start wanting Klopp to go and they get Stevie G in, because that'll be even better. We are going to go over soon, aren't we? To myself and the two Joes.
Yeah.
Joe McGrath and Joe Smith with us.
Today, will we? With them two.
Yeah, it's going to be carnage with them two, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. The funny guys. No, do you know what, though?
Joe's got a very nice shirt on.
They're quite professional, aren't they, Joe and Joe? Because they're quite like radio friendly.
Okay, they are radio friendly. Joe's
Did I tell you about the time when they did the radio show and I was sat in my car? The chippy, and I heard him messing about with buttons in the studio.
Yeah.
In the middle of a song.
In the middle of a song, and just
They used to record in the radio studio.
What does this button
whilst
do?
the radio was going out.
What does this button do?
I think it was XS. Let us use their studio because Joey weren't there. And next thing I can hear, when I was just getting a chippy, sat in the car in the middle of the Arctic Monkeys, I can hear someone saying, "What's this button do?"
Hang on, are we live?
Are we live? Oh.
Yes, we are live.
Yes. Hey.
Across Manchester.
So hopefully we'll see the same sort of professionalism today.
Of course.
Nick McLeod in the sorry, my head's gone wide.
How fun is this, man? You're just laughing. 6 in a row at home. They went 73 in a row.
So what? In the chat, plug and plop. It's not even funny anymore.
It's gone.
It's so base. Nick McLeod in the super chat says, Ahmad score win. I'll don 100. If not, Jay, shave your hair. All right, yeah. I'll shave my hair. I'm sorry. Carl Fenton says, drop my beer laughing at Liverpool.
Wait. That has to come out.
Inject that into me. Scott Patterson is that. Scott the Red. Get that on Paddock.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Listen, I'm not. You know what? I'm not even
should
apologising.
Be serious today because Manchester United.
Listen, I'm a kid of the '80s. Me, I grew up with them winning everything and ramming it down our throats. And then Fergie said he'd knock them off their perch, and he did do. And then they win the first time in 30 years and think they've got the greatest Premier League team ever, and start giving it all out, and we have to listen to a load of drivel and all the media just licking their asses constantly. And then what happens? They get one injury and lose 6 on the bounce at home. Pathetic. Anyway, enough about them. Because this is a Manchester United versus Manchester City, or Manchester City versus Manchester United discussion. Danny Gray says, don't apologise, Jay. Thank you. Can we have some more likes on the video, please? Got over 2,000 people watching, 2,200 people watching. We wanted 1,000 likes before we went over to the other guys.
You're not allowed to see Joe McGrath until we got 1,000 likes. It's simple.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
If you get 1,000 likes, Joe will put his clothes back on. That's a promise. Debbie Elder says, United are about to get...
Shh, don't worry about that.
I don't know.
Let's just milk Liverpool losing for a little bit longer.
Yes. Wayne Fliss says, bet Souness blames Pogba. Probably will, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's probably Paul Pogba's fault.
How dare he not be there today?
James says, I can't watch a Paddock vid without smashing the like button. That's it. Don't just hit the like button. Smash it. Give us a smashing like button. You know, like Richard Keys. Did you smash it?
He said it.
Honest question, says Mr. Wild Times. What the hell's going on with Liverpool? Is there something internal going on that's causing this form? Surely it can't be just about injuries. No, it's the shit at football. That's what's going on.
Steve House on a good video on this. Maybe something around them, some sort of supplements they were taking these last 3 years, and it's kind of tailed off. A lot of muscle injuries afterwards. It tends to happen when you kind of tail off these things, and it's a cycle. And also with Klopp, either they've been really good... He's good.
Ed's gone.
Everyone's just giggling. That's it. Done.
Oh god, that.
Oh dear.
It's started nonsense in the comments, but I'm like, it's just making me laugh.
Dear.
Yeah. Someone else is saying Klopp did this at Dortmund. Yeah, it's a good point. I think they were scrapping nearly relegation zone. I think they finished 7th in his last season.
So to be fair, so they've done well. To be fair, haven't they?
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, enough about that. Let us know in the comments what you think about the team. Before we throw over, Baggers, just want to go through the Manchester United and Manchester City teams one last time before we go over to Joe and myself.
Manchester United starting 11, Dean Henderson in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw. Fred and McTominay in midfield. We've got Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Dan James and Anthony Martial who starts. We then have for Manchester of City. Their starting lineup: Edison in goal, Cancelo at right back, Ruben Diaz, Stones and Zinchenko at left back. Midfield three of Rodri, De Bruyne and Gundogan, and their front three: Mahrez, Jesus and Raheem Sterling. That's their team. That's the United team right there. That's the bench there.
Right, we're going to throw over to the two Joes and myself. I'll be joining them in a minute. They'll be taking you through, will be taking you through the sort of the pre-match build-up and obviously the watch-along for Manchester United's trip to the Etihad. That's been Alex Baggers. He'll be back later on as well. Half-time with that boy Ronaldo Brown. And if you like the t-shirt he's wearing, you can check out that on the link in the description as well on our merchandise page. Over to the guys.
Like this. Go on, keep going. I'm back. Yeah, I'm just a bit spooked, basically. That's the headline news from me. I don't know why. I know Dan James has been performing well recently. He's had nice moments in games, and he's bagged a couple. Is he up there to play against Manchester City and a Manchester City defence? As good as this defence is, as good as we know this defence is, I don't know.
I don't believe that they are that good.
I don't say stuff like this.
No, I'm not saying that we are, or that we're the team to beat them, but I just think, right, we saw them at the start of this season.
Yeah.
You can't pretend those first 10 games, 15 games didn't happen. You weren't that good then, and all of a sudden we've snapped our fingers and the same team that we're getting less points than United for 20 games is all of a sudden the best team ever. I think that they've played, in the Cups they've had really lovely draws, which has meant that they can cruise through the Champions League, they can cruise through the other Cups without too much hassle. And then now, we're all meant to go, they're the best team ever because they've won 21 in a row, which, 21 in a row is good.
Yeah.
But, they weren't that good before. How can they just become that good overnight and act like we're meant to not notice?
Yeah, I know what you mean in a way, but if you listen to what Pep, I don't know if you heard the Pep and Rio Ferdinand chat, there was a bit of discussion there about Man City really missing one, Mr. David Silva. So that was their kind of excuse for the start of the season. I don't know what that means about the defence. We'll see. Do we end the run today? Do we get...
Well, you look at the teams who are meant to be putting up a fight against this Manchester City side. Obviously, the first one that springs to mind, the one that should be doing this job, is Liverpool.
Yeah.
We've just seen them lose their sixth home game in a row. And in the middle of that, they've also lost to United in the FA Cup. They drew with United as well. They've been dropping points like nobody's business. So there's been no title defence by Liverpool in any way whatsoever.
No.
So in terms of taking points or putting pressure even on this Manchester City team, Liverpool haven't been there to do it. Tottenham have been shite mostly. Arsenal, who I don't even know why they pop into my head as a team that could hurt City because they're a mid-table team.
Yeah, get the draw against Burnley.
Chelsea have been up and down as well. Man United are the only ones who have been putting up a fight. And any one of us would have said before the season, we're at least a season or two away from being able to challenge. And now it's like, United are letting City run away with it. Well, I don't think they're that good. I just think everyone else is shit.
So is the team that's out today as good enough to beat the team that City are going to put out? Is it going to end 21 runs?
I'm not saying it's going to end 21 runs. I'm not saying it's going to end it because they are good. They are a very good team. But people are so fast to talk about record breaking this, fucking whatever that. Record breaking fuck all is what it is. Real Madrid have got the record for most games won in a row. Man City haven't. They've been top for about 6 weeks and they're acting as though, can you believe how good this team is? We weren't that good last year when you gave Liverpool
There's a lot of hate in your eyes today, Joe. There's a lot of hate in your eyes.
Because what it boils down to is social media has meant that everything that's happening at any one given time has to be the most important thing ever. So when Liverpool last season and all the pundits got sucked into it, as you were saying before, Jay, everyone gets sucked into this thing. Liverpool are really good, so they must be the best ever. Man City are really good, so they must be the best ever. We're like, let's look at all the factors here. They're not the best ever. They're a good team, and we might well lose to them. But all this shit of there's no one who can stop them. Yeah, because all the teams that were meant to stop them have fucked off. And we've got to put up a fight when we're not ready to yet.
We're not ready.
No, well, not really. Come on.
Sorry, I had to deck out there. Someone ran for you.
There was a lot going on, wasn't there? Is everything all right? Are we all okay?
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, it's fine. Sorry, I just had to go and have a sit down and a glass of water because I was laughing hysterically
At Liverpool
what I've just
losing
seen
to
at
Fulham.
Anfield.
Yeah, we just go off the bounce of that.
The greatest team in the history of the Premier League, trademarked, have just lost their 6th straight home league game. Pathetic. Joe's here anyway. I've not done my proper hello to you, Joe.
It's good
what
to see
have you been up to?
Jay.
I've not seen you for ages.
Jay, I've been working on some new projects. I've been eating too much food, aka chicken wings, which I know people watch the stream know I like to eat. And I've been doing a new podcast as well, which I'll talk about later on when you allow me, when we're probably 2-0 down to Man City in the 80th minute. But anyway, how are you, Jay?
You could have spoke about it then. It's
no,
like
21st century football. Please go in 21st
we haven't
century
got like
football.
segmented times. You can talk about whatever you feel.
Type it in.
Feel the need to.
Type it in.
You produce about 6 podcasts a week, you do.
No,
All
you're
of
such
them are
a
above
busy
average
little
as well.
Bastard. You what?
All of them are above average as well.
Nah, some of them are right.
All of them are... What are you doing?
How come yours can get taller? I'm here like
'Cause I've got a
hunchback. Like
different
that going,
mic-
right,
I've got a
boys,
different
how we
mic
going?
stand.
I wonder what you were doing. I wonder why is he sat there like
I get told off for not speaking into the microphone. It's because the microphone's down here.
Yeah.
Can I get a larger one?
No, there's
got
no
a
large one. This is the only large one, and I've got it.
Bet you hear that a lot, don't you?
What about some books?
You don't read books.
I do read books.
Hey, he's been reading books.
I read books. Last book I read, it was
Gulliver's Island.
No. What was the one where it turned into a film?
Oh, you read
The
it?
Gruffalo.
Oh, every book.
The Gruffalo.
Oh, every
Harry
book.
Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
I know the one. They turned it into a film.
Gone Girl.
You mean
Gone
every
Girl.
book for the
Gone
last
Girl.
200 years?
Gone Girl.
Was the book any good? Because I thought the film was
Oh,
drivel.
the book's unbelievable.
Oh, what is it?
Great book. Yeah, last
Have you seen the film?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought the film was all right.
What?
I didn't mind it.
Oh, she's pregnant. She's trying to ruin my life, but because she's pregnant, I'll stay with her. Sorry for the plot spoiler, by the way.
Anyway, oh.
Well, what else do you
Oh,
want?
look, we're all there.
Should we have a look at Man United's team then? Because this is the team that's going to beat Manchester City's run, isn't it? So, going into the
Oh,
team.
putting your microphone on David Beckham's face. Should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry,
The
Joe.
other thing's his face.
You continue.
What do we think of this team then, Joe? Talk me through it. What we're saying?
What I'm saying, first of all, is I'm a tiny bit spooked by Lindelof and Maguire. That partnership has never really, for me, clicked in the big games. And I think City's attack is great, and they find exploits in that. And when we make it quite easy for them, I just don't think the strength there is their communication, Maguire and Lindelof. I've never seen an extremely comfortable game against the big sides with them two of you.
Well, I don't know, because
comfortable. Like when you had
it
like
was
a
them
Vidic
two that
and
played
Fernand,
against
you were
Liverpool, wasn't it?
comfortable.
Do you know the 0-0 against Liverpool?
Yeah.
It was them two in that game, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we've just seen Liverpool side who got beat 1-0 to Fulham, like Liverpool.
But that wasn't against United, though, was it?
No, what I'm saying is, all right, 0-0, well done. Right, you got me.
Well, I'm not
got
saying
me,
they're
right,
great.
you got me, yeah, you're
I
great,
agree
you're
with
great.
you. I don't think they're the best centre-back partnership in the world either. I don't know. I just think I don't know. Every time we lose a game, everyone wants to just sack everyone. And everyone needs replacing.
The
We've conceded
emotions
a goal. Get rid of all the centre-backs. Get rid of all the midfielders. Get rid of all the attackers. It's
The emotions in your
I'm
eyes.
fuming today. I'm pissed off.
The emotions in Joe's eyes I've seen of the first 10 minutes of this stream. There's been anger. There's been passion.
I'm on
there's
drugs.
been love.
I'm not on drugs. Right, so that front four then.
I'm on drugs.
What are you looking at?
This is just typical shit, this, isn't it?
What?
It just winds me
Talk us through what's happening and why you're mad and what you're on about.
This is the maddest
Just
start to
typical
it.
shit,
I've done
this,
a
isn't
lot
it?
of live streams with you. These are the maddest. This is the
Because,
maddest start to a live
United
stream.
and
I've
City
had.
rivalry they're talking about, yeah? All right, United and City rivalry, Premier League rivalry. Yeah, do you want to talk about Premier League rivalry, like all the times we've beaten them, like throughout the years? No, let's start it in 2012. Let's start it from there because, the Premier League and United and City rivalry only started 9 years ago when City started winning. It's ridiculous. Sorry, carry on.
What do you make of United's front four, Jay?
I love it. I think we'll win.
Oh, that's spooky. What?
Brilliant.
Am I right?
I'm sorry. I do.
Why
I
do you
think
like
we'll win
it?
because, for starters, right, Dan James is probably playing the best football of his career. Yeah? He is. He had a great game at the Etihad last season.
Yeah.
He's playing well for Manchester United. I'm not a massive Dan James fan, but if he plays well, I'll say he plays well. I've not got an agenda.
Yeah.
And he has been playing well. Bruno Fernandes, I think people have pointed out that he's not been playing as well of late or as well against some of the bigger teams.
Yeah.
that doesn't happen very often with Bruno. Sooner or later he's going to start performing again, and I think he'll be well up for this one. Marcus Rashford, I've waxed lyrical about Marcus Rashford almost every time we've been on camera. Love him, and I think he'll be well up for this as a Manchester United fan. Someone that you could see the pain in his eyes when City beat us last time when he was doing the post-match interview. So, yeah, I think he can cause them all sorts of problems. Scotty McTotti.
What is he, from Balamory?
Yeah, just what I call it.
What is that, a totty cake?
There's a slight concern there with McTominay and Fred. They've sort of struggled this season a little bit in terms of results, but I think they'll be all right. I think City's midfield, you have to go with sort of 2 holding midfielders. Matic's legs probably aren't up for it, so I get why he's going out, and I think we can do a job on him. Fred was outstanding at the Etihad last season. I was there for the fan cams, and I had to sort of apologise to him because I'd given up on him, and I thought he had an absolute storming performance. The defence you guys have all spoken about. Luke Shaw's probably at the minute one of, if not the best left back in the Premier League. I know certain people won't hear that, but it's true. Aaron Wan-Bissaka always does a job against City. Maguire and Lindelof. The problems of late haven't been defensively. We've been keeping clean sheets for fun. It's been scoring, so I don't know why people are getting on their case. And Dean Henderson, again, people aren't going to like this, but if David De Gea was available, I'd still pick Henderson. I would. I just think Henderson deserves a chance. And I think David De Gea
getting a rare
hasn't been performing as much as of late. So, I know he's a legend, or he's played very well over the last 6 years, whatever. But for me, I think Dean Henderson deserves his chance. So I quite like that team.
Me too. What are your thoughts on Dan James? Because he's come back into the squad as of late, having looked as though he wouldn't really get a sniff anymore.
Yep.
And he's been one of the better players in every game he's played. Sociedad games, and I know it was a while ago now, but the Leeds game, it was particularly impressive as well.
Yeah, he has been impressive with his speed and his commitment, and the fact that he never runs out of energy. It always seems like he's still got it, even in the last minute. He's how fast he's running. But I don't think I've seen the progression in his skill, like his way that he takes on players. I wouldn't mind seeing that today.
Yeah.
If he really has a go at the City defence. I think he needs. I think the confidence is building in him, which is nice because players play better when they are confident. So let's hope today there's a couple of nice first touches for him. He gets some good early runs so that confidence builds, and then he goes up and hopefully delivers. I'm still up in the air with Daniel James. I know a lot of people wrote him off. I never write a United player off. I'd still give him all the credit if he pulls out a performance today. But he's not fully convinced me yet to start a derby match. But he's starting.
But also, we don't have too many massive, not a huge amount of options. Does Jay, the inclusion of James and the team in general, Martial as well, I know Cavani's injured, which is sort of forced Ollie's hand in that regard. But does it make you think we're probably going to sit back and counter-attack? And if it does, do you have a bit more faith in that than we're going to try and hold the ball like we did against Chelsea and Arsenal and Liverpool, and not really with much success?
Yeah, 100%. You look at that tactic last season at the Etihad. I keep going on about that game, but it's obviously relevant. It worked. It worked brilliant. And I thought Martial, Rashford, and Dan James had very good games that game, and also Fred, who pointed out earlier. So I think that Ollie's spoken about this, and he's trying to implement this new sort of more of a high press, defenders defending further up the pitch, not relying on counter attacks as much. But that doesn't mean you can't revert back to that when it fits. And I don't think anyone would blame him for today if that was how he approached the game. You expect Manchester City to come at us. So if we can soak up pressure, hit him on the break with the pace that we've got, then we can cause them all sorts of problems. I mean, you pointed out, Joe, they're having a great run. This hasn't been a great season. They've just got a lot of players who have hit top form at the same time, including one or two players who 6 months ago, I spoke to City fans who were giving up on John Stones. Yeah. He's not good enough. That was literally what I was hearing from City fans. Even players like Rodri, they were going, I'm not sure about him. Whereas now it's like...
Certainly like the likes of Zinchenko had been ruled out. And we needed
and now it's like, John Stones is the best defender in the league.
The best defender since sliced bread.
They love him.
So it's like, it's a very good team playing probably at their optimum. They're the best that some of those have ever played.
How tempting was it to say at the peak of their powers there, Jay?
I've tried to avoid it. It's one of those, isn't it? It's like
it's a bit of a rum cliche,
one,
isn't it?
Mr.
Side, I'm not going to read your full name because I believe it's some sort of verbal trap.
I've already fallen for that.
Yeah, well, you're an idiot, that's why.
Yeah, that's true.
Shout out to Joe, magnificent specimen of man. Thank you very much, Mr. Cider.
Oh, I thought it's the same one. Well, at least mix it up, son.
Hold on, how do you know it wasn't me who's talking about?
That's a very good point.
Hold on, what clues did you give away?
He says magnificent specimen. There's the clip.
Oh, yeah,
I've done
for
you.
me. For
and
me.
I've done you.
Oh,
and I've
he's
served
done
it
you
up on
there.
I've served
He's
it up on a
proper
platter
done
and
you
I've
there.
had you. I've had you there, unfortunately. What do you think's going to happen here today? Because
Are you all right?
I'm not really all right.
I've noticed a little glint in your eye. You've got that edge to you.
I
This
think
is
we need
like
to take the foot
he
off
was
the
like
gas
this
here
when
a
we beat
bit.
Leeds 6-2. His head went. He's like
I think we need to take the foot off the gas here a
gone.
bit.
He'd gone. Like I did a post match with him, and he spoke for 12 minutes non-stop.
It's when your eyes scare me.
And
you win. I'll speak for 4 minutes non-stop.
Don't start getting all defensive with me.
He's going to turn on us.
Do you know what I mean?
Anyone.
Hey,
He's already
called me
moody
in.
bollocks over there.
Michael Collins with a super chat. 2-0 United. Opener from Scotty McTotty and a late goal
Yes.
from our lad
See,
Marcus.
it's a thing now.
And a Hendo masterclass to bring these cheating City scummers back to earth.
Cheating
Up the paddock and
yeah.
come on United.
Yeah, well said. Hey.
Last 5 Manchester derbies, not too bad for United. I think both of those losses were in the
It's quite nice, isn't it? that
Carabao
little
Cup.
graphic there, isn't it?
Yeah, the Carabao Cup, no one cares about that. It's a pathetic competition. No one's cared about that since 2017. Get a grip.
That's a great point.
Great point. Great game as well.
What can we expect from Martial today? Because he needs a big game. doesn't he?
I'll go all in on Martial if he doesn't have a stormer today. If he
Really?
doesn't show commitment, if he's not giving 100%, if he's looking
Passion.
weak off the ball, passion, if he doesn't want to win a Manchester derby, he has been, for me, I know I said don't slag off players, but I really haven't liked Martial this season. He's just looked a bit just like he just doesn't give a shit.
Right.
And in a Manchester derby, we need someone who gives a shit, so he needs to perform. And unfortunately, he's got to compare with Cavani, who looked like he's came on and really started to turn things around for us getting goals and for us looking like a stronger attacking lineup. That's what I mean by turning things around. When he's not on the ball, Cavani's work off the ball has really highlighted how little Martial actually does. Sorry, I've knocked over your Pepsi Max cherry there, I think, Jay. Is that yours?
No, it must be an old one.
The old one?
They're
You just
scattered
keep them
all
lying
around.
about?
Yeah, they're scattered everywhere, bro. Don't worry about that, mate. I've got at least 12 in this room somewhere.
But yeah, I don't know.
Emergencies.
Martial needs to do something, doesn't he?
He does. I agree with you, sort of. He does need to do something. His performance isn't good enough. I'm not a big believer in its lack of effort.
What is lack of effort, though?
I think there's more to it than that. I think sometimes it's even confidence. I do. And people go, oh, confidence. But to me, at times, he doesn't look like the same player that he was last season. Not because he's not trying or because he's not sort of, putting in the effort. I think there's a sort of, even when he's got the ball and he's in front of a goal, it's not lack of effort that's making him miss a chance. He's not going, I don't care about scoring this goal, I'm just going to tap it. I think it's confidence and belief in himself. You saw it against Leeds and PSG, for example. Those are goals, those are chances that he buries last season. Yeah. Those are chances that he should bury, or any player of his ability should bury. But he's missing him, and I think there is a little bit of confidence issue. Maybe, you might be right, maybe it's a bit of both, sorry. Maybe it's confidence, which, coupled with perhaps a bit of effort. But for me, the confidence issue is what's been getting at him, and I think we need to see him, as you've said, you're right on that front. We need to see him performing today because if we've got any chance of beating City today, we need all our players, not just the attackers, but the defenders as well.
We'll say it like this: when Pep
well.
analyses a squad and he'll get the United first 11, I'll tell you what. When he sees Martial on the team, I don't think a lot of hard work goes into zoning him out of the game. Yeah, I'll tell you, and that's worrying because he's our main man today. Whereas if he saw Cavani in the team, I think he would be shaking a bit like, oh God, let's a lot of effort has to go into this. Martial's not done much in the last couple of games to worry Pep Guardiola, I don't think. Yeah. So it might be nice for him to absolutely put on a show today and remind us why, we do have that belief in him to be United's number one. Yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying. Griffin Munro says, a year ago today, since Scotty banged it past Ederson, last time fans were at OT, feels like a lifetime ago. It really does, doesn't it? It does, mate. It's, like you say. Was that the last time, yeah? It was. That was the last game. It's that fans were at Old Trafford, or that, I think we had the LASK game after that, was behind closed doors. It was Spurs away, which was called off, and then that was it. Then we were into lockdown, and that was the end of that. And then we're still waiting to go back in the ground. And obviously, some stadia have had 2,000 fans in or whatever post lockdown, but Old Trafford never has. No, or the Etihad, of course, because it's the same. They did it by regions, didn't they? Manchester didn't get allowed any fans in, or they wasn't in the right tier or whatever you want to call it. Alex Buckingham in the super chat says, shout out to both Joes. Jay, here's some money to replace that Pepsi Max cherry that Joe number 2 knocked over. Oh, that's very nice. He's a good lad, isn't he, Alex? Thanks, mate. Yeah, I'll raise a toast to you now. What's this, by the way? I found it in the fridge.
Knocko.
Stephen Howson's knockoff Red Bull.
Yeah, Howson's got this thing about Red Bulls.
Right, and what will it do to me?
Yeah.
Can people hear you, Cam, or is it just me?
See,
It's
we
like-
have this. Right, we have Andy Tate on, and it's taken Andy Tate about 3 months to get used to the
Yeah,
idea.
but I mean,
that only he
Cam
can hear
speaking
it.
to me with such
Yeah.
confidence, like everyone else can
No,
hear it. I just
no.
thought everyone else might
So
be
when
able
you
to
see
hear it.
Joe talking to someone,
Anyway, so basically, this is Stephen Howson's knockoff Red Bull. I need healthier. I needed a bit more of a perk, a bit more of a oomph to my performance today. So I'm having a bit of this. I mean, it tastes a bit odd and smells a bit weird.
Cillian Murphy says, "Who's the Harry Maguire lookalike with Jay and Joe?" I don't think you look like Harry Maguire.
No, maybe he's got a big head.
Yeah. Go on, what have you been up to then? Go on, you can tell us a little bit about it.
Here's the thing. I need you all to go and do a thing for me. I need you all to go. And after this game, obviously, because it's important, 21st Century Football is a new YouTube channel where we celebrate the best footballers of the 21st century. I'm doing it. Will Brazier, you know. Stephen Tries is doing it. Adam Brown, my Radio Excess partner in crime.
Love Adam Brown. For a City fan, he's all right.
Yeah, make sure you go and subscribe because that'll do me a big favour.
Bit weird that, because you've had like I know quite a few of them lads you've had on it, and I must have missed your text message.
Hey, what do you think I'm here to do? I'm here to sign you up. I'm here to sign him up. Jay,
I know Will. Get on really well, Will. Yeah, I know Adam Brown. Yeah, I know him. Good lad. Yeah,
come on the show then.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to make you ask me.
No, you are right now. Come down. But yeah, please go and hit subscribe so I don't get sacked.
I've seen a bit of a snippet, and I like you say, Will Brazier.
You've seen a bit of a snippet?
Steve.
Watch both episodes, no?
Well, yeah, I hedged my bet because I didn't know if your first episode was up yet. So I didn't want to say, I watched it all. And then you went, well, we've not started yet. It starts next week.
Right, okay,
yeah, I just assumed because you haven't asked me, I hadn't started yet. Of course, I've watched them all, and all 3 of them are meant. Go and check him out.
Go check it out.
Check him out. We'll try and find a link and we'll put it in the chat at some point as well.
Do that later at the end of the game.
Rex Film says, Jay, did you enjoy watching Liverpool lose again? Mate, my head went. I could not stop laughing.
I came in and Jay was there with Alex in the corner and the tears down the face. It was class.
I'm sorry. People say, no, it's not. There are rivals. They were ramming it down our throats about how this was the best Premier League team ever and better than the 08 United team, the 99 United team.
2 subscribers.
And all this. See, that's the power
class,
of this
guys.
channel.
And by the way, if anyone knows how to turn your emails off so you don't get YouTube notifications, that'd be great because it's been a nightmare. I wake up in the middle of the night going, _ Genie's commenting on a video. I'm like, I don't.
Well, you've had how many messages are you getting through the night? About 4.
1 or 2.
4. It's a good move for messages.
Could do
3 messages the other night.
Could do a couple more, guys. I'm a bit lonely.
Hey, this is like, what's your phone doing? It's been going off all night, at least 3 times.
Oh, it's the _ Stuart English. He's subscribed. Yes, Stuart.
Lance Fan says, big up Joe, Jay, and the B-Tech Stephen Howson. That's kind of like...
I'm nothing like Stephen Howson. I'm kind.
Faint praise, isn't it? Hey, the B-Tech Stephen
Howson.
Howson.
I think I'm Stephen Howson's... I'm not like him. I'm much more welcoming.
Yeah, you're like the friendly, nice version of Howson.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Howson, I do, but he has his sort of personality traits.
He's watching. Subscribe.
Yeah, he likes to. He's not shy of telling you what he thinks, Stephen Howson. You're a bit more tactful.
Yeah, I'm just so friendly, aren't I? Although I am drinking his drink.
If you are
Klopp's
watching
on the TV.
Jurgen Klopp's on the TV. Yeah, he won't be happy about that. Give us a like on the video as well, please. Everyone, I don't know how many likes we've got. I can't see in a minute, but yeah, let's try and get to 1,000 likes by kickoff if we've not done so already. We've spoken about the Manchester United team. We need 200. I'm starting here. We need 200 likes to get to 1,000 likes before kickoff. Come on, let's show these
3 new subscribers. Thank you guys.
The internet is red.
It is because there's not a City channel doing this, sitting here all around having fun. Are they?
Are they not? I don't know.
I don't think there is a City channel doing this, a YouTube City channel. Just nattering off.
I don't know. Yeah,
got 1,000 likes on a video.
Yeah, well, either way, just give us a like. We've spoken about the United team and how wonderful it is. What do you make of the City team?
I think they're just going what the routine and the formula that they've had big success with over the last 21 games they keep banging on about, and that is worryingly without some of the best players as well. So I do get Joe's rant at the start saying they're not as good as they think they are. I think they are just better than everyone else at the minute. So maybe we aren't performing, or Liverpool definitely aren't performing, Tottenham aren't performing, Chelsea aren't performing to the levels that we know how good they are. So City are just above us at the minute, but I still think they are a good team. Yeah. And I still think I'm slightly worried about I'm worried that the defence has got more maturity within our attacking lineup. Oh, just watching Rooney's overhead kick there.
Oh,
what a moment! I don't know. I'm worried because
Rudy's
they
overhead
just
kick's fantastic.
when they get into a bit of play, when they get into momentum, it's quite hard to stop them. Rooney's overhead kick again. Oh, Micah Richards was he the guy who could have stopped it?
Yeah,
look at him there.
I think he's defended himself there. Not much could have. It's falls.
What do you think of City's team?
Rubbish. Overrated.
Oh God.
Hey. Do you know what I mean?
The text you sent me today.
What?
You're like City. What did you say? Fuck City. I was like, what you on about? You can't say that. I just think we'll be sat here at the end of full time. I'll have to get us some donuts in. Have you heard that new donut place?
No.
Get some donuts.
Oh yeah, that was what I said. Didn't I? said fuck City. There, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some donuts in if we get beat. Just some donuts. Oh no, he's diabetic.
Yeah, he can.
I had the vaccine yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having mine.
When?
Next week. Yeah. There's people in the different ones though. People like which one you having and all this.
Yeah, I couldn't ask. I just got
I'm
told
not
which one I
bothered,
want.
mate.
Bang in.
Oh, Cam in me says he's had the Pfizer.
Nando's Fies. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey. Anyway, happy days.
It's false. Says how much for Joe to pour a tin of beans on head? Not on his head, just on head.
But we don't have a tin of beans anyway, do we?
Yeah.
What do you mean how much? What's he going to pay? He's going to pay me money.
I don't know. I tell you what, if you
I get a grand,
you bang a £500 super chat in there,
Oh, because that goes to you. And
I'll give him a tenner out of it, and buy the beans.
They're coming out.
The teams are coming out. Anthony Martial, no matter how bad his form is, he's still got that swagger.
Yeah, you can tell he's got that nice silhouette of him looking absolutely like a
he's looking
cool dude. He just needs to show up today.
Come on, Dean Henderson, big game for Big Dino. Been at the club since he was a babby. Obviously, his first derby.
How old?
Is his first derby or did he play in the cup? He played in the cup, didn't he? It's his first league game at the Etihad.
How old can he be when he's joined United? Do you want to say he's a babby? What age can you?
I think is it 7, 6, 7?
Right, okay, so there's not like the under threes.
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I think the earliest age might be 6.
Right.
But if anyone knows, get involved in the comments. Let me know.
It's not, make or break, is it?
No, it's curious. Ollie, someone in the chat says Ollie gave Pep the fakest smile. That'll teach him. Hey, that'll show him.
That'll show him.
I'm not going to smile at you with real passion and with real intent. I'm going to give you a fake smile. That's what I think of you. Yeah.
There we go. A little fist bump. Is this the fake smile I talk? No. Oh no. He looks fuming. Doesn't he?
Ollie does look very angry.
He does. He looks like a man on a mission.
Oh, there you
today,
go.
Ollie.
There's in the chat. There's a subscription link to Joe's podcast, 21st Century Football.
Thank you.
So
I've got 4 more.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, there you go. So get involved in that.
Joe, we missed you. How was the toilet?
Fantastic. Deeply destroyed at this point, but yeah, very good. Thank you. Very good.
Been sharing your wisdom with the masses.
Well, apparently, yeah, but who knows? Who knows these
Did
days?
you get into a row?
No, I didn't. I got all right. I went all right.
Was it just you on your own?
No, I was alongside.
It was on the radio, by the
Manchester
way.
City fan alongside on the radio. But we only got 2 minutes each because Jurgen Klopp had to go on about. How,
I didn't hear what was he saying.
Well, I mean, there's a bit of a softball question. Do you think it's not necessarily great looking at the final result, but you probably deserved a draw there, didn't you, Jurgen?
What sort of a question is that?
They're just arses around Liverpool.
Anyway,
why don't you just say, Jurgen, you shit and your team's rubbish.
That's what I would have said.
Get a grip.
Give it gigs.
Why are you so shit?
Yeah,
I would say.
You've embarrassed yourself.
Yeah. The teams look like they're about to be heading out here. We're going over United's team. Should we get United's team on the screen one last time before the
Why
game
not?
kicks off?
For old time's sake.
And I look at the United team here. You can't see it, but Jay's face there is crazy, isn't it? Can you see his little Polaroid?
Oh right, yeah.
Can't help but being drawn to that.
Is that exciting for the listeners?
No,
at
well,
home,
I know
would
you
say?
can't say it. Well, I might get the picture out later on.
Get it however you want. Yeah, do what
Get
you
it,
got
show
to do.
it.
Go on. Show everyone what you're on about.
Are you surprised? I mean, is there any surprises with this United team, or is this exactly the only thing we could really field, except maybe by for Lindelof?
No.
Is there? I mean, Greenwood's been in terrible form recently. Not terrible form, but he's not guaranteeing a goal even over Dan James at the moment.
This is the most obvious team.
Yeah.
Bailly played against Palace, was never likely to start today. Dan James has been playing well. Mason Greenwood, it's a bit of an ask for him to play back-to-back games as well. And also, based on form, you'd probably give it to put Dan James in the team, although Mason Greenwood's a better player. but in terms of form and like I say, fatigue or whatever, you'd probably go for that. And if Martial was fit and Cavani isn't, then that's a no-brainer. And Marcus Rashford on the left-hand side, yeah. And also, McFred was always going to be the midfield double pivot, wasn't it? So
why did we go with McFred and not Scott Tominay? I mean, Fred Tominay, sorry, not Scott Tominay. Fred Tominay.
There's got to be a better one than both of them two. We've got to say.
Go on then, big Spuds. Give us one.
McFred in A?
Yeah.
Fred and A, yeah. McFred?
Are you joking? That's the original one.
McFred?
You actual...
Well, I just panicked, didn't I? I slagged you off and I couldn't think of one. I think of another
Flapjack.
couple. Tom and A. Fred.
Right, come on, we've kicked off. Manchester United, Lindelof.
Fred and A.
Chucks it up.
Here we go.
Come on, get into these.
Come on. Score predictions quickly, Joe.
I'm going to go 2-2.
I'm going to go 1-1.
3-2 United.
Get in!
3-2 United. We're in for some
Rashford
game,
holding
aren't
his
we?
back already.
That's a great
That's
start.
10 seconds in.
Great start.
What's he done?
Injury. No, I'm joking.
Cancelo with the throw-in.
What's the best?
Well done, Fred.
Here's one for you. What's the best? Oh, here we go.
What's the best thing?
Here
we go. Marshall in the box.
Come on.
Whoa!
It's a penalty!
It is a penalty!
It's a penalty! It's a penalty!
Oh,
Oh!
Martial's won a
God,
penalty
man.
after 40 seconds.
This is the maddest. I knew something was going to happen.
Is it
today.
inside the box?
Yeah. Oh, it's clearly
well
inside the box. Clearly a penalty.
Well inside
Gabriel
the box.
Jesus.
Oh, he didn't even hesitate. Oh, this is going to be spooky.
Oh yeah, he stands on his foot there.
He kicks his foot. He kicks the back of his leg and stands on his foot. It's a clear foul.
Oh my God.
Right.
City haven't conceded the first goal.
I'm going to go in the cupboard in a minute, by the
21
way.
games.
Oh no!
This is the first time that they will have
checking
conceded the
VAR,
first.
or is it definitely being
think
given?
What are you checking VAR for?
everything gets checked by
no.
VAR,
It's
lads.
checked,
Come on,
doesn't
we've been
it?
doing this for 10 months. Actually,
on.
20 months. Bruno with a penalty.
I'm really worried.
Bruno
And they've
with a
got that
penalty.
mad camera as well where you feel like you're just part of Fred's life. Come on, boy.
Come on, Bruno.
You can do it, mate. You can have this.
Oh, I've got heart palpitations.
I know, I shouldn't have had that much caffeine.
Come on.
Get in!
Oh,
Come
He
on!
half saved it. He got a hand to it.
Sit back
It's
now,
gone in.
boys. 11 men behind the ball.
1-0 United. Does this? My immediate reaction is this happened against Tottenham, and we ended 6-1 Tottenham. Oh, fucking hell, that's a brilliant start.
That involved a red card for United. Everyone.
Come on, lads, get in the chat. What's going on? What we thinking?
Oh, it was so nerve-wracking. Me and Joe didn't know how to celebrate or not because it did look like he got a good hand
He's
to it.
got a
Edison.
big fist to it. He should have saved that, you know. It hits the bottom of his hand, bounces down, and goes in.
Yeah, if
he
anything,
should save
Edison's
that.
let himself down on it.
No? Piss off.
Edison.
Oh, sorry, Edison has.
Yeah,
I thought you said
Edison.
Fernandez has.
Oh, Jesus is fuming.
Oh, you're upset because
Jesus' time's up, innit? Jesus' time's up.
This is stupid stuff like this.
I'm stunned he's still at City.
Yes, that's the attitude. He's shit.
I can't see colours. Right, come on.
Yeah, Jesus. There was 4 men round Martial there. There was 4 men round Martial, 4 City players round Martial, and Jesus thinks, "Oh, I'll be the one to tackle him, shall I?" As a striker,
It's brainless, innit? It's proper brainless.
Yeah.
Like, just leave him alone and it probably gets dealt with. Like you're saying, hey, up, we're in again here.
Bruno. It's a poor ball.
It was too short then.
Come on, this is a great start from
If
United.
we get a second, I'm taking this top off.
Rashford
But I've got a thermal underneath.
That's a relief.
I really regret the thermal.
Why have you got a thermal under?
I went for a walk today, didn't it?
They're all over the place here, City.
Come on.
Go on, Marcus, just have a dig.
Luke Shaw, best finisher at the club.
He could have got to that
was a
then,
bit
Luke
weak.
Shaw.
Wasn't it? That was a bit weak. Oh!
Shaw!
On his right foot.
Me.
If he
Straight
just-
at the goalkeeper.
it was-
Shaw,
it
get
was.
back.
Do you know, since he said I'm the best finisher at the club, he's just embarrassed himself with that.
Yeah, yes. Pricey3297 says, I was happy until Joe reminded me about the Spurs game. Now I'm nervous again. You got to stay nervous, lads. We've got to stay nervous.
They look quite shaky,
City
aren't
looks
they?
shit.
What's no,
He should have, to be fair, he
I
could
think
give
they're
that to
just getting
Martial as well.
into the
there,
game.
Shaw.
They're just getting into the game.
Yeah.
This is why you're right. Now we should get at him.
Yeah.
Get at him where they're all over the gaff.
If we don't capitalise on their shakiness at the start, we have
we have,
one
in a way. Yeah.
But keep going. Do you know what I
Could
mean?
do- yeah, we could still-
because, like you said, the look.
Oh,
we're in again
we're
here.
again.
Oh, Martial,
God.
control, let him down.
Oh,
Yeah, City are all over the place to start the game. And he's offside there, Tony
never
Marshall.
mind, he's offside. Anyway.
You
Well,
were questioning
great
about
start.
Martial, though. He's got a penalty early doors.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair,
Largely due to the stupidity
Oh,
of
no,
Gabriel
but
Jesus.
I'm not gonna- yeah.
having a go at Martial for winning that penalty.
You're right. It was proper brainless from Gabriel Jesus.
ridiculous.
But Martial doing well because he obviously kept the ball well and went into their box and got the penalty. So, do you know what I mean?
Great start.
We need him to have a big game today, and so far he's done well.
The start of this reminded me how chaotic the start of this stream was. It was madness, but we're 1-0 up. We'll take it.
We'll take it. City passing it around the back. United pressing nice and high. Doing a
get
similar
into
style press as the one we did against Chelsea.
They don't like it, do they?
No. Because
I'll tell you what, they have looked nervy, and United look well up for this.
they do. Just broke through the lines a little bit, but it's an overhit pass there. And United can win it back. And
Right, now it's all about how
Lindelof
well we
on the
keep the
ball.
ball.
If we beat City today...
Don't do an Arsenal. Don't do an Arsenal.
Title charges back on, Jay, for beating.
No, just thinking of, we beat City and the Scousers lose 6 in a row on the same day. It's just going to be like...
Great day, innit? It's a great
you know
day.
what I mean? Pick the wrong week to stop sniffing glue.
Congrats on that.
Have you stopped?
Have you? No,
It's gone down to Pritt stick.
Pritt stick.
Sellotape.
I'm on the PVA.
I just lick sellotape now and again.
I'm not going to name the person, but I...
Go on, name him.
No,
The story's not as good if you don't
Do you know
name
if you're addicted to glue, do you just lick a stamp and put that on your arm as a patch? Does that wheat slowly when the glue on the stamp is just enough to keep you going? Got an arm like a... I don't know, postage fucking letter or something. Fuck me. Some further joke about postage.
No, it was
stamps.
going in a really good way.
version of a nicotine patch.
Yeah, the glue version of a nicotine.
Well, that was a terrible ball. What did Luke Shaw?
Frig off. Also, as well, is there such thing as a glue vape?
That's
glue
very
gun.
good.
Oh, come on.
Go on, get in front of him. Get in front of him.
Come on now, Martial. Come on, you can do this, mate.
That's our ball.
Go away. No, he just looks a bit like a villain, doesn't he?
Who? Cancelo?
Yeah. Cancelo, sorry. Yeah, sorry, Cancelo. For the,
points of reference are always good.
For the listeners at home.
Right. I can't help but feeling we're all full of energy. We're all talking over each other a little bit, aren't we? We're so good. Look at your face. You look literally like you're a 14-year-old lad who's just done his first shots. I've had two of those like 20% shots you get in like a snapper ball.
Oh yeah,
like
they're nice.
Pilou type shots.
All
Jay's
sorts
done
of
two
colours.
of them and he's 14.
Sours, yeah, apple
I'm
sours.
sorry.
He's done a little apple sours for the first
I'll
time.
just speak when I'm spoken to.
No, we all.
No, I'm not being. I'm not
I like the
being
energy.
passive aggressive. I mean it. Like
I'm nervous.
A bit of mackerel's coming up on me.
Excuse me.
What?
I had a bit of mackerel today for lunch. And
Bit of mackerel.
It's like mackerel.
I don't mind it. What? I'm guessing
that's
that like
fine. Have a
salad
word reference.
mackerel.
Come on!
Have a word with him.
He's in a villain! That's Cancelo again.
Obviously, tag it.
That sort of mackerel that comes in your sort of vacuum packed seal.
Weird, that, isn't it?
A little bit. Do you know when you're touching, you think, I'm touching mackerel, and you're not, you're just touching plastic.
Touching mackerel.
Sorry, lads, I'm going to have to go. I'm touching mackerel here.
Ed's touching mackerel.
But I should be so
Smells
lucky.
odd, this.
Right, free kick to United.
Wow. Right, it's gone all sorts of directions, isn't it?
Free kick to United, 20, 30
on
yards
then,
out,
Bruno.
right on the right
Come on,
side.
Bruno.
Come on, Bruno.
Oh,
Wow,
it's
it's
more
quite far out, that, isn't
35
He can
yards
score
out.
from there.
it? How do you know you measured it?
Luke Shaw puts it to the back post, and
That
there's no
was
one even,
shocking.
no one even attacking it, really.
Why was no one getting on that?
Well done, Dan
on.
James. Dan
Jan
James.
Dames.
Good pressing by Dan James there, and that's a weird touch by Lindelof.
It's a very weird start to this game.
It is. It's frantic and a bit tetchy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all
Well,
kind of echoing this
what were you
Watchalong,
saying?
I
That
believe.
City haven't gone behind in their 21 winning.
Yeah, the 21 wins in a row, they've never conceded the first goal that whole time. So it's been very, I wouldn't say plain sailing, because obviously you can't have 21 games in a row that plain sailing. They've done it themselves, but they've never had to fight
Always
back.
dominated.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got there.
Except the West Ham, not the West Ham game, the Aston Villa game where they
he got
cheated.
away with like rules not being implemented.
Oh!
Yeah, well done, Maguire there.
Frig me.
Dan James.
Oh, Dan James!
Come on
Giving the ball
now,
to Sterling.
Come on now.
And
Stressful,
No,
isn't
that's
it?
a poor header as well.
yeah, it is.
Why are we looking poor now? We are looking like we're all over the shop.
There seems to be a trend in football, and maybe the wisdom on this has changed. But when defenders and midfielders and people, when they're heading the ball away, the wisdom always used to be when I played anyway. And I mean, obviously not at this level, but it seemed you would hear pundits and ex-pros say this, that you head it wide.
Yeah.
So if the ball's coming over, you
Yeah.
either head it back wide or you nod it backwards wide. Everyone just heads it into the middle, like middle of the pitch now. Like
Yeah.
Bruno there, he's on the left-hand side. There's no one available inside, and he heads it into the middle of the pitch. Is that what people are told to do now, or is that like are the sort of the fundamentals of things like that just not done anymore because
Do you know
we've
what I
got
always
bigger
think
fish to
about
fry?
when you're saying that? Do you remember Rio in the 6-1? No. The header that got Johnny Evans sent off.
What, where he heads it into the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what
No,
mean?
I don't remember that.
Like Johnny Evans, basically, I know we all love Rihanna, he's a legend, I'm not having to dig at him.
Yeah.
But
He made a couple mistakes in his career.
Yeah, it's okay to say that.
Yeah.
He heads it, and then basically it's like in the danger area. Johnny Evans tries to make the challenge, gets sent off, and then the rest is history. But no, I know what you mean. Usually, you just head it right, don't you? Vidic was very good at that, just clearing the lines, just getting rid of it, knocking it out. And no one goes, Vidic was a terrible defender. That's what he did all the time.
Like Maguire against Newcastle the other day, where he heads it, he tries to head it out into the middle of the box, and St. Maximin smacks it in.
Yeah.
If you don't, when you can't get enough of a header on it to clear it, head it backwards, head it out for a corner.
So who's not telling them this? Surely there's got to be someone telling
that's
them
what I'm
this.
saying, because obviously these know more about football than I'll ever know, of course. But maybe that's not what's taught anymore. Maybe they teach you it's better to give them the ball on the 18-yard line than it is to give a corner
I don't know.
away.
Do you think they are taught that? But maybe with the nerves, the pressure, whatever, or the game, they're just panicking a little bit. I mean, that is what the sort of the start of this conversation was about the header from Bruno. That's obviously a mistake. Do you know what I mean?
Heads change shape.
Sorry?
Have our heads changed shape in time?
What, human head in the last 12 years?
Yeah.
Potentially. The average human head
about
is
that. Must be bigger.
Must be, yeah.
We're always getting bigger, aren't we?
Who's got a bigger head, me or you?
My head, honestly, when I went on a year 6 France trip, I couldn't even fit an adult large for
Really?
fencing.
Was it not...
Fencing?
Yeah, we did fencing. It was one of those where you do kayaking, fencing.
He has to put his head in the hold because it can't go in the actual plane.
I just had to
because
get
it
battered.
counts as a
Bang, bang.
storable luggage. It's that big. Did you know
That's
that?
a bit tight, isn't it?
You know that do you know that metal frame that you,
That's a bit
that you
tight,
test
yeah,
your bag in to
out
see
of
if you can
order
put it in the
there.
overhead
Well,
locker?
big head doesn't mean, anyway.
think so.
Sniper's dream.
Sniper's dream. Don't even need the telescopic thing, do you? Just
But I've got a big head though, so I feel like
You
I
have
can
got a
say
big
this
head,
from
haven't
a perspective of equality.
Between two big heads here.
Yeah.
My head's not big.
You're all right.
Normal.
You're quite nice, yeah. What, sorry?
Your headphones are further extended than mine, but here's the difference. I've got very high ears, so that would happen. My ears are almost like a cat or some sort of vulpine animal.
Can the ref not just blow the final whistle?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, ref, what are you playing at?
Hey,
Come on now, 11
We've all
minutes
had a
gone.
nice
Let's
day
have
out.
it.
We've had a bit
Whoa.
of football. Everyone's happy.
He's playing 80-minute stoppage time.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just loads of fouls going on early doors. Stone's going down way too easily, I thought. But, we're just giving away sloppy bits of play. Passing's been a bit... I was going to say wank then. Can I say wank?
No, you can't. Don't say wank, whatever you do.
You can, but you'll get kicked off.
Been a bit weak.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well done. I think
that radio professionalism kicking in there.
Do you think making this a scrappy, foul-y type game is kind of a decent way of United having a chance here? Because they're going to try and get on the ball, play the nice football, play the passing moves, this sort of formulaic through the lines football. I reckon chucking a load of fouls in isn't bad for United.
I'm always a bit low for that approach. I know where you're coming from, and I know it's a bit like Mourinho would try and do that sometimes. Just take the sting out of the game, time waste, take fouls, and we all love a little bit of that when you're winning and stuff. But I think it doesn't serve you well in the long run.
Yeah,
I think we're better off the way we started, getting at him, getting Martial on the ball more, getting Dan James on the ball, and Marcus Rashford. Bruno's had a little bit of space so far, not a lot. Then going in that approach. I know where you're coming from, but yeah.
He's got his goal against the Big Six as well. Assuming you don't count
Well, he's already had one,
Everton or Leicester in that.
Spurs. I think Spurs are in that.
When do we start re-evaluating the Big Six? When does it get a change? Is there a Big Six meeting?
Right, well,
that was a
Arsenal
meeting, wasn't
Is there a
it?
committee meeting?
A committee.
A committee. Arsenal got booted out of that, surely.
Yeah, they've got to be on the way, aren't they?
Where are they now? 10th?
Yeah.
They might even get in the top 10 meeting.
The mid-table meeting is what they're
the Europa Conference meeting.
What was the second bit there? Conference?
Yeah, the Europa Conference in that for the top 10 or something stupid. Is that Sir Alex there? Have they covered up the City badge again for him?
Did they do that last time?
Yeah.
What? It looks like it, doesn't it? There's some white paper behind it. Talk us through that. What's that about?
Yeah, City at the Etihad in the exec bits, they have the emblem on the badge on the seats
because they've got no shame.
Yeah, and last season there was a famous picture of Sir Alex, and on his seat they put a piece of paper over the City badge, and people were saying it's because he didn't want to lean against the City emblem, and it looks like they might have done something similar.
You know what? I love that.
Yeah, mate. Sir Alex Ferguson could defecate on the City seat, and I'd defend it.
Yeah.
I'd applaud it.
I'd applaud it.
How would we know?
Defend it.
Simon Stone from the BBC said he watched the Fergie documentary. He got a preview of it and said it's really good. So that's coming out in May.
Oh yeah, my group chat, they were raving about it as well. So look forward to seeing that.
What do you mean? Have they seen it as well?
Yeah, there was a link going about and sort of stuff, and people, you could subscribe, couldn't you, and watch it. We were spoke to the people that made it as well. They asked us to send in a few questions. I don't know if they used any of them, but it spoke a lot about when he was ill as well. He had his hemorrhage and recovering from that and stuff. So, anything with
directed it.
Yeah, it's a lot of access there. You can imagine, was it Jason, his son, who's involved? So, anything with Sir Alex Ferguson is always good box office, but something like that focuses, on the here and now a little bit more. It's quite fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah. City having a lot of the ball in this last 5 minutes. I don't think we've...
This is what we need to avoid as well, is just letting them get into their stride, because they were very nervous in those first 5 minutes. Hence the reason they gave away a penalty. It's
just settled down a touch, hasn't it? One of the questions that was asked in that, which is one of the ones that when you were talking about potential questions that may get asked and we could, suggest some that may or may not get used, one of the ones I wanted to ask was, did you ever doubt yourself? Because I know it's a bit of a softball question.
No, I think Steve suggested that as well.
When you look at the teams at the minute, like Liverpool and City are great examples. Liverpool, retaining the trophy is so difficult. And I think, City have done it once. They've retained it once, so obviously 2 in a row. But it's so difficult to do. And to do what Fergie did, where he never finished below third. Sorry, as you know. He never finished below third after we'd won the league.
Yeah.
And generally it was first or second every single season.
Yeah.
What is the difference? And it must be mentality. And that whole never doubting yourself thing must come into it. And
good
Fergie
effort.
basically said, I never doubted myself. Any doubt came from the outside. I never
doubted himself.
Never doubted himself. The whole time he was at Manchester United. His words anyway. Who knows what went on in his head. But that's just so staggering, isn't it?
Do you think, though, that sort of filters through as well to the players? Because
yeah, definitely.
Like 100%. You look at Liverpool now, they've fallen off a cliff. I've never seen anything like that, and I've certainly never seen it with Fergie at United. No. And if you've got that belief and that self-belief, you instill that into your players, and they have that self-belief. Do you know what I mean? So even in the dark time, and you've put a great perspective on it there, because we talk about United's dark times under Fergie, sort of post once we started winning. 2004 to 2006, when people going, Benitez and Mourinho and Wenger are the future of football, and Fergie don't know what he's doing. But he was building a little bit of a long-term plan with the likes of Rooney, Ronaldo, and all the rest of it. But even during that time, we got to the FA Cup final. Like you say, we got to, I think, the Champions League quarter-finals.
We won the FA Cup, didn't we?
2004, we won the FA Cup. 2005, we got to the final again. 2006, we won the League Cup. So it's not like we weren't winning trophies or challenging. It's just our league form had gone a little bit up to pot. So yeah, I think that my point is we never saw under Fergie that sort of meltdown.
And again, look at Klopp. We don't need to go into what he's done at Liverpool. Obviously, where he's taken from, what he's done with them. He's done some good stuff. Let's be honest. But he did the same thing at Dortmund, and then at Dortmund, they collapsed and they capitulated, and they were mid-table when he left.
Yeah.
2 years after winning the title, they won 2 leagues in a row, fell to pieces. That Dortmund.
Can I get the history on that? I'm sorry for not knowing this, but did Klopp leave Dortmund to go to Liverpool?
Yeah.
So he wasn't. So was he still?
It was a drifting toward the end of his time at Dortmund anyway. Brilliant for Martial, just tackled.
He left Dortmund, didn't he, in the summer?
Yeah, he'd already left.
And then didn't
Brendan Rodgers... left, so he wasn't Dortmund manager.
He wasn't poached by...
No, because he left in the summer, and then don't forget, Brendan Rodgers was manager when Martial made his debut on it, and then got sacked after that.
Yeah.
Oh, see, nice little one-on-one.
Great block, Lindelof.
Come on. Get
Luke
the ball away.
Keep the ball.
Coyle.
Maguire just slings it out wide. Fair enough, I think there. And that's what I mean. Good width and good distance on that clearance. I know the City have got the ball back now, but...
gives us a bit of time to recoup. And
before, just passing it to the edge of the box.
Do you think there's an element in that, Joe, of this sort of obsession of... Well, either Joe, to be honest.
No, this would joke. He's good at this.
Of not just hoofing it up, not, trying to play out trouble, which every club now and every team seems to try and do. Do you think that might come into this idea, like you were saying, of not just clearing your lines and not just heading it out to touch, and this obsession that people have with, you've got to play out from the back and play the right way and all this sort of nonsense?
I do think that's probably a massive part of it. When you see players kicking the ball as hard as they can, there's almost like now you don't see players kick the ball as hard as they can anymore. The only time players kick the ball as hard as they can is when they're shooting, and it's Rashford.
No, I agree.
Like, defenders, when's the last time you saw a defender just hit it as hard as he could? I mean, I know for other teams you see it, but for United and the bigger teams, it's almost like it's embarrassing to kick the ball really hard.
I agree. I think you're right.
And I think there's the same thing with, like, defenders don't like to sprint anymore. They like to look like I can always just jog in position. I'm always in the right position. We can walk it up through the pitch. Players almost seem embarrassed to work hard. And I'm not being all like Sergeant Major 1970s, but you don't see defenders just slinging it away anymore because it's like, Route 1 Brexit football.
Yeah.
People are ashamed to do it.
Do you remember the time when we had Phil Jones doing his... Now and again, Phil Jones used to go on a run from the box, United box to the other box. That used to be crazy, didn't it?
I remember.
Do you remember them runs?
I remember doing one at Anfield. He went on a mad run. Everyone was like, "What's
picked it up and kept going." It was
what's going on here?
unbelievable.
But you know what? That's fair enough. Fair play.
Well, I don't miss it that much. Like, I won't have him in the squad now. Let's put it like that. You know, Henderson started all right. I mean, been tested a couple of times. He is the future, isn't he?
I reckon he is.
There's still a
Congratulations
question
to
mark
on the baby as well.
What's the baby's name? Yanai, is it? Yanai?
Yanai?
Congratulations anyway.
Yeah.
It's good. Because there was a little bit of a worry, wasn't there, when the way Ollie approached it in his interview, it made it sound like something had gone wrong or something was amiss, because he was like, personal reasons I can't get into.
Yeah.
I was like, I hope everything's okay. And it turns out, it's fine. That's soft.
Yeah,
that is very soft.
Mahrez there falling to the floor.
I think a lot of City players have gotten away with being the softest team in England for a long. Aguero is one of the worst, like, not divers, but making the most of minimal contact I've ever seen.
I agree with that.
Like, they'll do that thing where they'll be both running for the ball and he'll go flying in the first time, and then the other player goes in again and shoulder to shoulder the second time, and then he goes flopping on the floor the second time round. City are always like that. De Bruyne does it as well, and I mean, obviously Mahrez and a lot of them do that, but City are massive into doing that, and no one talks
City
about
get
it.
away with a lot. You know, we always talk about Fernandinho, his tactical fouling, and the two aren't mutually exclusive. You can have a football team that plays good football that is very, very good, that still does the dark arts.
Yeah, which is, I mean, kind of how you become a very good team.
It's not like City don't sort of get the most out of every possible decision they can and things like that. They're sort of
get away.
They're very apt at that.
No one's had a grip of this game for a while.
Yeah.
You've seen City holding play for quite a bit, but they haven't scared us that much.
Not yet, but they are starting to hold on, aren't they? United are sort of sitting back a bit, heading. We're getting to that point where we're sort of heading the ball out, kicking the ball out, and no one's there to get it.
Got to get across to him there.
Oh, come on. I mean, you can't have that much space.
That was poor, that
Come on. Get the ball out.
Don't let him cross it, Luke.
It's just dangerous in them positions, aren't
Maguire
they?
away. Go on,
get on
Marcus.
That now.
Go on,
Come
Marcus.
Come on, Marcus.
Past his man. It's Marcus 1-on-4 here, really.
Oh, this is... I'm stunned he's cut inside.
Me too.
Come on.
He kept hold of it well there, but just sort of ran out of space in the end, didn't he?
Yeah, he kind of pulled into the inside. He needed another person up there with him.
I don't know where... Yeah, Tony Marshall.
I think the rest of them are just sitting back quite deep, aren't we? Yeah. We started pushing quite high up in the first 5-10 minutes. Remember Daniel James was literally attacking Ederson.
We were pressing quite high, weren't we? But
I think we've just...
See, Morris just ghosting through past 3 players there.
Oh, that's poor again!
Hold on, Wan-Bissaka.
Where's this ball?
Oh, that might be a penalty.
No,
it's
not a chance.
How did the ball keep... Oh, that's trouble.
Keep the ball.
Going?
Oh, Martial!
What's going on here?
Oh, are they checking VAR?
There will be,
just
but
playing on.
Just playing on.
Oh.
It looked like Sterling ran into Fred, if you ask me. I don't think that was a foul, but they check everything. They'll check.
We just can't get a grip of the ball. We just can't hold the ball. It's just City.
See there, Mahrez.
We give it
So
away.
there's Bruno and I think it's Bruno and Luke Shaw on one side, and he just goes in between them, and then there's Fred behind them, and he just goes past him like he's not there. Like, one of those 3 players have got to either get your body across or win the ball. Just flying through plays, and then you've got McTominay with a 2-on-1 because the 3 players on this side can't get anywhere near Mahrez.
Yeah,
then the ball gets played out wide. It's like, why is Mahrez able to just drift past him?
This is not going well.
Hold on, Maguire.
Deadly balls,
That's like you say, it's happened twice there where the fullback's been sort of left on his own.
Yeah.
Are they just looking at this Sterling chance? We're just getting a replay of what could have been a City penalty. Still, how has he still got the ball?
Right,
Bit of a tap there.
Oh.
No.
He just stood there,
He plays it through. He sort of
the Fred didn't look as confident as that. Fred should look more confident in that position.
He's sort of behind a City player, isn't he? So he almost...
mean, how are they getting so much space?
United under the cosh here a little bit.
Yeah, we're just sitting back, aren't we?
Yeah, we need to. Well, someone needs to step up and get a grip of it. You think Fernandes should be the guy? Fred, McTominay, they can hold on to the ball a bit if they can.
Fred can't.
Giving the ball to City.
Oh my God! It's like watching someone who's won a competition.
I tell you, we miss right now. We miss Paul Pogba.
Yeah,
just that air of confidence.
Someone who can control the ball.
I tell you, I won't mind seeing like a. It's just maybe even his presence, his stance. You know, he's such a tall player. He's such a big player. He's quite assertive in that midfield.
Dean Henderson does well here because that shot, he sort of. I know you'd expect him to save it, but he pushes that out far enough. So
yeah, and he gets it wide as well.
Yeah.
Just does
Matic United just inviting pressure. I don't know because that means Matic and Fred because he never plays Matic and McTominay. So rarely plays Matic and McTominay. And then you've just got the same problem.
We're lacking any sort of dominance in the midfield. As soon as it gets out, we're losing it.
When Fred receives the ball under opposition pressure on the edge of his box, he's awful.
Look at that there. Just losing it away again.
Giving the ball straight away.
Out of our half.
Fred there, it's a 5-yard pass, but because he has to play it first time on his weak foot, he can't do it ever. Like how many? He must have given the ball away half a dozen times already, Fred. And players just drift past him in the middle like Mahrez did before. We've got to do better than that.
I mean, Ollie can't look at this and be happy with what's happening so far. I mean, we are 1-0 up, fair play, penalty.
That won't last long if we're sitting back and letting them have the ball like this. Luckily, they've not turned it into
chances. If we can get to 1-0 for half time, maybe something can happen.
See, Mahrez just ghosts inside, past Luke Shaw like he's not there. And now you've got Jesus and dragging Lindelof out of position. Luke Shaw recovered well.
But field day.
De Bruyne on the edge of the box. Out to Cancelo. In behind to Mahrez. And Luke Shaw does well there.
Yeah, we need Fred to get with it, man.
Yeah,
like everything's breaking down through the middle with him.
When Mahrez cuts inside of Luke Shaw, Fred should be there.
This isn't good.
Fred's the left midfielder there. When he cuts inside, that's where he's got to be.
Shaw's... he's all right.
Luke Shaw sat on his arse looking up, feeling sorry for himself. I don't know what's the matter with him. No, he's not holding anything or touching any muscle or whatever.
United players that you can tell their walk, can't you? Luke Shaw's definitely one of them. Martial that we talked about before. You could tell who their walk is, can't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my observation of the day.
Thanks for that.
Love that.
Cheers. It's why I'm here, isn't it?
You can tell
great banner like that.
Right.
Insight.
Anyone else's walk that you know?
McTominay.
I mean, we'll watch here how... Oh, my God.
Asking a lot there again.
Dan James just fucking... taking his time, and it's not Dan James, it's Bruno, sorry. Taking his time to just airball the pass.
We started playing out from the back then, and we had no confidence in anything we do.
No.
This is going to be our long night minutes.
It is. Cancelo to Mahrez, one-on-one with Shaw again. Back to Cancelo. Dare Taylor says, has anyone checked to make sure Fred hasn't pulled an Ali Deer on us? I don't think it's
No, he was at Shakhtar, wasn't he?
I believe so. I saw him play for Shakhtar.
Yeah. He's not just George Weah's cousin.
Yeah. It's not just Luke Shaw's cousin.
Yeah.
Mahrez. One-on-one with Shaw.
Come on, this is a nice little battle down the wing. I mean, you don't get battles
He's
anymore.
literally put Luke Shaw on his knees there.
You don't get battles anymore as good as that.
Rashford out to Wan-Bissaka. And Zinchenko gets the ball first ahead of him because it's a poor ball. Well, it's just not the right ball.
I'd love to see the percentage of possession we've had in our half, in their half, sorry, the City half, because it's very minimal.
Oh, win that! Win it!
Why?
United just giving away the ball over and over and over and over again.
Constantly.
This needs to change, doesn't it? Spooked. We can't have another hour of this.
What's people saying in the comments?
I mean, a lot of people disappointed with Fred's performance so far. Fred probably just needs a rest. Potentially.
I didn't know it was a corner.
But Fred, I mean, the thing is, again, you take Fred off and it's Matic and McTominay because there is no Pogba. And Matic and McTominay, maybe they hold the ball slightly better than Fred, but you can see why you wouldn't be keen to play those two.
I'd expect changes if it's still like
but
this.
Who we got?
I
think Alex was saying before, all of our attackers are under 20 on the bench. Well done.
Let's just use the example.
Fred giving the ball away again, just got fouled.
He's got a free kick though, to be fair to him.
We all went down this throat then, didn't we, quite quickly? I was going to boot off.
I saw him lose it and I was like, oh God, come on, mate.
Yeah, City have turned it on, haven't they? Last 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky that it's still 1-0. But some of our defence has been...
Our
all right.
actual defenders
has been good.
Have been all right. It's the sort of the transition up till that point
Let's
where
watch this
we
now,
look completely
right, let's pass there.
lacking ideas.
We're already looking in an awkward position here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and we've lost
took
it.
4 passes for us to lose the ball,
Yeah.
and we had the upper hand. We had a free kick. Oh, I'm done.
Mahrez back to Cancelo. Yeah, we can't keep the ball at all, can we? We can't even. It don't even look like there's any long passes.
I
on.
don't even think
there's no balls
Dan
on there or
James has
anything.
barely touched the ball.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we've not been able to get him in the game at all and hit him on the counter through him.
Well done, Scott McTominay.
Come
Good
on
pressing.
now.
Good
Give us
pressing from
something.
McTominay. there.
But then as soon as we do get the ball,
That's good. No, that's all right.
That's all right, man.
Rashford just about gets it under control.
Help him out.
And play it back to Luke
think
Shaw,
I
and now
think
we're in the
worried
same
about-
spot. Now we're in the same spot of trying to bring the ball forward through Fred and Maguire.
Passes like that absolutely sent me under.
It's a weird pass.
And now we're back to Dean Henderson. Nice.
That's good. Maguire finding the ball through the line to McTominay, and he gives it away there.
Awful ball from Scott McTominay.
Gives it straight to Mahrez. Oh, and De Bruyne gives it straight away. And Lindelof presses Jesus, but fucking hell, lads. Our passing's been shocking so far.
It's been really bad.
Just can't string anything together. Can't find feet. Can't find any space.
Crikey, what are these?
There's no
Someone
movement
needs to take
here.
on a
Look
bit of
at the movement.
responsibility as well there.
But look at the lack of movement here. So
Who's captain?
Maguire.
Obviously, sorry. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Lost my head then. Thought
The same guy that's been captain for about 18 months.
Yeah, well, you need to start being a bit
He needs to start
mouthy.
playing midfield. Lindelof to Wan-Bissaka. McTominay plays it straight out for a throw in.
Who's captain? It's his fault for this mess.
No, as in, I wanted someone to be vocal.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to Keane at half time. Crikey, he'd be mad.
Yeah, well.
Lose his head.
We got the early goal, but this has been terrible. I wasn't even going to attempt to do the accent.
No, come on.
I don't mind it, but I'm all right.
Can you do it?
No,
With your
I
surname,
don't wanna.
surely.
Maybe I'll give it a go later. For another one of them.
Caffeine-induced
Yeah,
accents.
After a few.
After a few caffeine
Right, here we go. This is better. United pressing again.
Yeah, this is the most action we've had in their half.
See, that's the thing.
Just need a breather.
When they play their goal kick short, we do press them quite well. The only problem is they don't have to take any goal kicks because we don't touch the ball. So once every 20 minutes they have a goal kick.
He can
we
get
press
lost as
quite
well.
Who?
Southgate.
Gareth.
Fraud.
Thereof. Fraud?
I don't like him.
No, a lot
I
of
don't
people have
rate
turned
him.
against him.
I mean, he did okay in the World Cup.
He did pretty well.
Yeah,
Like,
he-
but
come on,
it's games
pretty
you expect
easy.
to
I
win.
couldn't
though, innit?
manage
Yeah, but how many games have England lost that you'd expect him to win?
Fair enough, but I think that's why he did okay. I don't think he's like,
Well done,
amazing.
Maguire. That's it. I don't mind that. Maguire's got booked, I think, there.
This is what you were worried about, though, because this is the Tottenham. You don't get a red day, do we? I mean, it's
Maguire with a bit of a cruncher. See that? I mean, here's the thing, right? If he gets sent off now, everyone will go, fucking Maguire. But that's, on the other hand, everyone's going, Maguire needs to be more physical, needs to be harder. And look at this. Gives Gabriel Jesus a bit of bastard, wins the ball, to be honest. I'm not quite sure that's a foul, let alone a booking.
I don't think that's a booking, mate. I think that's soft.
I think that's soft as well. But
Ball's
I like
there
that.
to be won.
I like that from Maguire. I like that. I don't
Yeah,
mind that
give
at
it
all.
to
As long
him.
as he don't get sent off, obviously. Don't do anything stupid now, but a bit of a heavy challenge because at the minute we're a bit soft here. We're a bit easy to play against, aren't we? Because we're not keeping the ball. We're not really doing much. And again, now look, United aren't really even pressing now. Ederson's got the ball 30 yards out. Can take as long as he wants, and no one's even closing him down.
Edison just might as well move up a bit. Might as well just stick on the halfway line. Like I say, if we get in at 1-0 half time,
well done there.
if Ollie can have a big chat with him, maybe move a bit of the midfield. Come on,
keep the ball, Tony.
Keep
Keep the ball, Tony.
Get a second. Oh,
just gets fouled there. Touch lucky, but
I know,
Ruben
I
Diaz.
was just thinking that.
He didn't look like he had many ideas, did he?
No, he
when he was on the ball
didn't.
then,
He didn't.
Martial?
I think he's thankful sometimes when he gets tackled.
Yeah. McTominay taking the free kick. What are we doing here?
Again, no, what's the options
There's
there?
no idea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
McTominay's
Like,
got that.
No movement in
No
front of
one
him.
there for him. Oh,
He tries to play one out
And
to
that is, to be
Rashford.
fair, that is an awful ball
It's
as
a
well.
terrible
It's
pass.
miles away from
But again, everyone's just stood there going, pass it to me. I've got a man right on my back, but find me
It
anyway.
just shows that this is the second best team in the Premier League, and it just shows that we're just not ready yet for it.
We're not ready yet, but we can still win.
What, the Premier League?
No, we can still win this game.
And the Premier League.
And the Premier League.
Bring it on.
It's like you say, I don't like going on about players aren't there, but games like this, you can tell how much we miss Paul Pogba. Because everything that's
You can tell how much we miss Bobby
with,
Charlton, can't you?
Hey.
Games like this. You can tell. Go on, sorry, Paul Pogba.
Yapstam.
Yeah.
You can have Yapstam back.
What?
You can have Yapstam back.
I'd have Yapstam back now. At his age
What one
now.
player to change this game? You can bring anyone back. Who would you bring?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, I was going to go.
Bit of an easy one.
Swap him for Dan James. Sorry.
I'm spooked by this. We started a ball back and we got Dean Henderson starting in our own box. We're already pressed down like absolute no tomorrow here.
Maguire out to Shaw. Bit of space.
I couldn't see Shaw then.
Fred.
Go on then. Who would you have?
I was going to say Cristiano Ronaldo as well.
Who
But
would
do you
you
want
have?
to change
I don't
it?
think Maguire. I don't think Ronaldo would be doing much in this game so far. I'd probably take someone like Roy Keane over Ronaldo.
Yeah, do you know what? Midfield dominance, you probably take
We're
him.
shocking
Mate,
in
you just
midfield.
agreeing with what anyone says. I said Ronaldo and you went, yeah, I have
No,
Ronaldo.
because I
And
asked
then
you
he
the
said Roy
question.
Keane,
I
and
asked
you
you
went,
the
yeah,
question.
actually, Roy
If you
Keane.
asked me the question first, I would have said Ronaldo, so it wouldn't look like your copying me.
whatever.
And then he made a good point, so changed my mind.
Mate, whatever you say, I agree with that.
All right.
Well done, Tony Mark. Fuck
That's
off.
not a foul.
Is that on ball? He's giving it for on ball, I think.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we
thought
need
it was a
someone
foul, I
to,
was about to say.
take control of
Booting
the midfield a little bit. Even Paul Scholes, I think, who's good against the
Tim
press and who
Howard.
could find a pass.
Tim Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have Tim Howard.
He'd do it.
I'd have
Just some other obscure Man United player.
yeah.
Nice. Chris Eagles.
No.
I'd have Remy Moses.
Nice.
He'd go around and kick everyone.
Was that 1979? He was
All right, go on.
We didn't buy him till 81.
Oh, sorry. It's 2 years out.
Yeah.
2 years
how
out.
can you not know that?
Till 81.
Hey,
That big 81
do
transfer
you know what I
window.
mean? Like he's an unknown quantity.
I didn't say he was unknown. I got it within 2 years of him signing.
Yeah, well, wrong though.
Yeah, it's wrong, but it was, 20 years before I was born. I'm 15.
All right. in that
How
case,
big was
I
the
don't know
transfer
anything
window
about
back in the day?
before
Like, did they do
1980.
Did they do transfer reviews back in the day? Like,
What do you mean?
Like, was it a big thing, the transfer window? Or was it just kind of happened?
I don't know. I know. But
Were you not there? In your teenage years?
You were there in the 90s and that.
Yeah. It wasn't like.
Do you know, like Sky Sports hype it up to be like, oh,
No, just Fred losing the ball again.
He must have lost the ball, honestly, 5 or 10 times already.
Yeah.
Every time he fucking gets it, he either passes it out off the pitch or gets tackled or just passes it to one of their team.
If I'm a City fan watching this,
Aaron
now,
Wan-Bissaka's getting him money out there with a terrible ball.
I thought they got a wager on who can lose it the most in their own half. Oh,
they're
how did that ball
that's
even end up that
a
way?
lucky break there.
And then Fred with a blatant foul, but he's given advantage because City have kept possession. Come on, Dan James. Come on,
Look
mate.
at us
Get into
here. We
this.
just look lackluster. We look poor. Look bored. Everyone's like bored. We can't be arsed with this. Doesn't look a derby.
Get out to him.
Couldn't even
Zinchenko.
see where that's gone. Oh,
That's a foul, ref.
what's going on here?
Rashford booted the ball at Martial and it just bounced off him because he's a wall.
This is a really depressing game.
It's not depressing yet. We're
It's a
winning.
bit
So that-
depressing.
but for
Well,
me,
so-
that filters a large portion of the depression out
I
of
spent
things.
31 minutes watching United give away the ball. in their
Yeah,
own
I
half.
agree with that. It's not.
That's depressing.
We're not playing well, but I can take it on the proviso that this lead sticks around for the next 63
Come on, win
minutes.
it there again.
Gundogan,
Fred has completed some passes.
7 of 12, so just over 50% pass success rate at the minute. 58% pass success rate by Fred.
Is that bad?
Which is
like,
terrible.
in normal
Oh yeah,
circumstances?
I mean for a central midfielder,
Yeah.
you want him
That's
to
me in five
comfortably
sides.
over 80% because he's playing deep.
Yeah.
The suggestion being every time he gives the ball away, they're running on our defence.
Right, okay.
An attacker gives the ball away a bit more, but defenders and deep line midfielders should be having 80% plus comfortably pass success rate, 90% plus really.
They're all
And he's
queuing
got
up.
58%.
They're all queuing up here. Who wants to get the equaliser? Oof. Oh, God.
It just shows, doesn't it? We're too relying on players that.
Also,
It's too inconsistent.
Here's another thing, right? So we want to, while United are attacking it, we might
Come on
as well
now.
talk about it. Bruno
I mean,
tries to find
That
a
was
pass.
that wasn't didn't have enough pace on it.
Whose fault was that then? Oh,
Bruno's, I think.
This
Can't
game
blame
now,
Martial for that.
this game was never going to be Man United holding all the ball and winning
8%,
comfortably.
8%.
If we were going to
Times
win this
8%.
game, though, let's be honest, it was going to be a bit of luck, a bit of tough defending, something like that. We weren't going to just come here and go 70% possession and win the game. It was always going to look like this.
Try.
We are trying. We're winning.
You keep saying that.
What?
Like
winning. That isn't the most important thing about football.
We're not done well.
No, I'm not saying we're playing fantastically. I'm saying we were never going to go there, dominate the game, and win 3-0.
We're going to play better than this.
But they've won 21 in a row. Maybe we weren't going to play better than this.
We got some
My amateur with the super chat, he says, we're being overloaded in midfield with Cancelo playing a defensive midfielder role when they have the ball. That's why our transition sucks. We need to switch it up. Yeah, I mean, like I said.
I think should Ollie get into our chat and just read some of the comments maybe? Or maybe they've got a point.
JT says, I don't think De Gea would have made that run Henderson made, come out and challenge for the ball.
Oh.
Maguire nods it backwards there.
Go on, Marcus Rashford.
Good header indeed. If I miss any super chats, we can get them up on the screen. I read the two that were on the tablet there.
Nice.
United with a chance to break a little bit here, but
bit
again,
nice
not really.
Keep
the ball, Tony. Well done.
Oh,
back to the defence again. Let's see if we can get it out. See this, we fell into this pattern at home against Arsenal as well. Do you know where we pass the ball around our defence? As soon as we try and play it forward, it gets intercepted. Rashford on the left-hand side.
Go on, Marcus.
Finally, Luke Shaw with a chance to overlap here.
Here we go. Let's get a second for half time. Oh,
ball
that'd
played
be
through.
beautiful.
Fred just hesitated on his run there, didn't he? Fred was making the run and Rashford played it through. Sandro Kant says 21 is coming, and Dare Taylor. I read that one before about Ali Deer and Fred. That's a foul there. United with a free kick on the halfway line. Maybe a chance to get the ball forward. But that was the first time in a while that Luke Shaw's got up, bit of an overlap.
Yeah.
And then he plays the overlap to Fred,
Our
who
only
actually
outlet,
stopped his run.
The brief outlets we've had have been down this left-hand side with Marcus, and he just needs that support. As soon as he's gotten off on his toes, he needs the likes of Shaw, and Fred, and obviously Martial supporting him. Because Dan James has barely had a touch.
I think we go in half-time here, 5 minutes to go before half-time. I think we go in half-time and Ollie's got Ollie's got ideas on how to change this game. Maybe we're looking in the second half a bit brighter. If people start playing a bit deeper, or we maybe make a sub. I know you don't. I do think it needs someone a bit more dominant in the midfield.
Who would that be, Matic?
I think it's Matic. Yeah.
Matic or Fred, is that what you're thinking?
Well, it's not working at the minute, is it? And we need someone to link up. The midfield is looking so poor again.
But the thing is, though, there is also the possibility that we have to remember here that no one on the bench makes us better than City. Do you know what I mean? It's not a guarantee, because people always look to the bench, and I'm not having to go at you, Joe, because I do. The tendency is we need to change it. The solution must be on the bench. There's a chance that no team we put out will look any better than this, because they have a better squad than us. They're on a better run of form than us. We've got injuries. It might not get any better than this.
No, but there's a chance that there's a player on the bench who's seeing this and has got a bit more fire in their belly and wants to get stuck into a game than Fred and McTominay, because they don't look like they're ready for it. There's probably someone chomping on a bit on the bench going, you know what, I could have this game. And it's maybe not if the play's better, maybe it's the play's attitude. Because the play's attitude at the minute, it's just a bit like, they must feel a bit like, oh, fucking hell, maybe it's not my day today. You know, because, I don't know, it's just, I sit here, maybe a De Bruyne special. Who do you think is going to be lying down underneath them?
Fred, innit? Fred likes to lay down behind the wall. I mean, in my life, watching thousands of football matches, I've seen about 3 goals go under the wall.
Do you know
free
one
kicks.
that always sticks? I agree with you. The one that sticks out to me is Ronaldo against Newcastle.
Yeah, but what I have seen a lot of is people taking free kicks and then a follow-up, someone having a shot and scoring. So when you got Fred out of the mix because he's laying down under the wall, ball over the top there.
Oh. Was that going in there? Dean Henderson, did he get a touch to that?
Yeah, I don't know.
He just knocked it over comfortably.
I don't think it was going in.
No, I
think he might have just got a slight finger on it.
Probably just not worth the risk in case it.
We've heard from producer Cam that the timer, which used to slip out of time, apparently is fixed and sorted and in time with what we're watching.
Do you know what? It actually is. Fair
which
play
is good.
to you, Cam, you know.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, free kick to City. Corner ball, that's gone in deep.
That was a good corner as
Maguire
well.
just nods it backwards. Good header there, Maguire.
I really want us to go in 1-0 up at half time here.
Yeah, now would be a terrible time to concede, wouldn't it? Because
Luke Shaw.
We've soaked up a lot of pressure in this half, and to the credit of the players who we've slagged off tremendously so far, we haven't given away too many chances. We've given the ball away a lot, but we haven't given away too many chances. So taking this into half time would be pretty good, and we've got about probably 2 minutes or so till half time.
I remember Saka did well. He went over to the left hand side to help Luke Shaw out and did his bit.
Yeah, he did.
And now we've just lost
given
the ball
away again,
from
obviously.
our own throwing.
Because we always do. Wan-Bissaka, that's a good header.
That's nice. Come on, now hold it for a bit.
That's nice. To
Dan
James.
Dan James is on.
Come on, Daniel James.
Go on, son.
One-on-one
Go on,
with Zinchenko.
just give it them.
Go on, lad.
There's nothing you can
He's
lose.
done well there, Dan James. He's carried the
Come on.
ball 30 yards, and then Rashford plays it to Bruno, takes a touch past one, and puts it out for a goal kick.
That was awful.
That.
He did the hard bit there, Bruno. He got it out of his feet, and then
I think he's expecting the tackle from whoever it was in front of him, wasn't
He must be frustrated. You can see you look at the hate he's given himself. He'll be fuming about that.
good run that from Dan James.
Yeah, he did really well.
We need
play
that
with
more
Marcus.
than don't we? We need to get him on the ball more because
Marcus, give it to Bruno on the edge of the box.
I don't really know what Fernandes
Sort of
is doing.
tackling it for a pass out for a goal kick, really, wasn't he?
That's
Do we
better
have a
from Fred
half-time
there, the
show?
interception.
Do we
Yeah.
have? Oh, have a wee then.
Nice one.
No, we do. Well, Alex isn't there, so I was like, well, is it going to happen today?
Gundogan.
Yeah.
No, I do.
Right, what's happening here is you're having a conversation with someone who hasn't got a microphone. So we need to either say what he's saying and then respond to it, or not respond to it and sit near the score, and Jesus gets wrapped around the post.
Just
Nah,
Cameron
he's all right.
saying it's the best watch long they've done this season.
Good.
Fair play to everyone.
Well done,
Cheers,
Joe.
So make sure you check out the 20th Century podcast.
The 20th century.
Yeah.
The 20th
Start
century
start from
podcast. It's about the railways and
It's about
all that.
when football was at its best.
Yeah. During the First and Second World War.
During the war. That was a great effort. Just because Jesus there, get gone. It's the thing with Jesus. I don't think he gets in. What team does he get in? He's
City.
City's team. But if he
Why
goes
have you
to
got
the
in
Reds,
for
I think he's
Jesus?
worth it.
Yeah,
Why do you like Jesus?
He's a fraud.
Do you think?
I don't rate him at all. I don't know what he brings to City's team. As soon as Aguero's back, obviously he's gone. I don't see him.
Aguero's
Aguero don't get a
31
game.
and doesn't get in the team and has a horrific injury record the last 2 years.
Oh, that's a good pass that from Dan James.
Can we set Marcus
Is Aguero
here?
on the bench? Oh,
Martial,
That's a
nice one.
fantastic ball.
come on now, do something. 2-0 for half time.
That was a shot. Go on, Dan James. That's a has he fouled him?
Has he fouled him?
He's not giving it. He's telling Dan James to get up. What? Is he giving it the other way? Oh,
No,
it's
it's
half time.
Half time.
Half time. Manchester United 1, Manchester City 0.
Happy
If we
days.
put the performance aside,
I don't
couldn't
mind
ask
that,
for much
though.
more
I
than
don't
that.
mind
could we?
that. I know we're kicking off and everything like during the game, but I'm happy with that because we're always going to soak up pressure. We're winning, and as soon as we went ahead, you think they're going to come at us now. And how many like clear-cut chances have they actually had? They've had one shot there just near the end of that half. Other than that, it's been long-range efforts. It's been efforts you'd
Why is
expect
Mike
a goal.
Dean
It's been efforts that you'd expect a goalkeeper to save. So, in terms of like what we expect from this game, and what we've got, I'm happy.
Yeah.
We're winning. And you're not going to go there, get an early goal, and then City are going to sit back and let you run at them.
No.
They were always going to come at us, and we've pretty much handled it. Yes, we've been very sloppy and porous in the middle of the park, but other than that, it's pretty much what we'd hope for.
I think Ollie's got a big half time ahead of him where he just maybe gives them a confidence that they need because they were lacking in confidence. Like people, especially in the midfield, when they're on the ball, they just look like everything time just goes against them and they just lose the ball. City getting more space. They need to be told that they're good at what they do and to have confidence and just spread the ball out. Daniel James, we saw Daniel James.
He looked good, didn't he?
He looked good when he got the ball. Why is he not on the ball more? So a big half time for Ollie.
I think
Come
it's
on.
hard to get them on the ball, isn't it? And this City team, as much as I slagged them off before the game, they're obviously a very good team. And when they're on form, like I know last season they dropped off, but what is it? 5 of the last 6 years. They've been the team to beat, haven't they? They've been the team to beat for a long time. And like you said, Jay, you're not going to go there, get an early goal, then put the pressure on and hold the ball. Like it was always going to be the case that it was going to have to be a counter-attacking performance. There's still some massive improvements we can make. Holding the ball in the middle has been,
awful,
pretty much non-existent so far. And we do need to hold the ball better.
The thing is as well, like you saw it there with Dan James went on that fantastic run. There's always that in us, that counter. We did it last season at the Etihad, and you've got that in us with Marcus and Dan James on the wings, with Martial through the middle. No matter what, the bare minimum you're going to get from them three is pace with the ball, and we can counter. And if City, I think you pointed out in the preview, Joe, if they do have a little bit of a vulnerability, it might be someone like Zinchenko, who isn't a world-class player. He's a decent player, but maybe you can get at him.
I think they've got a few
exploit
players
that.
who aren't world-class players, but who are decent players that are being called world-class and being told that they're fantastic because they're in a team that's winning.
Yeah.
Like, it was easy to call out these players last season when they weren't doing very well, when you can see a bit more about, the players' weaknesses. Like, people did it last year with Liverpool. Henderson getting Player of the Year because he was the captain of the best team. That doesn't make him the best player, the best midfielder in the league, the best player in the league. And a lot of that's happening with this City team, where everyone who plays for them must be world class because they're a great team. Well, that's not how it works, and they've got weaknesses, and I think Zinchenko is one of them. Yeah, I mean, Jesus may be another one.
You're going to jinx us, you with this
I think there's plenty of players in that team that aren't that good, but are being told that they are, or we're being told that they are, because they're playing for a team that's winning. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Zachary Purvis says a loss here could derail their confidence. We need to just hold this lead and finish on the counter. Sterling still hasn't scored against United. And in terms of derailing their confidence, maybe it won't be enough for us to win the league. I would assume it won't be, even if United do win. But if it's enough to stop them winning a fucking treble or, heaven forbid, a quadruple, I won't mind that, to be honest. If this can, I think they've got an FA Cup quarter-final coming up next weekend because United have. If this could be enough to start a bit of a shaky run of form for them, I'd take that as a result of this game. Right, let's throw it over to Alex and Ronaldo for the halftime show. Get your comments in, review that first half, let us know what you thought. Lads, what did you make of that?
Wasn't expecting it to be 1-0, were
I
you?
was literally just about to say it's 1-0 United at half-time, just as everyone predicted.
I was expecting...
That's it, sure.
I was thinking 0-0 at best. That was kind of where I was hoping for, but what starts that game?
Not going to lie, if you watched my pre-match prediction...
Did you?
I did say 2-2.
2-2? Where did you pull that one from?
Don't know how much I believed in that at all.
No,
but it's on. Could end that way, but I think we might just nick this. I don't want to say it a little bit too early because watching the game, City did become progressively more dominant as the half went on. They looked increasingly more dangerous. Gundogan looks like their best chance at the moment. De Bruyne was quite sloppy, especially early on in the first half. But saying that, I think we look very, very dangerous when we counter. I think if we kind of fine-tune a little bit and a little bit more intricate, a little bit better with the detail when it comes to us when we actually do counter with the final ball and what decisions do we make, I think we could nick another goal.
I definitely think we can. I think we've looked really good going on the counter-attack. I think that the only problem has been playing out from the back a little bit. I think there's been... this has kind of been the whole thing all season. I think Fred and McTominay, we all go, look, defensive, their work rate, everything's great, but they give the ball away a lot, don't they? And that's been the case. And look, a lot of players would struggle against this City team. A lot of people have struggled against this City team in terms of playing out from the back and playing out at all. But if we could just add someone in there that could just kind of calm things down a little bit. I don't think it's a time for Matic coming on at all. I don't think it's anything that drastic. But I do think that United just need a little bit of calm. Let's have a look. Adicha has said Martial has disrupted Diaz's positional game so far. I do think that Martial stepping out a little bit has helped. So deep has helped because they add bodies in midfield. That's what they do with Cancelo, Zinchenko, and I think Martial kind of dropping in there helps. I think we still need a little bit. I was saying to you, I think we need a little bit more work rate off. We need a little bit of fight back a bit more, a few more channel running, and also just a few more tackles and things just when he loses possession because a couple of times Stones.
Well, according to Anthony Taylor, you can't tackle.
Not allowed to tackle.
It didn't seem like it.
What?
That Maguire booking, what was that about?
I have no idea.
Jesus has spent more time on the floor in this game than anything else.
It was
not
absolutely
done anything
shocking.
at all apart from give us a pen and just flop around.
I don't get that booking. I don't get that booking. I don't get how you then don't have. I think Jesus get booked for.
And I thought there was there's a refereeing adjustment as well when there's a derby, where you kind of incorporate a little bit of common sense into your refereeing, and you're a little bit more lenient with certain challenges.
But I think that
as soon as a player falls on the floor and screams and whines, you've got to pull a yellow card out. I think that's what referees do nowadays. They just book people depending on how loud the person screams that it's the floor.
I know.
People say
it was madness. I think that tackle came in and you heard the scream from Jesus and it was straight away. It was a yellow card. I need to see Fred's passport. It's from Cody. He can't be Brazilian. Has to be from Scunthorpe.
Well, he is called Fred. So
He's called Fred.
So make it out what you will.
I don't think he's
had a Brazilian man.
He's not had the best of games on the ball, but I think he's again off the ball. I think he's been really good.
I'm sick of hearing that though. A lot of people say that. That's why the whole passion merchant thing exists. I hate how people kind of suppress people having a lack, like players having a lack of quality, just because they run loads. Because that actually should be a prerequisite when you play football anyway, which is to run loads. So the thing that just I don't care how much he runs. The fact that he gives the ball away so much probably means that he has to run further anyway. Yeah. He actually helps. I don't know what I'm trying to work out what he's benefiting to the team right at the moment, because it's been time and time again in game after game, and against teams like this where you're not going to have a lot of possession anyway. You can't have someone that's so lax when you do get it. Because I was saying that to you. You being the typical fan, you want us to be urgent and quick when we counter and try and score again. I think you need to get the balance right in a match like this, where you don't want to be too kind of headless chicken, run forward on the counter because we've got the ball now, let's get a chance, and then you give the ball away again, and then the back at you with possession football in around your box. I think sometimes we need to settle down with it, take the sting out of the game a little bit, and then pick your moments to kind of counter as well.
I think the biggest issue, and the reason maybe he's playing so much at the minute, is we just literally don't have the options. So I think you need someone with energy in there, because they're going to transition very quick. I have got a super chat, so I will get to. James Marshall's put one in. Just beat the blue C star TS's and I'll be happy. James has not been in the game much. He's not, but I think, again, I wasn't expecting our front three to be in the game a lot today. I was expecting them, they're going to be working on moments, they just have to put the work rate in. They have to use the ball well when they can. I think Marshall's done very well. I think that he's kind of not wasted possession too much. He's not trying stupid passes. Dan James, a couple of times, that one at the end, especially breaking forward, just giving the lads a break, because I think mentioned it on Sky and stuff, that back four, Fred and McTominay, are going to be working hard, because they're not going to see any of the ball. They're not going to see much. They're going to be moving sides. They're going to be doing a lot. And when we do get the ball, you need players like Marshall, you need players like James to use it very well and to try and calm things down a little bit.
Pep told you before the game. He literally said, which was I commend him for it because it was fairly honest. He said, the best form of defence is obviously attack and keeping the ball. So this exemplary Man City defensive record that they have, clean sheets galore, Ruben Diaz the best thing since sliced bread, and and that kind of rhetoric. You know what it means? It basically means that City play teams, they don't have the ball, so they don't really get attack them, or you don't test them, and then that's why they don't concede. So it looks a bit skewed, because it looks to me that when you actually do get at them, they can be got at. And that's my personal opinion, and I think it might just be one of them. I'm not saying the defence is overly overrated, but it's just a case of they're not conceding goals because they're not conceding that many chances, because they're not conceding that much possession.
No, I think, and I think the fact that, this run they've been on, this is the first time since November they've conceded first. That's a mad run to go on, and I think that's been a lot of their successes. They have scored early. They are a better team. They are, with Diaz there, they are a better team. But the thing is, missing the comments. Go on, Ronaldo. You take that. You have the you have the comments for now.
Because they always have really good opinions in it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Always do. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Someone said there that Fred is getting to Andreas Pereira levels of needing him out of the team. What do you make to that? I think that's a bit harsh.
Yeah, I think that's a bit harsh.
It's a bit harsh, but I kind of see it. I don't think it's at that levels, but I do think that in the summer that is one of the areas we're going to look to upgrade. I think that's why Paul Pogba's played a lot of games this season. Let's have a look.
Do you believe that though? Because I'm not asked you about this. Do you believe we are missing Pogba a little bit in
Absolutely.
terms of midfield?
Absolutely. I think we are really lacking someone a little bit of extra quality. I think you've seen as well this season where Pogba's played almost in the front three a few times as well. It gives Marcus maybe a rest. It means that maybe we probably might not have even started Dan James today. You might have started Pogba, Martial, and Rashford.
I think he
as
might
the
have
front
actually
three,
gone for that.
something like that. All of this means that we've not got the strength in depth. Got another comment from my amateur saying they have at least 1-2 extra men in midfield and spread out the defence with the back three. We need more men in the midfield to hold their 3-4-3 on the ball formation. If we get the ball, we need to load in midfield to create space. I did say before the game I wouldn't have been surprised if maybe we'd have thrown in Matic instead of one of the front three today? Just as
no, I don't think he's got the legs.
I don't think he does, but I wouldn't have been surprised if we'd have played an extra midfielder today. In terms of, I mean, we've not really got.
And I'm just gonna. I will put it this way. I hope all the Pogba outers are also realising that, as enigmatic as he can be, as frustrating as he can be, there's not that many Paul Pogbas in the world of football, and when you do get rid of one, which is possible this summer, you'll see the effect it will have when we're not able to, to replace him properly.
Yeah, you need
because. At the end of the day, he might not have world-class consistency, but he has world-class ability.
Yeah.
And that isn't replaceable. He can decide games when he's on. He's got moments of brilliance. He can do things that not many midfielders in the world can. And that will always be Paul Pogba, and whether you like him or not, in terms of his application and sometimes his consistency and sometimes how he can be sloppy. That factor, that luxury factor, it's important to have in a team, and you'll realise when he does eventually go that we had a really great player and we've not been able to replace him, and then we look painfully average in midfield.
I completely agree. And there's a few comments in it. It's kind of mixed bag of whether people want to have Fred in there. Said he's not doing too much, saying he's doing too much. People asking Matic for Fred. I don't think that's the case. I wouldn't have had that. There's a lot of people asking, wouldn't Nemanja Matic come in for Fred? I don't think that helps today. I think that they move the ball side to side very quick. I think if we'd have, I don't think Matic suits this game. I think it would hurt us. You can see in the table there on the screen, United would go 11 points behind Manchester City. Obviously not closing the gap too much, but at the same time, more importantly than anything, it's going back above Leicester, creating a little bit more space in that battle for the top four, because a lot of those teams kind of play each other in the next few weeks. You'll see West Ham, you'll see Everton, all that kind of stuff. Play each other. I think it's going to be very, very entertaining. Bro Bass has said, who lot's seeing coming off the bench to finish the game? I expect us to see Greenwood, maybe. Yeah. I expect to see Nemanja Matic at some point, I think, just maybe depending on how things are going. Apart from that, there isn't too much going. There's an enabler here. There's an enabler in the weight loss challenge.
Wait. You only had 2 when you decided to give Cam a cream egg.
There's cream eggs. Did you, by the way,
he's got a condition.
Also on this, he said a cream egg. Did you see the tweet by Cadbury this week saying that it's pronounced creme egg, not cream egg? I've been calling it that for 2 years.
Creme egg?
It's creme egg, not cream egg. Confirmed by Cadbury's.
Right, before we shoot it back...
Groundbreaking stuff.
Before we shoot it back to Joe, we need to make sure that he gets his... I call it a creme egg award.
Is it a creme egg or a cream egg? Let us know in the comments what you think. I think it's madness. It's got to be cream egg.
It's cream.
I'm sure they'll be discussing that amongst many footballing things. We're going to send it back over.
Happy Easter, everyone.
To the 2 Joes. Going to send it over to 2 Joes and Jay Motti. Happy Easter, everyone. See you later.
Happy Easter, everyone.
When
indeed.
is Easter?
It's a good while away, isn't it?
April, 4th of April, one of them.
You got to think it's 40 days from Pancake Day.
Oh, so right, that makes it easier then.
Yeah,
first of all, when the fuck was Pancake Day? Second of all, how do you add 40 in months? No one knows how to do that.
It's about 30.
Because how many
1 month for 10 days,
there?
isn't it? When was Pancake Day, everyone? Not far ago, was it?
Not far ago.
What?
Not really heard that
as a
phrase before.
You're mixing up time and
you didn't even know when
distance,
Easter was. April the 1st.
It's not April the 1st. I've just said it's April the 4th or 5th.
I bet you anything it's
right,
April
the game's
the 1st.
kicked off, by the way, in the middle of all this
I bet you a tenner.
nonsense.
I bet you a tenner it's not April the 1st.
It's what you...
I bet you a tenner.
We don't encourage gambling on this.
Yeah, well, Easter's a couple of days, isn't it? Go Friday, Saturday...
Easter, we're talking Easter Sunday.
Unless we're sponsored to.
We've bet each other a tenner that it's the 1st.
It's Jake on a tenner.
It's the 4th, I told you. You owe me a tenner. Cheers, mate.
No.
I mean, you do owe me a tenner. It's as simple as that.
Technically, it starts on the 1st, what's the Thursday called? Do you know, when...
Ash Wednesday.
No, Thursday with Palm Thursday. And then there's Good Friday.
Well, it starts on Ash Wednesday, mate.
No, because that's bin, mate.
Yeah, I know.
But if anyone cares, there's United and City are still playing.
You owe me a tenner. It's simple as
that.
Man United are back underway. No subs at half-time, I think, for United. Dan James, I would probably say, was the pick of United's forwards in that first half.
It's just because he had that one good run.
Well, no, it's not, because I think he's pressed better than most. He hasn't given the ball away as much. See, Rashford's had more of the ball, but I think Dan James has done more with it, sort of pound for pound.
I don't think he touched it until that late run.
Yeah, well, I agree, but no one did.
But
would be my point.
But no, I thought Marcus was getting like a lot more of the ball on the left hand side. Did a couple of good runs. There was one where I think Fred and Luke Shaw finally caught up with him.
Yeah.
Well, it was a bit miserable first half. He's hoping for a better second
Anthony
half.
Martial didn't do a lot, but he won the penalty, so that's enough.
Got some Pepsi.
So not being too critical. I mean, the fact is, the forwards weren't getting, none of them were getting much of the ball.
No.
It was more a case of the midfield sort of trying to get a foothold, and that
Giving
didn't
it
happen.
away.
But like you were saying, Joe, the most important thing is the scoreline.
And if it stays like this, I don't really mind how much pressure we have to soak up. Obviously,
Crikey.
there may be a breaking point, and McTominay does well there. That's good. That's a foul, ref.
I mean, come on, ref.
Oh, he's ran across him there. That's a bit tight.
That's not gonna. Yeah, that is very tight.
Mahrez.
Oh,
The box. It's a shot, and he's hit the crossbar.
Is it the bar?
Yeah.
I couldn't see that.
Rodri's hit the crossbar there
I
for
couldn't
City.
keep up with that. I couldn't really see the ball then. What happened? Did he hit the bar?
Yep.
Rodri's done well for himself, hasn't he?
He has, hasn't he?
Just as a player.
Mahrez plays it into Jesus, who just lays it off to Rodri. It's a bit of a bouncing
Didn't want
pass.
to
And he hits it on the half volley. And it just
never
hits
trouble him,
the
that was
corner of the bar and post there. But one of them where it felt further away than it was, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That would have had to have come in about 8 inches for it to gone in.
Yeah.
Pep squeezing his head in frustration.
What? We've not learned.
Jesus
We've
wept.
not learned that we
Why
can't play
are
out
we
from the
doing
back.
that?
Scott McTominay controlling
And
the
now
ball.
we've given away a free
you
kick
can
there.
probably get lost.
It's a terrible pass from Wan-Bissaka.
He's
Wan-Bissaka
absolutely
makes a
blasted it at
10-yard
him.
pass at McTominay's bollocks for him to control on the edge of the box. Like, that's a shocking pass,
was
isn't
terrible.
it?
It is a
Keep
bad
it
pass.
on the floor. How's he meant to control that? He's got 2 men on him, and you're smacking it at waist height.
Come on.
Really poor.
What stadium do you think looks the best with no fans in? Like, who's decorated it the best?
I think United have done a
United
decent
have done
job.
a great
to be honest.
job,
I think City's
United have done
Some
great.
of the lads have been involved in that,
Very
suggestions and
lacklustre.
that, from like the CRA and stuff like that. They were the ones
Yeah.
who did the football is nothing without fans banner or suggestion.
I think
That's class.
And I'm not just saying that. I do think United stands out to me anyway.
Here we go. Another De Bruyne special. Surprised Fred's not lying down there in front of Basaka.
Just lying down at home. Zinchenko whips it in, and it's
Well
Ball
done, Dean
Henderson. Let's
Henderson.
get a bit of
Blames the
something on
ball.
it. There's no urgency there. Now we're going to play out from the back, lose it, and City go again. I just, we saw a great Daniel James run. Why aren't we picking him out? Oh,
There you go.
Jesus, we can't even get it out of
Henderson
our
did well
box.
there, and it's a good throw out to Luke Shaw, who
Oh,
takes it on his
on
chest and
Shaw.
comes inside. That's a
Go on,
brilliant
Luke
touch
Shaw.
from Luke Shaw.
Come on, Shaw.
Show him your pace.
Rashford on the left, cuts inside, back to Luke Shaw, who hits it.
Yes!
I don't believe it! Yes! Oh my God!
Come on,
Fucking hell.
Luke Shaw!
What a fucking finish that is!
Do you know what? He was telling the truth. He is the best finisher. He's fucking had us over.
He got the ball, he ran with it,
Great
he kept
throw
running,
from
he found a
Henderson,
mid
and
pass.
this touch on his chest from Luke
This
Shaw
is a
sensational.
fantastic
Well done,
goal.
Shaw.
He slices through 2 players there, takes
Nice
it on his
little
chest.
ones. Oh,
Yeah,
No,
he's
but
well
well
onside.
onside. Well onside.
Rashford does well as well.
I'll
Luke
be
Shaw
spooked
just
if
drops
they don't
off,
give
keeps a
that.
bit of space, takes a touch, puts it across the goalkeeper, and Edison just stands still and watches it go in the bottom corner. I was thinking, I hope United can hang on after those first few minutes after half time, because if they get a goal, we'll be fucked.
I couldn't believe my
That is
eyes.
absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Oh, piss me.
They're not checking the Rashford thing, are they?
No. Deaglan,
Go on,
so if I'm
Shaw!
pronouncing that wrong. Pollock, best finisher at the club, getting some.
Oh my God. I can't believe that's just happened. That's fantastic.
Roberto Shaw loss with the goal.
Right, let's hold on to it. Let's not. If they. Oh.
Luke Berto Shaw loss, I'm going with.
Like you said though there, Joe, Dean Henderson as well. Oh, he's just giving it away as I
Don't worry
said
about
it.
that. The thing with Dean Henderson, what he did there, 2 things you don't see De Gea do much these days. He comes out and collects a cross, and he finds a difficult throw over 25 yards.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see De Gea doing that as much these days.
Right, I just really, for
Well
everyone's
done,
nerves.
That's our ball, that. Came back off him.
For everyone's nerves,
Maybe
let's
not.
just hope City don't get one anytime soon.
Fair enough.
Because I'll be done.
And certainly, let's hope they don't get 2 or 3, eh?
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
That'd
Unless,
be us losing the game.
unless
that
of course, we get 2 or 3 as well.
one. Well, in that case, Jay, the numbers add up, and that would make it 4.
Be some 40 minutes this if City score 3.
Some 41.
What?
What? I don't know.
Do you know what?
I'll just predict how many minutes will be left.
Yeah. Great band. What's this tune?
All the small things.
No,
Blink 182.
That no.
Honestly,
some 41.
they're the same band.
Lies.
Some 41 and Blink 182, same band,
No.
same songs. Some 41's like fucking
It's not Stacey's
Fat
mum, is
Lip
it?
and all that. Stacey's mum is Fountains of Wayne. You idiot.
Same band, and I'm in too deep. And
He's right though. It is all the same, isn't it? It's all like American Pie
punk
type
pop.
Can't say
Yeah,
that.
like
Jimmy Eat World. The middle.
Yeah, do you know like got caught wanking and all that.
Excuse me. That sounds like one of our watch-alongs.
Who got caught wanking?
No, those types of songs. It's all like American Pie type stuff.
We had a Danger Wank feature on
Oh, yeah, we're not
last
doing
week's
that
watch
again.
but we're not
That
going
was-
into that again.
Jesus, what did that involve?
Fat Lip, yeah, Mark Hatton.
Nudity.
It involved a little bit of nudity and it involved Jay getting ready for a bath, let's say. A nice hot bath.
How did you? Oh, this is.
Don't worry about that. City have got the ball again.
I'm
Luke
enjoying
Shaw's
this
got
more
the
now.
ball.
We're 2-0 up.
I can't cope, man.
It would be
Football.
gutting.
I can't cope. We're winning 2-0 against
It'd
City.
be gutting if something
Joe.
happens. Here.
Joe,
Stop
I
it.
tell you what, you make Andy Tate seem positive.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're 2-0 up and all you're talking about is what happens if we lose. Enjoy yourself.
I'm having a great time. I am having a great time. Just love being around friends.
It's
You know what
nice,
I mean?
isn't it?
The 2 J's in my life.
Go on, Tony. Keep the ball. Keep the ball. Well done.
Did well
Good
there.
pass.
You did well.
And that's a good pass as well. You can
Oh,
tell
that's
the
a
way
little
you
great
did.
bit of spell.
Go on, Marcus.
Come on.
Run at him.
Run it. Oh!
Oh, just not enough pace on it
There wasn't
there.
quite enough on it, was
Right
there?
idea.
Right
Dan
idea,
James
nice
doing well
idea.
there. Dan James winning headers.
I know. You could tell it was a
Like
good
it.
pass. You could tell the way Bruno hit it. He'd caught it nice. And
Yeah.
Dan James did well. And the pass from Rashford wasn't quite
No, it wasn't
powerful
enough
enough,
pace
was
on
it?
it, was there?
No.
Manchester United, much better. Even though we obviously took the lead in the first half, we
Yeah.
sort of sat back a lot then, but the
Well,
second half.
The first half, the first 10 minutes, or first 5 minutes.
Sorry, that's, yeah.
Just wait till this. Let's see what happens here.
They're in here.
No, Jesus plays it out to Morris. Finds an overlapping.
Get rid of that ball. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
And Harry Maguire lashes it away. The first 5 minutes,
Stop. Hey,
City
come
was
on,
sort
that
of
was a bit too hectic.
comically.
He's absolutely
Like,
levered
you've
the
not
back
got
of
the
him.
free kick, so
Yes,
no
don't just
point.
stand still for ages.
moaning.
Ah!
Jesus
Go
wept.
on now.
And in the meantime,
Let's get a third.
your teammates have gone and got the ball back.
Yeah, and,
Get this
and,
third. Oh!
and Martial's nowhere to be seen
Yeah.
because
Come
he
on.
stood fucking
Come on.
remonstrating with the ref. So it's Bruno. There you go. Martial finally got in the box. So I just stood there for 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah,
just
it was
stood
really
still.
annoying that because you could see he wasn't.
Unlucky there. Good play though from Bruno. The ref gave one.
Oh,
The ref gave one on a heavy tackle on the Martial one, and then Bruno put a heavy tackle in straight away, and he thought, I can't give that one
Yeah.
after not giving the last one.
He's still going on about match. I get it. It's annoying, but like you were saying there, just get the ball back, man.
And also the situation that we ended up getting as a result of Bruno's tackle was probably better than we would have got from a free kick 35 yards out from our own goal anyway.
the one thing
It's
about
a
Manchester
counter-attacking
derbies
chance.
recently, they are being so
Right, quick now. Don't
unpredictable.
wait.
Yeah, they are unpredictable.
You can't.
Yeah.
There was a couple of years back when City were on that unbelievable. Oh, lovely bit of turn there. Sorry.
I don't know if he
Come
meant
on,
it, but he's
come
good ball
on.
there, Martial.
Out
Nice,
wide.
nice.
Out wide.
Nice.
Come on, find a pass. Dan James on the ball. He skied it. I think it's a corner.
Bruno's
is it?
going mad.
Corner ball, I think. Martial's
We're all
annoyed.
going mad.
I think
Tell you what, you
Martial's
get some
unhappy with
looks
that
off
as well.
you. You get some looks off Fernandes and Martial if you don't.
To be
play
fair, he
them.
did really well here,
He does
Martial.
really well.
Carries it nicely. Decent ball to Dan James there.
Should play it back to Bruno there.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Bruno's-
pass is difficult to Martial. Martial's got a.
I don't know why Martial's
face on him,
fuming.
but he's behind 2 players.
No,
It would have been
the
really
obvious
hard.
one was Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno's got a point there. Martial stood there looking at the sky. He just seems pissed off to me, Martial.
Yeah,
and I know his disposition it tends to be a bit more.
Come on, Harry. Get your big
stone-faced,
slab
but
on this,
he
mate.
looks fuming.
Come on, Harry.
Come on, corner. To
Come on, Harry.
Come on, Harry.
You can feel it in the waters. 3.
Come on, 3-0 will be fucking brilliant.
Oh,
Go on,
a Luke
Shaw.
Shaw special.
Hey.
That's outside the day. It's a good cross as well. Fred on the edge of the box. Imagine if Fred hit one from the edge of the box and this was the
I
goal.
can't. Do you know what? I can't even
A
imagine.
Paul Scholes-esque Aston Villa worldie. What happened then, guys?
I think they want much of a pass on, so Maguire just booted it as hard as he could.
Yeah. Well, never mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
City haven't started the second half well, have they? Almost a repeat of the first half. Not quite as shaky, but they've allowed United to press and hold the ball a bit more than we did, or certainly counter-attack a bit more than we did. Because there was points in that first half where it didn't even look like we could get it back.
I'm hoping that the game's going to open up a bit more, obviously, because they've really got to go for it now, and they've got half an hour.
Yeah,
to
and
get
we
2
can hopefully
goals
capitalise on
and
that.
3 if they want to get the win.
Do you think this part of them will think, don't really matter if we lose this?
I think so. I think that can happen.
Yeah.
I think, back in the day when United were dominating and we had cushions, you sort of got that sense sometimes, didn't you, in games?
Yeah, there's sometimes City turned
when United were like 10 points clear or whatever, and then you lose a game and you're like, okay, I'm not saying you don't want to win, and Fergie obviously will go mad, but it could sort of set in like, oh, this isn't the end of the world.
Yeah,
I remember, do you remember when we got beat off the Scousers at 4-1, which is obviously horrible, but I remember leaving Old Trafford after that game thinking, well, we're still 2 games, 5 points clear with a game in hand or whatever it was.
Nice.
And for City, it wouldn't be unreasonable to say not getting an injury is more important than winning this game. Do you know what I mean? Like, they want to win the Champions League and the Premier League.
Marshall!
That's a shithead of that, man.
He could have hit that. He could have volleyed it.
It was poor.
That was poor. Very
was
poor.
about 4 yards out of the back post. And diving header
It's weak.
Gets nothing on it. But yeah, them keeping a fit squad for the Champions League is probably more important than winning this. As shit as that
let's
is to
face
say.
facts, and I don't want to be negative because...
Oof.
Is it but Luke Shaw there?
Oh, Luke Shaw.
Just blocking Mahrez. Yeah, he stepped across him, didn't he?
Compared to Mahrez, he didn't look like I hurt him too much, but Luke Shaw just like a little thumping ball.
He did the right thing there, Luke Shaw.
Yeah, he did. Professional foul.
Take a fucking yellow
I wonder
now.
what
They know what they're doing anyway.
I wonder what's up with Luke Shaw, because he went down and was
I think he could have hit that the volley, could he not?
I don't know what he's doing, really.
Yeah.
He runs too far. He just misreads the flight of the ball. He runs around it. Like, if he was 6 inches further back,
That's a
he's
player.
got a plain
This is
header
what
on
I'm
it.
going back to. Who's got confidence.
Yeah, because he's misread the flight of the ball totally there.
If he's got any
Martial.
confidence there, like you say...
When does the confidence start becoming he's a bit shit?
Well, it's not like I don't think he's a bad player. Like, is he not a good footballer, Andy Martial?
It's a bad time to say that, Jay, because he's just got just stood on the ball.
That was
and
like a
got tackled.
WWE style wrestling move. I know what I'm saying. Sterling now.
Good
Well
block
done,
by
Aaron
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka again. No, I don't feel like he's shit at football. I don't buy into that argument. I think he's obviously got a lot of skill and a lot of ability, and even though he's not playing particularly well of late, you can still see he's got it in him. I think he's just in front of goal, especially. Guys, it's just deserted him.
Yeah.
The Burnley game was the one for me. When he's thrown goal in the last minute, and he just does that sort of pass back.
Just passed it to the goalie, didn't he? Corner to City. And
Oh,
Mahrez is
we'll have them
arriving.
all day. We'll have them all
I've
day.
never seen him in
We'll
my
have them all day.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as this clock gets ticking down, we're in this half an hour to go now. It's one of those, isn't it? We win 2-0. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But is this the
Henderson's throw there is fantastic. Gets us going. Look
The
out.
thing is, but that throw it's a good throw.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that we've got to the point where we think that's brilliant is kind of a bit worrying, because it's a good throw, but it's not a Schmeichel 60-yard throw, is it? It's a good throw, but we're just not used to seeing it.
No,
at the
we're not
minute.
though.
I know.
You know what I mean? We can say the same.
I'm
In
not
the
saying
West
don't praise
Ham
him,
game.
Yeah.
But we're saying then, oh, it's a good clearance, albeit it might have gone out. That ends up with Pogba's goal.
Yeah.
But we don't see that.
No.
From David De Gea. I know that's what you're saying. I'm not arguing because I know
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
you're saying. But yeah, you might be going overrating it a little bit, but we don't see that week in, week out.
No.
You know,
And the fact that he collects
look
the ball.
at the Everton game in the last minute, and what do we do? What does De Gea do? I'm not out to dig him out because he's not even playing. He's just had a baby and
He's
all
got
that.
2 buckets.
But it's just who say it comes straight back at us.
Yeah.
We
get
just
a
don't
third
clear. We don't see it from our goalkeeper.
No.
Oh.
Jesus wept.
Well done, Wan-Bissaka. Recovered well
Wan-Bissaka
there.
fell over.
And then he gave it away, though. So
And now we're overlapped.
Gundogan. Well done, Tony Marshall.
Nice.
Putting good pressure.
Let's make the most of this now. It's like a 4-on-4.
Go on, Marshall. Play it. Pass
Play it in front of him.
Rashford. He's tried to go past his man.
Marcus.
Come on. There's been opportunities here where we could have capitalised and even got another, but
Why was Henderson booked? Does anyone know?
Was it time wasted?
Was it time wasted? I mean, I don't know why.
Aaron Quinn with the super chat. I love how Wan-Bissaka lets opponents have a little space to think they've gotten away from him, then his leg comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to watch. He is very good at that.
Yeah.
He's a very fun player to watch, even though sometimes there's a bit of some mistakes in him.
That's fantastic.
Leave it on him a bit as well.
That's
I like
really
that,
good.
where, you know, Bref can't exactly book him for that or say it was a foul, but you could tell that hurt Sterling.
Yeah.
Sterling's like, I'm not doing that
That's
again.
a good tackle.
He's
so
fun.
good.
It was interesting, wasn't it, against us in the Carabao Cup, how Sterling moved over to the right, didn't he?
Yeah.
And put Foden on the left, because Sterling's probably, sees Wan-Bissaka.
If it stays like this now and the minutes count down, what
That's
do you
good
see
for
Ollie
Martial.
doing in terms of substitutions? Does he
I'd
bring
keep it
anyone
exactly
else?
as it is for now. Personally,
Right,
I mean,
he's letting it play on. He's letting it play on. Come on.
Why is
like
It's
that's
so
not an
hard for
advantage, is
him
it?
there.
That's not an advantage. Thank you. It's not an advantage.
No,
The
wait,
thing
listen.
is,
It gives us an advantage with
Yeah.
3 players around.
Yeah.
Fred.
And the thing with that is, people
Fred.
say, "Oh, he had time." The ball's got. Advantage isn't about a number of seconds. It's about whether
Are they in a better
he's in
position?
advantage, and he's not. He's surrounded by 4 City players just because it took him 3 or 4 seconds to
There's a
lose
lot
it.
why the cameras are focused on Henderson a lot. What did he do? Is it
Presumably, they're talking a lot about
the throw?
Is he better than De Gea? All that kind of
Oh, right,
conversation.
yeah.
I would assume. And he's been very good today. He's dealt with the sort of. I mean, let's be honest, not particularly dangerous shots City have had, and he contributed to an attack again. And plucking the ball out of the air for me
It's
is
the
always
little
good.
things, though, that, you can say, oh, it's only this, it's only that. But we've seen that become a problem recently.
Walker's coming
We've
on.
seen that. We've not dominated the box. We've not been... Our distribution's gone to the
Time
dogs.
wasted and he got
I thought
booked
it
up.
was. I thought it was the only thing it could have been, really, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's terrible.
He's trying to do something too clever there. He didn't need to do that. And
City
now
are
City
just
are
counter-attacking
I think
here.
it's time
Could
to take
do
a
with
booking, son.
It's time to
He's
take a
offside
one
there,
of
I
these.
think. He looked offside to me.
No penalty. No penalty.
It looked offside, and then there was a tackle from Luke Shaw where he certainly didn't get the ball.
Oh, you don't
but
want
the
that
ref
because
said
Right,
it's
well,
not.
let's not, you know what I mean?
Why are we all waiting? What are we waiting for?
It's like you've
Come
given
on.
up.
What's going on?
And Dan James, get off on your toes.
Just
Why
slow
don't we
down.
just slow down? We just
Like
thought,
sometimes
oh,
those
okay.
decisions happen and everyone's going, "Oh, we're just waiting for VAR. No point counter-attacking. We're going for VAR
And now you've
instead."
ended up with, inviting pressure.
Yeah.
No, we don't need this.
Anderson to Maguire.
We don't need
Maguire to Shaw. There's a bit of space for Shaw here, which we weren't getting in the first half. Their press has slowed down a touch, hasn't it, City? Because there, I know obviously we're back behind it now, but Luke Shaw's getting the ball there with 10 yards around him, and he wasn't. And again, McTominay here, he didn't have the
got
space.
caught, you know,
Look at him, he's ran 30 yards inside his own half.
That's what we were
uncontested.
missing the whole
We
of
didn't
the
have
first
any of that.
half. Come
Go on,
I've
Rashford.
run at them.
Yeah, they're worried here, City. You can tell they've lost a yard comfortably. It's when City lost, Liverpool lost 7-2. What it was against Thingy, and we lost 6-1 to Tottenham. I think it was a couple of weeks later.
I just can't be dealing with a City goal.
That's a good cross, and it's just out for a goal kick.
City
Now, I
knocking
wonder
on the
if we're gonna
door
get
here,
a
we're all
replay of-
shaking.
Get a replay of that situation inside the box where it looked to me like
Maybe.
their player
Is
was
this not-
offside. They're not showing the replay.
Maybe it's just because it was. What did we make? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we've not seen a replay of that situation.
As much
before.
as those
Looks
moments
as though they're
happen
not.
and the minutes tick by, Walker's on now. What does Kyle Walker? who's he
On for
taking off?
Cancelo.
So Walker's just going to be putting more pressure on the width, aren't they? I mean, he's probably going to give our wing backs a bit more of a headache.
Maybe, but people
Oh,
are
this
going on
is-
about
this is
Cancelo
on
like
me,
he's.
isn't it?
They might be resting Cancelo, you know. I wonder what. That's a strange substitution to me. I think he might be resting him there.
He's Cancelo said he's picked up and.
Not sure.
Well,
Tony
for
Martial,
swatching
tell you
for
what.
Kyle Walker-
Second half, he's been very good. Anthony Martial coming back and winning the ball back much better. First half, I thought he was poor.
Maybe got a bit of a bollocking.
Maybe.
Or just maybe a confidence boost, like you said, Jay. Maybe Ollie took him to one side.
He missed that chance.
I just don't. I'm not buying into this idea that he's shit. Like, I'm just not having it. He's not a shit footballer. He's just
playing shit. a bit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. There's reasons for that.
That's what I say to myself after 5-side every week.
You're not shit. You've just
I'm
been
just
playing shit for 12 years.
12 years. Corn Shaw get a second.
Yeah, sure.
Come on,
Shaw
Shaw.
to Rashford. Come on then, now show for it.
I mean, we did not have time on the ball like this
No.
at all in the
No,
first half.
That's what I'm saying. The City are wobbling a bit because United are holding the ball in a way they weren't doing at all in the first half. I think City chucked a lot of effort and energy behind that press, and it didn't pay off with a goal.
No.
And then us getting that second goal has been almost like a sucker punch to them because they've been not the same team at all second half. But United need to capitalise on that because if we do concede, they'll come flying back at us. There's no doubt about that. It's not like, well, City are shit for the rest of the game. I reckon United could do with another goal here, put it to bed, because If they get one, it's going to be horrible at any time.
It's going to be an awful 24 minutes left of this game.
If City get a goal, but obviously
the anxiety's
the aim
boosted.
is
I
to
mean,
not
but
do that. Hold on, Dan
Ref?
James, and that's a foul there.
I said 2-2.
That's a booking then, surely. Luke Shaw just got booked for the exact same thing. You're not going to book him?
No, because maybe, I don't know.
Has he not booked him?
I'm stunned he wears 11 as well, Zinchenko. It doesn't suit it because obviously he likes a gigs. And that,
bringing on Phil Foden.
Great. I mean, you can say what about City players, but I do think Phil Foden's a great player, and he just brings a bit more energy to the squad. None of them have looked very threatening in front of goal, so Foden might be that man.
They've not really had any clear-cut opportunities, have they, City?
No. Who's the man who who does he take off? They didn't create one big chance in the first half. Not one.
Martial, good turn. He's kept the ball well there. Now
Nice.
keep it
Look in
again.
the
Find a pass. Well done. Tony Marshall to Bruno. Back to Tony.
Bruno.
And Rashford's got a shot here. What's he doing?
It's it, Marcus.
Why would you not
Why
shoot?
tried to side foot it to Marshall? Just put your foot through it.
Confidence in it. We're 2-0 up. Let's get a third.
That was
Dan
weird,
James.
that.
Yeah, it was.
I'd
like
have
that.
thought, no matter what,
Like-
Rashford's going to have a dig here.
Like smack it near post like he did against Tottenham. Bruno, edge of the box. To Rashford.
Come on,
Rashford
you've all
wants
got
Shaw
a great
to
shot on
overlap.
you.
Fred to McTominay. Takes it in his stride. Who gets fouled there. And it's gone to Tony Marshall. He's playing on.
Oh, Tony! One-on-one there. What was he? 6 yards out, is he? Well, a bit further out.
He's just...
That's fucking awful,
Oh,
isn't it?
one-on-one.
That's a
He's
shit
8 yards
shot.
out.
And he's passed
and
it
it's
straight at the
the
fucking
keeper.
goalkeeper, man.
Straight at him.
Oh, it's the
Oh, it's
worst.
such a bad-
worst-
He goes so
it's one of the
early.
worst
He
shots
doesn't
I've
allow...
ever seen.
He's passed it like Ederson's already fallen over, and he hasn't. Oh, that would have been it. That's game over if he scores that.
That's a player who's got no confidence in front of goal.
I mean, that's twice we've said that.
What do we do? Just keep putting him on and opening
Well, you ain't got anyone
What would
else.
you drop him?
Cavani's not fit, is he? And Igalo's playing in...
and he,
So if you say if Greenwood's in one-on-one there, he scores that, doesn't he?
You'd think so.
Oh, it's just frustrating.
Luke Shaw.
Come on, nice ball.
Corner
Oh.
ball, and Ederson can claim that. Oh, I
Get
think
back,
that would have been
that's a
given as
moment
well.
that to win us the game.
That's game over if he scores there. Now they're counter-attacking
Come
City.
on, the boys.
Take the foul, take the foul.
take
Well
the
done,
yellow.
Rashford. Brilliant tracking back.
Well
Marcus
done,
Rashford.
son.
Takes the ball cleanly. Don't have to foul anyone.
I always get nervous when the keeper's like that. Come on.
That's fucking
I can't believe
frustrating.
how many big chances Tony's had this season
We're-
and not scored.
We're
That's
playing so much better in this first half, though.
Right, it's
There's
just
a bit of space
Leeds
now.
United all over again.
Oh, right. We'll take the corner. Come on.
Such a sitter,
20
that.
minutes to go. 20 minutes.
I don't know why he's gone that side.
Oh, he's down,
Rashford's
I thought he
down.
pulled up Rashford when he won the ball then.
Rashford looks like
I
he's
hope he
injured.
hasn't pulled up.
If he's off, we're in serious trouble.
What do you do? You bring Match on? Do you go more defensive and just hopefully
It's gotta
last
be
20
Greenwood,
minutes
hasn't it?
rides out? Do you just put Matic on?
It looks like
Sit
his
back?
ankle, the
I'd
dressing Rashford's left
Greenwood on.
ankle, which has been a problem for about 18 months, hasn't it,
Yeah.
that ankle?
Well, you do make decisions, Joe. What would you do here? I don't know if I'd put Matic on and just fucking ride it out for 20 minutes.
I don't know if I'd do that. I think the reason we've looked good second half is because we haven't just sat back. I'd be more
that side
tempted. I'd be more
passes.
tempted to put Greenwood on than Matic. I'd put Greenwood on.
Where is he now? Rashford there. Let's have a look at
Yeah,
him.
great sprinting
Marcus
back. And he
Rashford
just
here.
dispossesses Mahrez really well.
Oh, yeah.
Does he get stood on or
I
does
don't
he just
know.
roll his ankle?
I think this. To be honest, I would say this isn't the game for Diallo. This isn't the situation for
No.
a young lad who's played 70 first team minutes. I would bring Mason
Jesus
Greenwood
off for Foden, I think, is it?
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Jesus, I'm stunned he's still in the City squad. I don't think he gets in. Definitely getting in the United team. Any other team in the Premier League?
They've won 21 on the trot. Has he not played a part in that? Has he not been a big... I'm not watching a lot of
played up
City.
front a lot. hasn't
Gundogan's played. What's his stat? How many has he scored in that 21 wins?
And I mean, I'm
11
not
at least.
saying I know. I'm just
11 at
curious.
least.
he? For Gundogan, yeah.
No, for Jesus, sorry.
All right.
I'm not sure. Ben
This
Huddart
doesn't look good for Marcus Rashford. He's limping heavily.
sat watching with the boys in Mansfield. So nervous. Come on, United.
Greenwood on.
Up Mansfield.
Greenwood, it looks
Wood
like
has.
it's going to be Greenwood for Rashford.
Yeah, I think that's like for like, isn't it? Fair
Yeah.
enough. The one thing you don't get with Greenwood is that tracking back that we just saw from Rashford there, and as the corner goes in and claimed
Well,
again
good
by
enough.
Dean
That's just-
Henderson.
Dan James, I'm hearing, will go over to his natural left.
But that's a guess. So
I'm guessing there.
yeah, but yeah, brilliant from Henderson. I say brilliant. What you would call comfortable, but
Yeah,
not
as a
every
good
goalkeeper
goalkeeper.
does that, do they? It's easy to say that.
What's happened here?
Just chuck the ball out of play there. Don't know what's gone on there. I think Rashford's walking around the pitch and we're down to 10 minutes at the minute.
Do you think if Henderson could have kicked it a bit further down?
So now they've just took that without letting us make the sub, I think.
I mean,
dirty.
You know what? In fairness,
dirty.
It's not dirty. It's just
there's no imperative for them to
it's just
let us do
stupidity
that.
from us.
Yeah, I agree. They've got
Do you
no
know what I
reason
mean?
to.
Just play normally.
It's not like
we're ready.
Yeah, I mean, really, Rashford should have sat down on the pitch until Greenwood came on. I would say.
I
If
thought
you're
he
wasting
sat down
time,
when he got moved off by the ref.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wait for a stretcher or something. That's what I'd do. Fuck that.
Cool,
Can't
one of
move
those
if I can't
mobiles.
walk. Zinchenko, he's offside there, I think.
Let it go.
Either
Right.
way.
Now can we make our sub?
Now let's get someone on. He's fuming, isn't he?
Ole's mad. Ole going for the fist
What's happened here? Oh, there was a little bit of something between Pep and Ole.
Don't know what's happened.
Oh,
there.
I think they're talking about the Rashford situation. I think he's gonna kick it off, going, "Why didn't you just let us play on?" And Pep and Ole having words. It's mad, isn't it? It's weird to see Ole against Pep like that. Greenwood's on now, though.
Yeah, Greenwood's come on for Rashford. Obviously, Rashford looks like, to me, left ankle. The ref.
Well, he's got his left
The
foot
physio
off.
was sort of moving his foot around when
Yeah.
there wasn't no test of a hamstring or anything like that, from what I could see. That's a good play there from Scott McTominay. It's a good pass from Fred as well. And now we've got Dan James on the left, as predicted.
By myself.
Yeah, via Cam.
Oh, he's got away
Dan
with it.
James.
Go on, Dan.
Come on now.
Well done, lad. Well
He's
done.
still
Keep
got
the
it.
ball,
He's still
keep the
got it.
ball. He's done well to keep the ball
Come
there.
on. Oh.
Make a run.
Bruno, I don't know what you're doing
You just
there.
don't know. Oh, crap.
Bruno played the ball out. It was never going to happen. I don't know what he's thinking.
Right, 2-0. How many minutes left? 15 minutes to go. Clock.
James Marshall, blue C star TS. Manchester is red and always has been. Isn't that right, Jay?
Nice.
Always,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah,
It's not
very
even
nice.
a debate about that.
I've got to say, the first half went very quick, I thought. This second half has not gone quick at all.
No.
Could do with it going a little bit quicker. Because this, if it's 2-1, Jay, I'm done.
City holding the ball a little bit, but he's gone past a couple there, Gundogan. And they're just 2 or 3 times there. There was half chances for United to win that ball back, and City were just quicker than us. And
Oh, he's got
Foden's
too
running
much
into space here. To Mahrez.
Morris, they're
KDB on the overlap. He's passed it
well.
into Foden.
Oh, my days.
I thought that'd gone in. Do you know from the angle that we're seeing
Oh,
that there?
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that'd gone in Henderson's
Oh, my
right hand
days.
side.
Great bit of play there from City, and we need to stop that straight away.
Yeah, there was a couple of times on the touchline there, like I said, where United just were half a second late to a couple of tackles. McTominay was just a bit late, and Greenwood was just a bit late, and then so was Fred. It's a good pass back.
Also, Shaw needs to watch out because he is on a yellow, so he doesn't want to.
Yeah, so's Maguire.
Oh, there's trouble, isn't there?
Yeah, he slashes that in the end. It's a poor shot, really, but from the angle you're seeing it on telly, hard to read it.
We're still playing out from the back.
Yeah.
And it's only worked for us once.
Putting
now,
ourselves under pressure here.
Yeah, we are. Sometimes we're our own worst
And
enemy,
how
aren't
many
we?
times have we given the ball away from a throw in our half? We throw it, a poor touch from one of our players, and they pick the ball up. Lindelof.
Wouldn't mind seeing
Maguire, McTominay.
a more steady midfield for the last 15 minutes.
I would rather we didn't just sit back, because they can score 2 in 5 minutes, no problem. I'd rather keep it as it is and actually have a chance of getting another rather than basically resigning to the fact that they're going to have the ball for 20 minutes. United just doing a decent job of wasting some time here.
Only 15 now.
Yeah. Bruno does well. Again, we're in this sort of perpetual tippy-tappy lose the ball, and Bruno slashes
Bloody
it over
hell,
to
that
Luke
was
Shaw on the
could have
left.
been
Right,
awful.
Dan James is here. Go on, send him.
Come on now, send him. Oh,
No, he's got some space to run into. It's not bad by Luke Shaw. You just got to keep the
Shaw.
ball.
Come on now. Now,
Fred.
nice.
Fred does
Someone
well
help him.
Bad touch.
He just looks like man versus boy there, doesn't it? I mean, physically and
mentally.
Oh,
Goal kick to City.
Walker and Daniel James. That pair up's not good.
No, it's
He
not
looks
ideal.
like he's.
So say,
that
I mean,
pair
you
up's
say
not
that,
good.
but
Luke Shaw's down
Shaw's
again.
down.
He was down in the first half, wasn't he? I don't quite know what's up with him. Macy tell us for the last 15. I'm not sure what's happened there. No pun intended. Pep looking like a ghostly owl. Don't know what's up with
And what's
him.
a ghostly owl look like? Pep Guardiola? What do you mean?
I don't like how he's. I don't like. I tell you what I don't like about Pep Guardiola. How he's perpetually doing tiny little spits all the time. He's always doing that.
I don't get spitting me too much. Do you?
But he's not doing
When
big
you play
spits.
football or what? Like
Do you spit as
It's like
much?
he can't. It's like he can't do that. He has to spit every bit of spit out of his mouth all the time. Stop spitting all the time.
I love how
Either do a big
Fernandez
spit
just
or
passed
stop
the bottle
spitting.
of water back to Ollie.
Over and over again. It's
just
weird.
his way.
Well, it is his way. But I don't like it. I'm telling you that. It's disgusting, especially in this COVID era that we're all living in.
Yeah, we are all living in
Stop
it.
spitting. I bet his living room carpet is covered in spit at all times. Pep Guardiola, tiny little atoms of spit. Walker on the right hand side, and he's allowed Fred to get near him, and then just cut the ball back past him. It's a good block there from I think it was Dan James, wasn't it? Luke Shaw's back on the pitch, by the way.
Helpful.
Yeah.
To see you on the attack here.
Well done, Maguire. That's good defending.
I can see just for our nerves.
That's good defending by Harry Maguire there twice. Fred tried to put him in the shit, and then he had to tackle his way out of that pass. He did well there. Foden on the ball. Back to Zinchenko.
Passing it around all right.
Keep going,
nicely, aren't
Reds.
they?
Just holding the ball a bit, City now. Walker. Who's that, Mahrez? They're playing it around the back. Good pressing from Dan James.
Yeah, nice.
Fred going out to the left.
I just think the nerves are setting in now a bit for everyone, including us.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous.
12 minutes to
Are
go.
you nervous?
I'm nervous.
Are you nervous, Jay?
Yeah, massively so.
Especially if they get one here. I'd be absolutely
Yeah,
shitting
don't talk about it.
They'll
They'll
get
get
one
one. If you
else,
say
innit?
it, they'll get one.
Oh, who's not
Back to
closing it?
Rodri. Oh, just
Nice,
the
nice,
pass-throughs
nice,
there.
nice,
Just
nice.
cut out by McTominay. Go on, Tony. Press him.
Tony's not looked the same since his miss.
Fucking hell, who's that? Sterling. Sterling there with
you know what?
a fucking brilliant chance for City.
Got to get over to that left-hand side quicker now.
Yeah,
Sure.
Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw. I've told you this before.
Right.
Luke Shaw doesn't block crosses.
No, and
he just
you
doesn't.
can see that building up. You can see that he's going to play it out to Kyle Walker.
Like, look, he's 5'6" yards away from him, and he's ducking under it.
I'm stunned. Walker's not starting.
And it's a bad miss from Sterling. He's completely missed the ball.
Yeah.
Walker has changed that right hand side for the City.
And Luke Shaw, the ball coming over, he turns his back away and ducks down, and the ball goes about a centimetre over his head as he ducks
If that's
under
a
it.
goal there.
Come on.
You're asking questions of Luke Shaw.
You just got. He never blocks crosses. No. Like Wan-Bissaka before. I know he gave a corner away, but he's right on Sterling when he's trying to get that ball in the box a few minutes ago, and he blocks it for a corner.
Do not need to be in.
That's poor from Henderson.
Giving the ball
Henderson,
away.
who I've been praising.
With
a terrible ball.
Come on, we've got to press out a bit here. They're holding the ball again now, aren't they, City?
Right, we take
Henderson,
it all
Henderson.
day. Right, now don't give the ball away, Henderson. Oh, he's going to be. Don't get sent off either. Don't put Lee Grant on.
Do you think he'd put Lee Grant on? I think he put.
What do you think he put Maguire in
I think
net?
he put Lindelof in the net before he put Lee Grant in net.
It's Aguero. Pictures of Aguero on the screen there.
Is he on the bench?
I don't know. He's sat on the bench and he's got all the kit on. I assume so.
Why would he be playing?
He's got a bib on.
He's got a bit.
Manchester Derby top scorers: Sergio Aguero 8, Wayne Rooney 8, Eric Cantona 7. Eric Cantona's got them 7 goals in about half the games.
Yeah. In 4 years or 5 years.
That Wayne Rooney and
the ball
Sergio
and how do we
Aguero have
lose
got them in.
that?
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, but we gave the ball away. That was poor. Just allowing a bit of pressure again, aren't we? Some of this pressing's a bit half-arsed as well. Just jogging over to him and getting passed around us.
Not fun. Not fun. Not fun.
Mahrez. Into
It's
Gundogan.
nice. They're just knocking on the door, aren't they? We don't know what to do.
Mahrez, that's a good pass over. Foden's in the box, and it's a good tackle from Greenwood, and a great tackle from Wan-Bissaka.
Is that
there.
Wan-Bissaka again?
Yeah, Greenwood did
come
really
on.
well. Greenwood got goal side of Foden, touched it away, and then Wan-Bissaka cleared and followed it up and cleared it away. We've been in the 80th minute for about 2 weeks.
What is going on?
How slow are these seconds going?
Ah.
Gundogan again. Just play. Oh, it's a
there's so much
fantastic
noise
block from
coming out
Harry
of me.
Maguire.
Come on now.
Go
Let's
on,
get a
Dan.
third and then we can all go home.
Go on, Martial. Bruno's on, right hand side.
Come
Got
on.
Greenwood on the
Use-
overlap as well.
I'd have
Bruno to Greenwood.
Come on, Greenwood.
On the left.
You can do it, mate.
Back to Dan James.
Awful.
Does he let it go or is it a bad pass?
I thought it was a bad pass. I thought it was a bad
It
pass.
looked like a bad pass from Mason.
To be fair,
Greenwood.
he's only just come on Greenwood. He's not had a lot of ball. slagging him off.
And he
Just
did well
frustrating.
defensively, but it's still a bad pass.
Yeah.
Well, now we're in a situation where we don't want him to be. Oh my God.
De Bruyne, Gundogan. Come on, 10 minutes.
Come on. Not much. Hopefully, not much stoppage time either.
You wouldn't
We
have
do
thought there'd be
Rashford
much.
down.
Go on, Luke Shaw, get there. Get near him.
We're
Morris.
just letting them
Yeah.
do what they want.
Holding
And
the
I don't
ball
know if
now,
it's a
aren't
good
they?
or a bad thing.
They're just holding the ball.
He's going to
now,
go out
City.
wide there again.
The cross was on if he wanted it. Thing is, those low crosses work against this defence, but you would hope that in the air we should have an advantage. As John Stones wins ahead of there, but
yeah, it's always a difficult one for him now.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Goal kick to Manchester United.
Now is the time I want to see all the shithousery you were talking about
Yes.
earlier. This is, I want to see Ander Herrera's type.
Yeah, great block by
shithousery.
Oh, I'd love to see Ander Herrera in this game now.
Hey.
But he's eight minutes
Do you know
to
what
go.
I mean?
That's really massive defensive play there from Greenwood, because
Yeah.
that's one of the things I said when Rashford came off.
Yeah.
Will Greenwood
No, I
offer?
was with you.
Oh, we're
defensive
doing this again,
support?
though. The whole starting from the back.
Man
oh, God.
McTominay's done well there. Turned into trouble.
Yeah, but
Fred,
he's
he's
not
fucking
done
hell,
well.
Fred.
He's not
fucking
done
hell. Just bouncing the ball between his fucking ankles until he gives it away.
I'm so amazed we're still doing that.
Terrible from Fred there, and the ball comes in and it's headed away by
Someone's
Lindelof
just gonna
and
lever it. Someone's
McTominay,
just going to lever it.
and it's a corner ball. I
Right,
think.
so we started with the ball.
goal kick.
We started with the
a
ball.
goal kick there.
If we do this again with Henderson,
I think we're
I'm
gonna.
done.
I think we're gonna, because I don't know what the other option is to
Fred
chip the
is
ball
so
up to Dan
brainless
James.
sometimes. Honestly, I don't know what goes on in his
Is it-
mind.
McTominay passes him the ball, and it just ping pongs between his ankles until he gets dispossessed.
It's like he's not played football before sometimes. It's ridiculous.
That should have been a corner ball. That it comes off Wan-Bissaka last.
It's a great call by Andy Taylor.
Yeah, brilliant stuff.
Remembering his red roots.
Is he the one who's from like Altrincham or something?
Yeah, it says he's an Altrincham fan. Of course he is.
I mean, he might be a City fan.
Yeah, that's
For all we know. What do you say? From Altrincham United fan?
Yeah. There's a lot of speculation.
Simple as that. Is there?
Yeah, have you not heard it? A lot of
Only
people
from you.
reckon Andy
I'm
Taylor's
stunned he
United
still does
fan.
the derby. Like,
Well,
even if there is speculation.
He says he's an Altrincham fan. I have no reason to.
Who is an
disbelieve
Altrincham
Altringham's
fan?
too close to home anyway.
Altrincham have got about 250
Great,
fans, and he
great.
just happens to be one of them.
Great to go to Altrincham, by the way. You can still take your pints near the pitch side. That's that low down.
Oh! Lindelof just slipped and fell on his arse, and luckily, again, Sterling, I know he scored a header the other day, but he's not known for it, is he? And he's just headed that wide. The ball crossed in there again. No one close to blocking it. And Lindelof
like he
falls
cushions
over.
it.
Nerves get the better.
Yeah, I don't know
of
what he's doing there. It's like he's
shit header,
cushioning
that.
it for someone to run onto.
Yeah.
There's no one there. I don't know.
6
what he's-
yards out, Sterling.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Technically
Oh
5
my
minutes.
God.
Oh my God, we're still doing it.
We're still playing it short from goal kicks.
Still playing it short from goal
Luke
kicks,
Shaw,
and
this
now
is a
we're
bit
in a
better.
position where
Fred,
Fred,
done well there.
I mean, if
Come
it
on, Turner,
works,
keep the ball.
what the hell?
shit,
It was the
man.
right idea. I could see
Yeah,
what he was
but
trying to do. It was just,
I don't think we need the risk of that.
It was just not well executed.
In this time in the game, you don't need 3 kick-ups and a back heel. You just don't.
He's not nanny.
Go on, Aaron. Oh, that's a foul there.
That's one of his tackles that didn't go well.
Yeah. Free kick to City, I'm sure.
Right, well, by the time they take this, and if they get a goal, maybe it's the 89th minute, and then, then we can just
Go on, what can we do?
cry.
Yeah, thought so. Free kick to City. 5 minutes to go.
Didn't think this was going to happen.
I'm going to be sick.
It's not happened yet, has it?
No, it's not happened yet.
Are you joking, Joe? What the fuck are you saying that for? This is dangerous, this as well. Fred marking Ruben Diaz, that makes a lot of
If I was
sense.
City,
in my
I'd
head,
worry
that.
about the counter here.
That makes a lot of sense in my head. De Bruyne chips it in near post, headed away by Bruno Fernandes, and I think it's out for a corner. It's out for a corner. Bruno at the near post.
Oh,
Are you worried
these
about
are some tricky times?
Corner to City.
Taking
De
it quickly
Bruyne
as well, no messing about.
chips it in. On!
What's that? What
Gundogan
is
wins it at the near post, and it's John Stones arriving at the back who just can't get a touch
Is it
on
another
it.
corner?
No, I don't think so.
I think
Gundogan wins it ahead of, again, Tony Marshall, who
Oh.
don't make much of an attempt to go for that.
no, he doesn't, does he?
Just stand still.
Oh, is it? I think it's another. Oh no.
No, it's a goal kick. I'm pretty certain it's a goal kick. We've got Matic coming on for Tony Marshall now. Last 5 minutes.
How's that? What's the plan there? Do you think?
I think
Greenwood up
we
front?
are sitting back regardless.
Greenwood up front. Take off. Keep you uppy, boy.
My only worry with this is if we don't
It's
have any
4 minutes
wingers
to go.
coming back. Yeah, but we saw
What's your
before.
worry?
Well, I'm trying to tell you, but you're talking over me.
No, I don't know what your worry is.
Do you think you would ever know if you're the one who's doing the
No, I'm
talking?
just saying, go on, what's your worry?
Is Greenwood and his width has saved us a couple of times in this, and I think tracking back as wingers has helped us. Presumably, we're not going to have wingers anymore, which makes me think who's going to track those runs when they overlap down the wings. That's my worry. Mason, it looks
now
as
you're
though we're
bringing
playing
up
Bruno
my
up
worries.
front at the minute. It looks like
not
we
a
are
bad
still
shout.
playing with wingers, which is what I wanted to see. Go on, Lindelof. Well done.
Well done, Victor Lindelof.
We're creeping into 90 minutes.
80.
I think he's going to throw 5 minutes on the board here. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
lose
do.
my
That
head.
was I don't know, actually. I thought it was a foul throw.
Yeah, it looks like Greenwood sort of tracking across. Got 3 men in midfield now, Fred, Matic and McTominay. Matic in the middle. Bruno's just putting a bit of pressure on Diaz. Matic again on there, but...
I wonder what it's like playing this game now as United players.
Fucking brilliant.
De Bruyne just slashes it wide. De Bruyne.
Oh, he's injured. That'd be great.
Kevin De Bruyne.
No, it won't be great. Yeah, people don't like saying that, do they?
Poor man's Bruno Fernandes.
He does really look like Prince Harry, doesn't he? Don't miss the Oprah Winfrey interview. That's tonight. Yeah.
You excited, yeah?
I am. I can't wait, mate.
It's going to be good crack.
Yeah.
But we already
Loads-
know what's
loads
going
of
to happen.
drama.
No, but
Popcorn
no,
out.
'cause
What time's it on?
it's going to
9?
be exactly what you think it's going to be. And the people who you think are going to say X.
Fair enough.
Tony Marshall, man of the match.
I'll have that.
What's he? And is it Gary? It's Gary Neville.
Who else would have won it, though? I tell you, I
Luke
think
Shaw?
Good. I think Luke Shaw's
Luke
been all right.
Shaw,
I
yeah.
think Maguire's been good.
I think Wan-Bissaka's
I
been
think
good.
Wan-Bissaka's been good.
Maybe it's the confidence he needs, Marshall.
It's certainly not Fred or McTominay.
I don't think
McTominay's
McTominay's been
been
bad,
bad.
you
No,
know,
yeah, you're
to be
right.
honest with you. I think he's done quite well at times under pressure. I think Fred's not had one of his better games of him being polite.
Yeah. Although he's been exposed a little bit less in the second half.
I think
'Cause
Dan
they've
James
not
has done
pressed as
all right.
high.
He's just
Dan
not had a
James
lot
has
of
been
the ball.
good.
Sent in the super chat and they're not happy that they've read it out.
Well, we will read it out. One of the problems is when we read the comments, especially in a tight game like this, a lot of you are watching the game ahead of us. So if I'm reading the comments live as they come through, I see a goal has gone in before I see it, and therefore you lose a little bit of the
Can we
luster
get that
of
super
the
chat
game.
for him?
But we'll get it. We'll make sure we read the super chat. Don't worry about that.
It's not time sensitive, right?
No, we'll get on that. Don't worry. If we can get a screenshot of that, I'll read it out. Foden. Good press in there. Bruno. And Wan-Bissaka's overlapping, and Bruno's just going to cut back and give it to Matic.
What?
McTominay.
Oh.
Matic plays it over the top for Wan-Bissaka
What?
to run onto, and
Oh.
Edison is just going to swing a leg through that.
Swing a leg. Like it.
Sorry.
It's not in the comments.
Can we
If
get it on
could
the
get
screen?
it on the screenshot on the screen, please. Thank you. I'm Roberto. Says Maguire, Shaw, and Dino fantastic today. STEO8 says I saw Joe in Piccadilly Gardens picking up dog poo. That was me, yeah. And he
Surely
also
it's
said,
me
"Why did you
with
put
the
it in a
dog."
Tupperware box and laugh so I can look after it for later?" And also RW892 says KC commentary is mostly just groans and straining noises. Classic. Up the paddock, come on, Reds. Does someone think that Joe McGraw is Casey?
I think so.
Thanks for the comments there.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
And why would it be you picking up dog poo and not me with the dog?
Yeah.
Did it say Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he meant me. I thought he meant you.
Were you
'cause
picking up dog poo?
My
You picking
instinct,
up- you
my
picking up
instinct
my
is
dog
I
poo?
forget that I'm not the only Joe on the
Have you been
channel
picking up
right
dog
now.
poo?
Not the best looking one either.
No.
You pick
You
up my
haven't?
dog poo. How many minutes? 5. Knew it.
So were you picking up dog poo in Piccadilly Gardens?
No, he might have done a poo in Piccadilly Gardens, yeah.
Did you put it in Tupperware?
No, I just threw it.
Were you?
No.
So why did you say you were?
It
just seems like an odd lie.
It was a joke.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Jay's
it's
first day
it's a
on
mint
planet
joke.
Earth.
To be fair.
So let me get this straight. The chicken
hilarious.
didn't cross the road.
Were you picking
why
up
did
poo
you
in
say it did?
Piccadilly Gardens? Yes, I was.
I thought.
picked up poo in Piccadilly Gardens.
Why?
Because you don't know whose poo it is.
Well, you do if you've seen it fall out your dog's arse.
Yeah.
No, he did it in Spinning Fields. He's got taste.
He's got class.
He's got class. Did it in front
Oh,
of the
he's
bagel
posh.
factory. Like that. Oof.
So you
Right,
posh
come
for
on.
Piccadilly Gardens.
3 minutes to go.
3 minutes to go.
I don't know where they've got 5 minutes stoppage time from. Jay, can you Can you work that out?
I think Marcus Rashford hit the deck for a few minutes. Obviously, the goal.
Shaw.
Luke Shaw was on the
Marshall's.
floor for a little bit.
Couple of subs.
Dean Henderson got booked for time wasting, and when that happens, the referee's always going to add on a minute for time wasting. With you.
Is he?
If you
They do
book someone
tend
for
to,
time
don't they?
wasting, they tend to give you a minute.
And
for
especially
it.
games like this. And the other night, do you know what game was it we were talking about it, and they didn't give much stoppage time at all? I think it was United against. I can't remember one of the
Palace.
nil-nils
It was Palace.
against Palace.
It was 2 minutes.
And it was 2 minutes after. Who was it who was down for ages? Anyway, there'd been a big injury. I think sometimes, because it's the derby, they like the whole show of it all, the whole idea that City might get one back and we can make... I honestly think that the refs and stuff play into that sometimes. You just think, there's no need for 5 minutes stoppage time.
It's not... This isn't a game where there's been 5 minutes worth.
Brandon Williams is coming on for Bruno Fernandes for the final 90 seconds or so. Sorry,
Nice.
2 minutes or so. Bruno with a goal today.
He kissed his wrists loads, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that after this stream because I've done an all right job.
You could kiss my wrists anytime, that beautiful Portuguese bastard.
Drunken tirade, that. So, like, you're on the phone talking to your friend about your ex. Oh, you can kiss my wrist anytime. Right, City on the ball.
City
2 minutes
on the
to
ball.
go. Brandon
2 minutes to go.
Williams.
Oh!
Well done, Brandon.
Right.
United playing 2 fullbacks here.
United playing a formation no one's played before.
Yeah, 2 fullbacks, but only on one side. You've got Brandon and Luke Shaw on one side.
tactic is that? Right,
Well,
for the last 2 minutes,
they know that Luke Shaw doesn't
Hey.
block any crosses, so
we're
they're
going to
putting
have 2 left backs.
2 left
What?
backs and
no striker.
2 left backs, no striker,
What?
1
What are you on
right
about?
back.
Just use your fucking
I'd
soldier.
love to see. Oh, Fernandes.
Look
I
at
like
Bruno
the fact
there.
that Fernandes is still up.
That's a great shot.
Stood
right
there.
there.
Yeah,
Fernandes
brilliant.
stood behind Ollie.
Yes,
Hey.
metaphor.
What?
That's a metaphor, that one.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Star Wars.
Something like that, yeah. I don't know what that means.
I
but
don't
yeah.
know. I like he's going to be
Star
like
Wars?
He's
yeah,
gonna
like
stri-
he's gonna
maybe
be the
that
new
means
Darth
he's going to
Vader.
strike him down.
Oh,
What do you
Empire
mean?
Strikes
Alright.
Back.
City have got a minute to get 2 goals.
If they get one here,
Don't fucking say it.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm giving you facts. That's all. Fred with a beautiful clearance, worthy of winning any game. That clearance. Ball out to the right hand side. Come on, lads. 45 seconds.
This is
Well done, Jan James. Go on, Dan.
Run like you've never run before, son. Go into that corner.
Go on, Dan.
Come on, Dan.
Go on, Dan.
Keep the
lad.
ball. Keep the ball. Keep the ball.
Go. We can do it. Third. Wajid Williams scores an unbelievable goal now.
Goal kick to City.
Ah,
25 seconds to go.
No.
Dibbidi-bo.
No.
Dibbidi-bo.
Do you know what? I'll never forget 2012, mate. I can't get it out of my head.
They didn't score 2 in 18 seconds. Dan.
No, but
I reckon.
it wasn't far off.
I
that.
reckon we might have won this.
Fuck off.
You fuck off. I reckon we might have won this, lads.
Come on.
Fucking get in! I know we've still got 6 seconds to go.
What happened then?
Get in!
He just got.
Fuck off and all. Brilliant.
Fuck off.
How good's
Well, it's
that?
not from fucking there, is it?
God.
Come on,
Drop
lads.
ball.
A drop ball.
Anthony Taylor, you've lost the fucking plot, mate.
Come on.
How's that?
Come on, ref.
How's that?
Ref,
Ref,
I'm taking
blow
the
it.
fucking piss, mate.
There we
Just
go.
get rid of it.
Let's go. Blow the whistle!
Come on, ref.
Don't even matter.
Blow
They're
the
not getting
whistle.
2. They're not getting
Blow the
2.
whistle. I'll be absolutely spooked now. Oh.
Padded away by Henderson. That's got to be full time, ref! Can we have a full time?
Oh, for fuck's sake,
Why are you
ref.
giving corners?
40 fucking seconds after the 95th minute and there's 5 minutes of added time.
I can't do this.
Taking the fucking piss.
What's happened?
I don't know. Handball.
Are they on
Handball by Gundogan, innit?
I don't know. Oh.
It goes between Matic's
Are
arm.
they worried about Matic's handball?
I don't fucking care. It's gotta be over this. How is it not over? Corner to City, headed away. Come on,
Come on.
ref.
Yes! Yes! Get in!
Yes!
Have a bit of that.
That's good, innit? We needed
Yes!
that.
Yes!
This is
Yes,
literally
yes.
the greatest day ever.
Full time, Manchester United have beaten Manchester City 2-0 at the Etihad. Bruno Fernandes and Luke Shaw with the goals. We're going to
Go
be
on,
back
Shaw.
in just a few minutes for the review. Click the link in the description
Yeah, let's have a
to
live
be over on the review. We'll be
reaction.
back in just a few moments. A couple of words to sum that up, Jay.
Lovely. Didn't see it coming.
Joe, didn't see it coming.
Didn't see it coming. Class 2-0.
What are your thoughts?
Never in doubt. Shit, say. I told you before the match, the shit. Been found out. Fraud.
Absolute frauds.
Absolute frauds.
Right, we're going to be back in just a few minutes. Once again, Manchester United have ended City's unbeaten run or winning run, whatever you want to call it. Manchester United 2, Manchester City 0. We'll be back in just a few minutes for the review. Click the link in the description. We'll be over there in a few minutes. We'll see you in a sec.